All right. Holy, we're back at another day, another stream, baby. Damn. Hey, another day, another stream, boys. Welcome to the stream. Prime Summon as well, baby. Back on the grind. I kind of want to watch this one, though. The Famicom looks like he can buy this competition. That leather jacket goes hard, bro. Holy. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Mighty Amo. Concats. Monkey. Wolf. Gyro. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. The Famicom is like on point, bro. Yeah? Also, dude, look at that ratio. What the fuck? This is like, the shoulder is a little bit crazy, bro. Is Glory like just fucking built or something? I don't know, man. Look at that. Look at that shoulder ratio. That's kind of crazy. Holy shit. Glory and Famicom just built different, man. That's wild. It's funny how Pafix looks small compared to Glory. And Pafix is like a fucking built thick brick wall in real life. Alright, so I need to go to sleep early today because I need to take my wife to a medical appointment tomorrow early morning. So we have not a lot of time today to spend with one another. So the goal for me is just to watch this because I haven't watched it yet. And I heard the LD5 spam was crazy. So I am personally very excited about that part. Yeah, this is going to be a replay. No, it's not. It's actually a good thing. What? But yeah, that's the plan for today. And the good thing about rewatching is we can skip all the stuff that is not important, like the intro, the little bit of yapping, and we can go straight into it. Oh, I had to move a little bit. What time? It's like 7 p.m. and I kind of have to go to sleep soon at like, I don't know, 10. So maybe we have like a solid 2 hours-ish for one another. All right, ladies and ladies in the chat. Let's dive right in. First match between Famicom and 14-0. I think 14-0 is new. Yeah, he's new. He looks like Korean, Philippines kind of thing. Bro is big. Got that Europe milk in him. Come on, what the fuck is this, bro? What's this? Like, hello? What the fuck? Brother, what is bro doing? Does bro need to go that hard on the photo shoot? What the fuck, man? He better win, okay? All that aura, he better win. That's crazy. The photo shoot is wild. this year.
For the first one right now with one for all picking.
Oh, one for all on the first pick, which could be
Oh,
very
one
crucial
for
in the new
all.
stack
I thought
ban.
it's
We also do see
14
the
all.
stack bans on the left currently.
One
They're not
for
filled yet
all.
because they will be starting to get
14
filled on
all.
set 2.
Really, Sean?
The first pick can be very crucial, especially if you share a
Is
certain
the
unit
stage
that
is the
both of
audio
y'all like
good,
to play.
guys?
So in this case, for example, the Han is contested between 2 players. You could lock that in for his very first pick.
Audio all good?
Take
Can you
his
hear him?
time for a first pick, which you normally don't see too much. We're actually going to go for a first pick on the Dark Aragorn.
Dark Aragon, interesting. So we know he got hit by a balance patch, but obviously when he gets his things off, he's dangerous. And wow, we're really lighting up the board here, say, with some Dark units. Viva and a
I thought it's all for one.
Yeah, we're going all the way dark units right now. We haven't seen it too often. A full LD draft, both sides. As we see, there's always this one.
Now you're mid-30s.
A Leo or a Juno or an Oliver.
You don't have to remind me about that. Fuck, I look like I'm 18. Okay, relax.
With LD units hovering and Narsha.
Do I look mid-30s?
Contesting just yet. Jaeger, more.
Don't talk about that. Right, I'm like
do we go for
early 20s.
For this
okay, I'm like 20 to 21.
With more bruises. Ooh, that was maybe a timeout right there, but that's the same. So far, full of these.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Hey, thank you so much for the €2. I appreciate that.
Obviously, any of the
waiting to see you on SBC 2027. Just beat them all.
What are we seeing? Are we in
Dude, the only thing I can beat for them is their meat. Honestly.
Hey, we're 7 out of 10 on the way right
Max
now.
Max 24? Shit. I like that.
That is so
Wait, what is going on in the draft?
All of the 4 units on the side of Femi.
Is that a gentleman agreement to pick LDs?
What does one for all have in the back pocket to actually
Yo, that's crazy.
Elena, which is also LD5 recently buffed, now takes more attack bar from the enemy.
Yo, what am I watching?
We're 9 for 10. Famicom, can you finish the 10 for 10?
Yeah, that's all we need. Famicom, just any of the LDs that you've got right now. That's all we want to see.
I mean, I'm sure Famicom has all the LDs.
With obviously some Oblivion.
That's kind of crazy.
There, but doesn't seem super useful unless you're trying to let that Huarang through. 5th pick right now, say. I don't know. Let's just pop in a Beelzebub or something.
No, this is their first day. Yes, Obaba will play again in October in 2 months.
Light Nobara, but Nobara, every time you touch her,
yo, that's the Light Nobara. What?
Even things such as silence do not matter. As long as she's been touched, she can go for that skill 3, and that is a massive nuke similar to a Molong.
Definitely a massive nuke. I mean, say this is a beautiful looking draft.
Yeah, that's a beautiful looking draft.
Right there, but bans right now. Where are you needing?
Dude, this is crazy.
It's rough to say. I would almost go for the Hunt because of the speed lead. On the other side could be a lot of things. We're going to go for the strip.
I'm glad there are 2 OG LD5. Oh, Viva is kind of an OG LD5. There's 3 OG LD5 still.
Hey, let us know in chat.
In the draft.
I see all the comments already. This is what RTA should be all about right. Say we've got a defense lead on the light and we've got a speed lead coming in from Han.
I feel like Famicom should win, no?
It's the SWC 2026.
1-4 doesn't really have damage, right?
In the very first set.
Oh wait, there's Jaeger.
Bella.
Jaeger might get one shot though.
Set up right before the Han. Han can move right after. Ooh, that might be looking at a dead unit already. Is this Han on a lot of damage? Defense break. Defense break came quite late, but there's also no second turn coming right after. This Aragorn is taking that turn.
He is taking that turn. He's gone for the.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
He's gonna get a team up coming in through now. Damage into that.
Oh, the animation make the Jaeger hit first.
I don't think he can kill.
It's so inconsistent.
Kill, so I think he's saying goodbye to his own Jaeger right there because the unit is almost down already. But
was that a crit?
Is almost taking 1 unit with him. We do have the Huarang.
Is that over?
Taking units out. Additional turn. That's the 1 unit you don't like the additional turns because every turn it has.
I feel like that's over, no?
Damage potential plus
LD diff.
Passive that we might lose right now.
LD diff.
For the strip there. Oh, great additional.
Hello, Juicy Fruit Gum.
Get those silences and oblivions out. Does he land them all?
Hello, Hua.
Yeah, that's the big question. We do.
Hello, Peacemaker.
Land everything. We do miss
welcome to the stream.
Nobara, but the silence on Nobara, as mentioned, is not as interesting because the skill 3 you can always use. I'm, honestly not sure how the Oblivion works on the Light Nobara. It did hover that the skill was usable, so I think that the Oblivion doesn't counter it.
Yeah, maybe not right now. And it looks like it's probably 1-for-all, trying to extend this game as much as possible to get that Jaeger back, because that's a lot of damage that he packs, but will he get enough turns?
Yeah, and we also have the Aragorn that still has a lot of damage potential right there. We go for pushbacks on the
right.
so that
I think the Light Nobara is going to do a lot of damage to the Aragorn now, right?
Because you're going to see her damage. It is a lot.
Yeah, oh,
hey,
big
yo!
out there, though. If
what the fuck?
Turn off, say. I mean, right now,
yo,
okay, I would say for 1-for-all.
It's definitely looking okay. That 1 stun. It's always for the question on a Seimei. Do you go Despair? Do you go Violent? Personally, I'm a big fan of Despair, but there's Violent on the other side, and it's shaking off that.
To add some more utility to a very low utility unit.
Again.
Yeah, it seems like Famicom is dealing with that ISIS purely just by having Violent Rune built on a lot of those units right now. Look,
She's done again.
it's free again to use
Oh,
those passives.
ooh,
Will it?
some attack bar.
Oh, we got another.
There's no way Famicom loses round.
Over here, do we land everything? Once again, we do land everything, and it's on a lot of
And a
optimistic
Violent.
runes on that Violent. Taking a lot of
Ooh,
double
that's some
turns right there.
damage.
Yeah, a lot. He's really controlling right now, One For All. He's making sure, can he get through the damage, though? He needs to get killed
All right,
now in that
she can use it.
opportunity.
It doesn't matter.
It's also an interesting interaction because that damage coming at 35k. That is so much damage. That's exactly the damage that I was mentioning. Oblivion doesn't matter. Silence doesn't matter.
Yo,
This
what?
unit
That's
is here to stay
crazy.
right now. Absolutely not a storage guardian.
No, and looks super healthy as well right now. And I mean, using SeanB to get these cooldowns down on the Aragon.
You have to hit her at the end of the day.
Is the play, but can you keep it in control?
And
for
without
that
Death Breath, I think she's gonna die.
Well, the thing is right now, you want to wake up the Hwoarang. Actually does wake up the Hwoarang because the moment you touch the
Yeah,
Nobara,
Jaeger's kinda
every
mid.
time it can go for skill 3.
Again.
So therefore the
He was
provokes
good for a little bit, and then
are
he
very
became mid
crucial,
again.
because every provoke means that you will be hit guaranteed, and both of them did land.
Yeah, they have landed right there, so it's going to get a hit. And he
Dude, that
gets the
despair
though,
stun
as
is
well.
crazy. What the fuck?
Ooh, there's a stun, but also another addition turn. But in this case, it was provoked, so nothing happening just yet. Can you get any units online before you die?
I don't think Jaeger can one-shot, right? Even if she can
Hwoarang
revive
is getting
Jaeger.
so much pace right now and momentum in this match. So I mean, even at half health, he's getting obviously
All
no
right,
damage against him.
35k again.
Yeah, no damage coming in, but also we're looking at another 35, maybe a little bit less because we got less HP rocking in right now. But this is just simply so much damage
Damn.
coming in every time. We do have a revive from this same.
Yeah, it's
kind of
over now.
Something to revive that can instantly kill something because the revives are without passives.
Yeah, they are right there. And I mean, SeanB, would you call it a
Maybe he
1
probably
versus 2
have
unit
like
normally?
other strong LDs.
If there's a lot of debuffs on the enemy side,
Also, the
like, let's
hand
say
speed
you're
lead kinda
fighting a
sealed the deal
segment or something,
for the
then
one-shot
yes,
as well.
maybe. But in this case, you have heal block on one unit, and the heal block is already enough where SeanB cannot provide the heals great enough. And fighting a Hwoarang, you just don't want to fight a Hwoarang.
Yo,
And
this is like
Nobara, I've
the
mentioned
greatest
before,
sales
it is
pitch
not a
for
storage
Light
guardian anymore.
Nobara.
It's a very strong unit.
Wow, Famicom taking the lead. then,
Famicom
1-0
mogging the
against One For All in
opponents.
our very first kickoff match of this SWC.
Oh my god.
Nobara went crazy.
Are they
yeah,
super
so, I
cool?
mean,
Hell yeah, dude.
LDs all over the board, and the one that you said might have been in the storage came out to play.
Yeah, definitely came out to play. But also Hwoarang, it's one of those units not that many people pick it up anymore. And to be honest, I don't understand that this unit, even through all of the Oblivions, gets the right turns, gets so much damage in, and it did work out. But
Yeah, I
then
think
again, it
Hwoarang
was
is kinda
interesting to see
crazy.
One For All opting to go for a
But when I
Dark
pick Gani
Arrow, rather than
Hathor,
opting
he's
to
not
go
really
for
a
that
problem,
Han,
though.
Because you do know that your enemy also loves to play Han. Steal those units.
Light
There we go.
Fern
So now,
pre-ban.
guys, this
God
is our
damn.
first part of the stack ban. So we've got Tian Lang and we've got that Light Fern. They're not going to be available.
Jaeger
for
without
any
stack
of
wouldn't
the
really
future
hurt
sets
because
from
when
now
you
on
revive
as
with
well.
the
So
same
how are
A,
you
it doesn't
playing
have the
around
passive.
that? That's what we're going to find out. I
And
mean,
without defense
taking out
break,
Tian Lang maybe
usually
shows
it
that you wanna
won't
use
hurt
some
as well.
attack bar manipulation, say.
Yeah, and on the other side, banning out the light.
Wait,
is
that's the
strongest
Aragon.
fifth pick in the game right now. But we do also have an Aragorn on the side of Famicom, so the two of them actually do share a lot of LDs, which makes it an even more interesting matchup. Aragorn on the side of Famicom. This time
Furry
round,
gone.
does it mean
Whoa.
that, One For All is gonna go for a.
Didn't know you're
hard
into
steal
that,
and
Ammo.
Potentially also
Hello?
FIFA Gel. To be honest, I don't know if he has a FIFA Gel, but if you have that many LDs, you probably
Laura.
also have a FIFA Gel.
I saw
There
Reddit
you
posting
go.
Laura
That's-
is like C tier
this
now.
is so good.
True
to
or
watch.
false, chat?
You guys' views right now. Laura coming
Technically,
out with
we
a
didn't
Nefty,
see Laura
some real
yesterday.
intent, and
I
Famicom
don't think I
straight
saw
away
Laura
onto
in
his own kind of
Korea.
speed contest there.
So this is like the first
I know what we're
Laura.
doing. Are we gonna go Legolas style? Are
Technically,
we gonna go crit rate on the
Reddit's
Laura,
kinda
crit rate
right.
on the Nefties into a Legolas? It is a combo we have seen a lot on the league.
You already knew who
You
qualified?
will
I forgot.
potentially Be outsped by that FIFA Gel
If you
that-
ask me
if that FIFA Gel is
with
swift.
a
We actually
100%
haven't seen
certainty
it
right now
yet
who
because it was
qualified,
banned
even though
in
I saw it
Prime.
yesterday, I
We're
can't
gonna go
remember.
For a Megumi, not a Megumi that we always do not like to see. Also slightly nerfed right now on the side of fire.
Dude,
but
he
we
has
have
so
it
many
on
LD.
dark.
What the fuck?
Wow, there you go. You've got an Etna though. Just changing things up, say.
LD Laura is LD carry and Reddit don't have LDs.
Sadly, she's not
That is
light or
very
dark.
good point.
Response from Famicom. Love that with a ragdoll. Obviously, if there's
Good
a lot of
morning,
crit
Jeff.
coming in, you want to eat it up for the rest of your team.
Did
Ooh,
Famicom
Ragdoll
pick
coming in,
like
definitely
4
a counter
unique
against
LD
those crits,
from
and
last
I'm
game?
pretty sure that there's going to be a Legolas in that slot 5 exactly over there. We are banning out that Ragdoll. You have
What is
full
this
critters
peasant shit?
across the board. You're not going to
Naughty.
fight a Ragdoll with
I don't
this.
like that.
No, you can't.
Look at
play
him,
Against
all
it. But
right?
From the other side,
Pure
there, so it's
aura.
probably most deadly. I mean, you've
What
got
is
the
that?
strips there as well. You've got obviously the stuff coming from Neftis. I mean, it's a hard one to ban on the side of One For All.
Yeah, it's actually very hard because Laura's most likely gonna outspeed you. Atna's most likely gonna outspeed you. You could opt to ban out the speed lead in Nefties and maybe have a faster unit, but he's actually gonna go for a strip. But in the cases of this, in most cases, Nefties is going to be on Swift. Atna's gonna move right after the Laura. Laura's most likely Swift as well. This is going to be a very fast-paced.
Laura is most
cool
likely
to see
Swift.
Legolas take a lot of turns.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely was. I mean, also
For
say,
this team
are
in
they
particular.
tuned? This is the moment where you want all of your units to be tuned perfectly in
Sure,
the
Senku Kid.
SWC
Get it
as
to
well.
100.
So we're likely going to be taking
I believe in
speed
you.
leads on both sides. 24
Morning. Welcome to the
side of
stream.
One for All and Famicom with that Dark 30 lead. I mean, he's all got all Dark units anyway. We're going into it. Our set number 2 between Famicom and One for All. Etna, what can you do?
Etna.
Moving first. Actually, you would have liked to see it the other way around,
Oh,
where you have
dude, that looks so cool,
you
man.
get land defense breaks. Also,
What does he do
will
again?
Get cut at some
Nothing.
point by the FIFA gel, so you have to go for a stun on the FIFA gel.
That
right
is
now
kinda
because
cool,
you're
but
not
nothing
fast enough
happened.
on that Nefties.
Here
It
we go.
felt
He's
like
going for the Han.
a shitty
They're looking
Layla.
to go for the kill, but
A
didn't
Layla
quite
with-
get it there. And
with
as you can see,
crits.
Vivica will be coming through.
Yeah, FIFA gel will be going
All right,
through, but
I
if
think
this
after
is
this, he
crit
should
rate
do
and
some
you're pretty
damage,
much
though.
fighting full dark, so there's a lot more crits coming
Yeah,
in.
this is where he
You
start
will
doing
take
some
that
more.
bar. You kind of have to push it back right now, but it's highly likely very high on resistance.
That's
Does
more like
actually
it.
Get the push back, so it's perfect,
Oh.
but also an additional turn on that side of Han.
Yeah, you can look to get
Hello,
that Legolas
Kaz.
out of the field. But
Do you
I
like
mean,
hiking?
right now, it's
I wouldn't
looking like he's
mind,
still
but
strong
I don't-
overall. Yes, he
I
might
don't live
lose that
near
Legolas,
nature,
but it could
which-
be good everywhere else.
I
Yeah,
wish
you
I
can
was
take
living
out
near
2
nature.
units, and I think the cleanup afterwards
Ooh.
is going to be very strong. Taking that additional turn, taking so many hits. We had the Nyx on the field. In this case, the Nyx with a 1 rather than a Nyx with a Y, but it did not really participate because there were not that many debuffs thrown from One for All towards the side of Famicom.
No, there wasn't enough right there. And
Man,
Legolas
turn 1
just
is so
hit
strong.
So many hits right there. I mean,
You take one,
Aragon tried
you
to do
take
some
turn
stuff
2 and
right
you're
there
half dead.
into it, but I mean, it's looking very hard for Famicom to get back here.
Unless you
Yeah,
go
it's gonna be
Fire
very
Megumi
hard because
Windstar.
We just have more shadows coming in, more attack bar coming in. We crit one more time.
Oh,
most
he missed the
likely,
dot.
once
Oh, but
again,
this guy
cutting
moved,
that
though.
turn with the Legolas.
Yeah, that's
And
kinda
that is the
GG.
thing. If you set up the whole team with high crit rate, the Legolas is super, super strong. So very well drafted by.
I feel like he
One
could have
for All,
picked
but
Leo
also just enabling
to
the
be
whole
like
comp
the
to work
real
like this
draft, but
is
he picked
something
the
for
Dark
Famicom
Hacker
to
for
keep in
fun.
mind. Next few matches, every match, the Ragdoll is going to be very strong. So One for All might be looking at banning.
All right, I think the
But for
game
now, we
actually
have a
start
1
now, right?
against 1.
We do have a 1 for
Oh,
All.
are they
And I
still
think,
LD
say, if we
flexing?
actually look at it, we can see the strategy coming in from One for All in that first stack ban that he did. He took out that Tian Lang, and he knew that he was going to do the crit rate with that light Legolas to get as many turns as he could. There, you've set up for it, you're playing for it. If we see a Ragdoll ban coming from One for All now, again, more attack bar manipulation, right?
Yeah, 100%. But on the other side, we're actually not
Dark
gonna go. I
Gojo
was
ban.
expecting for Famicom to start breaking that comp because I'm not too sure how many of those units Famicom can actually contest outside of potentially that Etna. So One for All could actually draft a similar comp right now. And let's see, if he starts off with the Laura, he probably aims to do the same thing. Ooh, we're going to go for a steal on the FIFA gel. Of course, the man also has that.
Yeah, there you go. If you don't
What
want to play
does-
against it,
what do
steal
they
it in
not
your own.
have?
If you don't want to pre-ban it out in these stack bans as
Do they
well
have the
there, but
shitty one like
Famicom
me?
Right now has that first second pick. He was always going to the Viva as well, but okay,
Oh,
we're still opting with the 2 dark
damn.
units, the Han and the Bella. It was very fast, that Bella, last time.
Yeah, 2 very
This is
strong
the
units,
Obama
high
we
additional
wanted.
damage artifacts. Also, we do see a lot of damage.
We
on this
wanted
Han,
this
when it just
Obama.
took 1 additional turn, taking a skill 3, nearly taking out that Legolas, which in most cases is a very tanky unit on defense. But we're going to go a different route. This time around, we're going to go for single target damage on the side of Narsha. What kind of speed leads? No, we're still going to go for a Legolas. There could be crit rate on this
Narsha?
FIFA gel, but
Really?
It's not a full crit comp AoE that we have seen previous match.
It's not right now. And
Oh
I mean,
my
now
God!
Famicom has changed
He's
things
getting
up. We've gone
serious.
out of the light and darks. We're going to an
He
Oliver
is getting
and Fino. So
serious,
again,
boys.
Speed contesting at that beginning, looking to try and get some cool times in where possible as well. One for All answering with that Huarang at the moment, so some more damage.
Oh, we got very bruiser heavy.
Dude, they have
against
all the
bruiser
insane
heavy, but
LDs.
more first turn focused. The FIFA Gel is going to be an interesting position because FIFA Gel, if it
Damn,
moves in front of
Famicom
the
is
enemy,
being the
is not
peasant
that
for this
great.
round.
But the enemy picking up a shield
1-4
will
is him.
always move in front of the FIFA Gel. And there's actually no speed lead at all on the side of One for All. On the side of Famicom, we do have 2 speed leads, and we finish the draft with a Gianna.
There we go, Gianna.
I guess
through
the
them
horse
right
is the
now.
ban.
I mean, how are you going to look to play
The
this? It looks
RNG
like
kinda
One for All
sucks.
has set up a bit more bruiser, like you said, say. So, I mean, in terms of that, do you think Famicom has enough of a snipe to get through?
Well, you have a lot of additional damage snipe, and additional damage snipe is one of those things that can take down Huarang, can take down pretty much all of those units on the field because they're stacking in different way to get defensive things up. So I think that Famicom might have a good shot at this. We lose the Gianna and we lose the Light Pony.
They're going out.
You need to
here, so you will
reset
have that
Viva
option
and
of
kill
speed lead
something.
on the side of Famicom right there. The side of One For All, maybe something in addition, maybe more crit rate if you want to.
I wonder if it's gonna be Nasha or the light.
I mean, again, we're seeing how
Legolas.
these stack bans are working out in these specific draft phases, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to go for an HP lead from the FIFA Chow. I think that is your best option over here. I'm not even sure what the Legolas has, but to be honest, 38 HP lead is not something to skip out on. And we're going to see if we have a right turn on this FIFA Chow, instantly taking full HP bar from someone.
Oh, we've got Shiho going in first. It looks it's very slow, that video.
All right, here we go.
Say.
Big
Yeah,
stun.
it's looking very much like a violent FIFA Chow, which is a
All right.
common build, but we might also
He
say
went for the
goodbye to
Nasha.
FIFA Chow
Wait, it's
right
on
away.
Nemesis.
Ooh, that is actually kicking in some Nemesis right there.
Is it
or at least
Nemwill?
It did force in the turn, but no strips.
No, you've got Han coming
Wait,
in right now. Do you want to
hold
set
up.
a defense break on that Viva Shell to get through, or do you need to dismount?
Yeah, I think you're gonna. Oh, we're actually.
Jason?
very much
I've never
spreading
touched
the
that thing
damage.
ever in
I'm
my
not too
life.
sure if I'm liking that style right now because one proc in a wrong moment can actually be pretty bad. We did get resistance on the cooldown increase.
Yeah, we've got Han coming in with that skill too. Then he's going
Big
for the
stun.
dismount and the stun onto that Nash. Gets the extra turn as well. Put a bit more damage through.
Yeah, that's definitely some good extra damage coming in, and all of the units on the side of Famicom are looking very lively, whereas One For All is
I feel like
already
between these
losing a
two
lot of
guys,
HP,
whoever
having
goes
2
first,
units
that
done.
person win.
Waring is a great bruiser unit, so's the Legolas, but are you gonna get your turns to actually get that bruiser in?
You're hoping so, because Legolas providing a good pushback all the way to 0 for Oliver right there. Can't do any more controlling. If it is a violent Viva Cho, you want an extra turn at some point.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, we're also getting crits.
That's gonna
from
hurt.
Waring is sometimes on full crit, but he's hitting the right elemental unit, so it might be that he's not full on crit rate, but we do take this turn on the Legolas, but only shoots a double shot.
Yeah, only the double that time round. You've got Shiho, you've got that skill 2 option going in instead just for the skill 1. Gets a stun on the Legolas though.
Yes, and on the Legolas, you like to see that. Viva Chow has to go for... Ooh, Viva Chow's not being pushed back yet.
Wait, he didn't reset Viva? Oh, the Viva resisted.
Play for the chances where your enemy gets good
Oh,
RNG. You can save the Legolas, you can also
no.
take out the Bella. Ups to save the Legolas
Oh
for now.
no, that
But
changed
William as well,
everything.
not allowing Oliver to do too much right now. You've got that Huarang as an option if you want, but I mean, how the tables have turned right there for One For All, say.
Yeah, and also this Oliver is gonna look at an off turn because the moment that an Oliver misses a skill 3, it is that off turn. Also, the Shio can't really go for a skill 2 at the moment because there's full immunity, so no attack bar gain.
He went from
The
winning
one
to
moment
losing
the
with one
Shio
violent proc.
likes to cycle.
Sad.
Exactly right there.
Oh,
Now
so
you've got
Oliver
some
got
crit,
resisted.
Some damage skill 1, not enough to take out
I
the
feel
Shio
like he should have
right now,
won.
but it's going to take a miracle from Bella.
Yeah,
Yeah, this Bella gotta start adding like Obama Bella.
4 available, does get good damage in, also bounces
Oh.
to the right target, taking out 2.
Yeah.
Oi,
back down to 2
oi,
right now, but
hold
Oliver,
up.
Like you said, that off moment, he can't control
Chance?
that Huarang, and he's going to be.
Oh,
dealing
no,
a
I think
lot of
somebody's
damage
dead.
coming
I think
through right
Bella's
now.
dead.
Even just getting rid of that Shiho off the field, it's looking good for him.
Wait.
Yeah, oh, this was the one moment I would say maybe opt to go for a skill 3. It is one of those moments where it could be
He let
very
the
niche,
Bella
but also
live.
very nice to opt for that skill 3
Sus.
because you lower the HP and that HP is not coming back anytime
And-
soon. But right now you still have to fight a full HP.
'Cause the
Bellas,
Huarang
and
was
those
moving
Bellas
anyway.
Most of the time are super tanky while losing your FIFA Gel skills to this Oliver.
Dude, this Oliver
Right there,
sucks.
But Oliver getting into that skill 3 as well. He's going to have to control as much
Oh,
as
he got
possible
it.
to let Bella get that damage.
He needs to kill this Huarang now,
Yeah,
man.
the 5 shots. That is the thing that Huarang doesn't do.
Oh
that well
my
against additional
God.
artifacts on that additional turn, and that is something
That's
that
GG.
Huarang
It's over.
almost
He's gonna die to
taken out
dots.
With right away. The double dot will definitely do it with this one shot.
Oh
I
my
think
God,
had a
he
small
misplayed.
opportunity. If he went for the Song of Destiny on the side of Bella, maybe he could have left the Shio in for a little bit longer. It's also a dangerous unit, but Bella on an additional turn is more dangerous.
There we have it.
Damn, he
Famicom
could have
bringing
killed
a
the
point
Bella.
back. He's now 2-1 in
Oh
the lead
my
against
God.
One For All right here. I mean, like you said, say the Bella.
He
came
could have
clutch,
killed a
could end
Bella.
up controlling everything on the side of One
GG.
For All's team. I mean, let's find out how we're going to deal with it.
All right.
How is Ragdoll
Game
not in a
4.
pre-ban right now from One For All? Oh, he was.
Yeah,
sorry.
well, he already did do the Ragdoll in the pre-ban right there. And I think he's going to opt to go for a Bella if he doesn't have the Bella himself, because it's always good to go
I think
for the
Dark
units,
Star's pretty
especially
good.
the LDs that you don't have yourself. But you also saw the difference in how strong Legolas was. Legolas, in pair with like all kinds of AoE critters, super strong.
The
moment that there were a
highest
bunch of
win
single
rate,
target critters,
speed
Legolas
lead
did
in
take his turns,
arena,
but he
in
wasn't really the
RTA
shining focus of like, hey,
at the
I'm
moment,
killing
I
your
think.
whole team right there.
Yeah, and I mean, One For All.
What's the stack
saw
ban
damage
thing?
coming through
As
on
you can
that
see,
Bella,
they're banning
taking it
more and
out
more
on that time.
as
I think that's very much a trauma
more
stack ban.
set are
We've got a
being
new word
played.
For it, say.
And the
almost
unit
like
that is
that.
banned
So
will
let's
not
see what
get
we have for first
used
picks this
for the
time
rest
around.
of the
Famicom
match,
has been
which
opting
is
for
pretty cool.
Aragorns, Hans, Viva Chels, and that is exactly
There
what we
goes
look in
all
right
the
there, a Viva
LD5.
Chel.
The
Viva Chel
problem
coming
is
out
they
there,
have
so
they
looking
have
like one for all. First
10
time he'll
more.
get a hand on his side of the field. And looking at him with
They
the
have so many
Aragorn as
LD5
well,
that
it looks like, I
even
mean,
with stack ban,
this
it does
is
not matter.
stuff to be watching, right? Say on your preliminaries.
Yeah, this for a first match. This is very hard to top off. Like these are flying.
Yeah, Rest
back and
Awakening
forth
is pretty much
crazy.
like their
Also interesting to see one for all.
the ankle weight for all these units that could be really good, but they put on that shitty Awakening to make them
does have the answer to it,
more
with maybe
controllable.
counter units, but we're gonna go heavy into the Bruiser with a Nobara and with a Huarang once again. So let's
Look at that,
see
all the
if
LD
One
ban,
For All
and they're
does have
still
the
picking only
anti-Bruiser
LD.
units himself. This is kind of a moment that even units like a Gianna just taking out a potential.
When you think of
Hagen,
Light
if that
Legolas,
comes out in the 5th, would be super
I
strong.
think he's very
Yeah,
stat
be strong
and
third
steep
fourth
and
pick. It's
team
a crucial
dependent.
moment. Do you pivot
Whoa!
right here? Wow. Okay. I mean, there's a long list of stuff that he's got.
Whoa!
So we're adding into Aritsu.
See, they
right?
don't care. They have so many
Well,
LDs.
Ritsu is a very interesting unit. It's one of those units, if he lands, he's super good. He's like an Oliver without a speed lead, but with a lot more damage and defense break. But then again, is it something that
Oh my god, he
lands
has to
on
pick a
Warwick?
Hagang.
Because the moment you
Ew.
glance, it's a guaranteed miss on that skill. So that
Yeah,
is
Korean are
interesting to see.
staying
Also,
very
Famicom is
down to
already
earth with the
checking out
RGB.
that Hagang. However, Elena, if she lands everything fully, can somewhat counter a Hagang if you're fast enough.
Yeah, if you get those strips in, get the slows coming through, but Hagang on the field, super annoying. Famicom.
Whoa, first
wow,
Berk
okay,
heal.
I mean, this is just going crazy, say.
That's once again a lot of LDs. I would still opting for like something along the lines of a Gianna banning out that Hagang, because I think a Gianna in this matchup has a very strong potential with just simply stuns, dropping bombs, not too many clans on the enemy side. But then again, do you want to opt for it? I would definitely go for a Dark unit because you already have 4 Dark units on the field plus Han.
Yeah, you've got that speed lead coming in as well, like you said, from Han. Running the clock down all the way to the end, though, right now. Wow, okay, Dark Angels are coming through.
Interesting. That also makes it where you only have
What the
one
fuck?
AoE strip. And with that one AoE strip,
Out of nowhere, bro.
Don't just simply ban out that one AoE strip and then have a pretty solid match at it? Or maybe does he actually fear that Ritsu?
What is the ban?
Yeah, it doesn't
Viva?
fear it. I mean, this
I think
is
it's
the
a Viva
moment.
ban.
You're 2-1 ahead. It's a best of 5. Remember, everyone saying realistically, he just needs one more point. Famicom, but can One For All look to bring it back to a 2-2? He's banned out the speed lead with the hand.
Hagang without strip, without immunity or any sort of buff after turn 1 is pretty bad anyway.
Sides coming in clutch for both of
And
our
1 For All
players.
team doesn't
We're
look
here
like it's gonna
for our
die
set number
immediately.
4 of the SWC 2026 Europe preliminaries. Taking that first turn, it is going to be the Elena though.
And it's going to be
Oblivion,
the also,
easy.
The Hagang
Bam.
doesn't have as much value after turn 1 because there's no prolonged buffs
And
provided
that-
by any of the
that
units
is
on the
kinda
side of Famicom. So the
for a long
Hagang is
time.
kind of a sitting duck, but there's 2, even 3 very strong units on the rest of it that could actually take things down.
Exactly right there. You've
Can
got
he
that
one-shot his
immunity that you're
Ritsu?
up against right now if you're the Aragon, so he's going in for that skill 2, goes on to the Berghild, but
The
didn't
problem
quite
with
get
the
anything
Light
going.
Nobara is that she need to be
Yeah,
touched.
nothing going on just yet. Also, just trying to get some stunts. Not really the
And
stun
nobody
that you
touched
were
her
looking
now.
for because Elena kind of already did her thing outside of a slow. But the big question is, can you land the provokes coming in? No, we cannot land the provokes coming in because we're going to be providing immunity. However, the big question is, with this Ritsu, with the glancing, can you actually land your things early?
Yeah, that's what he's going to be seeing.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
the gun right
glancing.
there. I mean, obviously, Nabari
Man,
didn't
that
get
is
hit,
so
there's no
sad.
big damage coming through in this time. And with that immunity, no provokes either. Like you said, say, this is the moment.
This is the moment. Can you land your passive? Because the passive does go on cooldown if you do not land. And it is a glancing hit, so it's a nothing right there. But we're going to have a few more tries. But those few
Oh,
more
this
tries
shadow
might be
unit
more
need to
days
land
when
their
there's
shadow
more stacked of a Huarang.
all the
If you
time,
set
bro.
the skill 3, the Nobara will also have her skills
Damn,
available.
that slow looks
Therefore, we push
crazy.
her back.
Yeah, pushed her back right there. You've got slows out on the field as well right
And then
now.
Death
You're gonna
Breath
probably
AoE
maybe
is
get some
coming.
more within Elena soon.
Looks
But it
pretty
quite even at
bad
the
for
moment.
Famicom.
Yeah, definitely does look even. The only thing that I'm not liking is that glancing. It is a 50-50 check. We did miss on the first try. You can actually boost up a unit to full right now with this Twin Angels. But which unit are you aiming for boosting? We're actually boosting up the Aragorn.
Good defense breaks landing as well around there as well. So it's probably not enough yet to take out a unit, but he's... Oh, now it will.
Oh, yeah, that definitely will. 12k is actually pretty good damage for skill 1 right there. We're actually going to go
Oh,
for
does he get a
lowering
shadow again?
cooldowns
I
on
think he has the
units.
shadow, right?
However, you do pair with a unit that almost already had his cooldown available. This time around, you have to land it. Doesn't land it once again.
Dude,
The glancing coming in clutch on the
Famicom
side of Famicom right
is
there, but he's
fighting
not
only
looking
3
healthy. He's
units.
getting his attack bar manipulated right now. Can
And he
provide
can't do
Oblivion
anything,
well. We saw it
'cause
didn't work
Ritsu
on
hasn't
Nabara,
done
so maybe
anything.
going on to that Huarang.
Slow debuff is
we
just
do
so
connect on
broken.
Nobara. Can we take out this Nobara before the Nobara takes a turn? If you do that, you have a pretty clean match because in the end, the Aragorn for the
Oh
yes,
my
this additional
God.
turn will push back once again. We got no turns on this Nobara that have any value.
Dark
Yeah,
Nina,
no turns
I think
coming
like
in. Twin Angels can look.
it's
clean
like a
up bit, and
siege
Richie
unit,
might have
right? That's
one more
about it.
opportunity
Siege
to
defense
try and
unit.
get going. Oh, not yet.
Not yet. That is the thing with
She's
the
not
passive. Even
very
if you
good
miss, you
in,
still
in
activate the
RTA.
passive, so therefore it simply doesn't connect. So we can go for a skill 2 right there. Just simply take out things. It's definitely not a damage build kind of style. It's more of a CC
Like Nobara, if
control
you
unit,
touch her,
but he hasn't done much CCing nor
then
controlling.
she can hit you really hard like a Molong
Farang's
skill
not gonna be
3
the answer
whenever
right
you
here.
touch
I
her.
mean, One For All
But she needs to be
getting it
touched
through
first.
Was up against that immunity first.
If there's
turn,
no
but I mean, it
foreplay,
provided
there's no
Aragorn
action.
Being dangerous this
Very,
match.
very tough woman.
Yeah, it's one of those units. Was also at some point the strongest.
What makes
in-game,
Eleanor
already had gotten
valuable?
A little bit of a nerf,
Which
but still,
Eleanor?
It is here to stay. And finally, we can land.
Are you
this
talking about
trap,
the
but
horse
no,
or
units
the
already that
ice
Richie
cream
did
cone
absolutely
girl?
nothing, but we still did get that victory on the side of One For All.
There you have it, 2-2 between One For All and
Yeah, you
Famicom,
cannot
going
reset
all the
Light
way
Nobara
through to the
S3. You
final
cannot
set, our
silence
best
it.
of
You
5
cannot
right
put
here.
Oblivion on
Remember,
it.
Even if you
You
lose
touch
this
her,
match, we'll
she
still
will
see
touch you.
next weekend. However, you want to get as far as you can, so you have to play less.
What makes
matches
the
when it
Light
gets to that
Unicorn
point right
valuable?
there. What a pretty looking.
You might be wondering why
stack
she's
ban
always
board
banned
that
in all
there
these
is there,
matches,
saying
because
still,
she introduced
we've got some attack ban
uncertainty.
manipulation going through. Are we going to be able
And
to carry
in
it through to this
SWC,
match?
all these players, they
Yeah, I
don't
think
exactly
we're gonna be
enjoy
locking down more
uncertainty.
LDs, just the signature LDs, exactly. Ooh, actually, Famicom is opting to ban
But
his
in
own
normal
unit,
RTA, you can
whereas
probably
on
let
the
her
other side,
through
we
and
do
she
see
would
a ban
probably
on
do
that
nothing.
Nobara. The whole last match, it was that fear. If she takes that turn, my units are dying. We just take it out, not finding it this time around. First pick to the side of One For All. Are we stealing Hans? Are we stealing FIFA Shells? We don't have to steal an Aragorn because that one is pre-banned right now.
Exactly, it's out of the field. We have
Yeah,
seen both
unironically,
in
Light
terms of
Nobara
the steals of from
enjoys
One
getting
For All right
touched.
there, locking in
Like
the
Windstar
Viva
or
Shell
Win
at the
Nobara
moment.
too.
Does it answer straight away with an hand coming out? No, he's changing things up, Famicom.
8
Ooh, so
LD5
he
free
gives the
ban.
hand to
Oh
the
my
One
god,
For All
Famicom
in
is the
the
first one to
potential that
fold
it's gonna
and stop
be
picking
there.
RGB.
Famicom is opting for more strategy,
Disappointed.
like the normal playstyle, which is super strong. Are we gonna go for a Leo Lucifer kind of comp with a Viva Shell? Benny, if you're here in chat, you'll love to see it.
Really?
Oh, it could be the one. It's on the field.
Yo,
I mean, this is what happens in
He
the
got
stack ban, right,
balls.
Say? All those units are out of the field. You can come
he
in with
got
something a bit more
balls
crazy.
of steel.
Yeah, this is super strong. He also does have the Dark Twins. One of the streamers we have, Benny SW, really loves that comp.
Ew, what is
There are a
Famicom
few
drafting? That's
counters
kinda
to
like-
it. Let's see if Famicom
Is he
can
trying to be
find
one
the
of
right
us?
counters. He's trying to search in a Megumi right now. It's definitely one of those teams you do not want to.
Famicom is acting like the McDonald's CEO right now. Okay.
Pattern that's going to be happening on the
What
side
is he
of One
doing?
For All
Fire
right here.
Megumi
Sad to
Shiho?
say,
Like
I'm
that's
not
kind
a
of.
Leo
I
Lucifer
don't
player,
like
so
that.
Knowing exactly how it's going to work, I've only ever seen it go bad against
He
me.
folded, bro. The fuck?
Well, there's one big issue. Normally, you play this.
Look
with
at
a
One For
full-on
All.
fast
He
Swift set
stayed
on the
true to
side
the
of FIFA
premium
Shell.
LD
This is
to
a
the end.
violent FIFA Shell. Unless he has two FIFA
I like
Shells,
that.
which I don't think so. But it's going to be a little bit harder to get that off. And we're finishing off the draft with a same. Interesting. So we're kind
But
of
he
holding
kinda have
off
to do
on
that,
going
though.
full damage. Still going a bit bruiser right there.
But I feel
Yeah,
like
pivoted
One
maybe a
For
little
All
bit too
might
late
not have
in
enough
for him to
damage.
change there.
Ooh,
Famicom
look at
really have
that.
Beelzebub. Wow, we've got 2 of the demons out on the field.
I feel like
Yeah, that's a demon that you have to ban.
if you
right there.
ban
The Dark
either
Demon is
Viva
very
or
strong
Demon, you
against
have
AoE
the
comps.
One For All team
On the
has no
other side, I
damage,
think you
right?
have a lot of options you could ban for because the Gianna is most likely making it
And
into
then
the match,
he has
which
to ban
will
the Dark
have
Demon,
One For
kind
All
of.
on a back foot.
Yeah, let's find out how are you looking to play around this. It is the deciding set as well in this very first match of our Europe preliminaries. So it is important to get a little bit of momentum, show everyone else exactly what you're playing. Both the demons are out though, say. So it means that we will have some Leo gameplay.
The thing about Fire Megumi is that
like it's been a while
it's
since
gonna
that happened.
counter the
Yeah,
Viva
it's
Shell,
definitely
right?
Something we don't see all too much.
Unless
If
the
this
Viva
was a
Violent Pro,
Swift
of
Viva
course.
Shell that was faster than a Gianna on the 30.
Oh wait, there's no more
I would
Lucifer.
say this is going to be very good.
The
as long as
Gianna
Shield
or
doesn't do
the
what Shield's
Shield
supposed to
could
do.
outspeed the
However,
Viva.
I think that's
Because the Viva was on Vio, we saw that.
It's going to be faster than that Viva Shell, and Viva Shell is going to be in a rough spot.
Yeah, let's find out. Speed lead still coming in. HP lead coming in from side One For All. It's our deciding set number 5 between Famicom and One For All. Who's going to be taking it? Shield
And
does
bomb
come
damage
through.
does okay against
Shield does
AMA.
come through, and also
From
you
my
have to send
personal
this hit on the Megumi,
experience.
otherwise, Megumi goes through for sure. Does actually push it back, but we see the Gianna queued in as next unit.
Yeah, if
to
Gianna
move,
move,
so
I think
she
all of
can
them
go
move.
for the critical error. She can go for
Yeah.
the bombs right here.
Yeah, you can look to land those bombs. Does land as well. You can
Ooh,
get some other
not a
stuns
fake
going out on the
Gianna.
field, and then Oliver can look to kind of clean
Hello,
up
Bells.
here,
How
so
you
it's
doing,
looking
man?
Good for
I'm good.
Famicom.
It's looking very good. Additional turn on a Gian. That's what you like to see to cycle more of those bombs coming in. We also have the Oliver with pushbacks right now. So even if the Vivichel would proc and resist that bomb stun, it's just not going to happen. It's actually going to go for the twins. But we take another additional turn right there. You definitely have to send this on the Vivichel.
Yeah, it does get the cool time coming through right now. Megumi can just even
I
get there's already stuns
mean,
out on the field. So there's so much going
Famicom
on.
folded a little
Yeah, there's
bit
so much going on,
though.
but there's also something going on that's called the same. Every debuff will provide healing. Also, 3 procs on the side of Famicom right now. We are due a proc over here. Actually, do not
He
get
might
it.
just kill the Leo here, right?
Now, again, we're looking for pushbacks on the side of Oliver. Don't allow this healing coming through the same and those debuffs right there. But it's dangerous with a Leo if it's on
Oliver
fire.
just him, bro.
Yeah, it's
Oliver
very
just
dangerous
him.
with the Leo right there, but this Leo seems to be very squished. That's most of the time what you want to pair with. If you go for Vivichel, you want your Leo to snipe.
Oh.
But in this case, it's going to be too
Expected.
squished if you fully get outsped.
Yeah, exactly. Oliver can come in. Are you just going to confirm your kill? I think he's gone for it, yes, and does get it on that
Yeah, I think
Leo
that's
immediately.
it, right?
Speed's coming in clutch
Oliver
again.
will control the skill of all
Yeah,
these
this
units
is going to be a
forever.
rough spot. You can actually revive your Leo, but there's very little to no value on reviving the Leo in this position. We're actually going to go for a Soul Protect, trying to get some cooldowns on the Vivichel. But
He's
I
gonna
think you're
borrow
still
that real
pretty
quick.
Far away from doing anything. You have a bomb coming in, you have a stun potential coming in, and more Oliver turns.
Exactly. Megumi looking for a stun.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
why
through
we
on
have
that
a
neutral as
meta,
well.
boys.
Again,
The
Oliver
meta
coming in
unit
to
are
control. You were
fairly
saying at the start of the
strong.
stream, say, it's Oliver's turn again.
Yeah, Oliver is here to stay, and that's the thing. If we're not,
I don't know about the
LTs,
dark
I do
twin
think we're gonna see
angel
a lot of
though.
Oliver Shio. It's still one of the stronger combinations out there. It's just so versatile. You can go good into turn 1, you can go good into turn 2. All of the options. Oh, you're trying to clear.
Hello, Amber
already
Dots.
got that covered. I outspeed you. ICC
8
you,
years
and
ago.
we're gonna
Damn,
go
bro.
from there, and that's
I was
very well
starting
played by
back
Famicom
then.
Right here.
Yeah, just getting another stun from that Shiho as well.
But yeah,
onto
we're
the
still
Dark
going
Twins.
strong.
I mean, right there, great play from
To my
Famicom,
surprise.
even against the kind of more crazier tactic coming out from One for All.
Yeah, we're also definitely having the violent on the
Good day,
side
mate.
of Famicom, but it's also fair to say One for All is not playing this game. He's not taking any turns, and there's one unit to blame for that, and it is this Oliver.
Exactly. It was an interesting choice with that same A, right, say?
There's
I
a
mean,
reason
using it in the
Oliver
last
is
part
the
there,
GOAT
in that kind
of
comp that he
RTA.
had, didn't
For the
seem to
past
fit,
how
and I
many
think
years
it's
at this
showing why
point?
it didn't fit.
Yeah, it's one of those units like, sure, I get I get the idea of like, oh, I want a bruiser. If I take my turns, I'll go for the massive healing. But if you want to go cleave, you most of the time have to commit to the cleave. Otherwise, if you do a little bit of half-half, you're just not really doing anything.
Such a
Yeah.
weird interaction, obviously, there with the heal.
Half-half
then the bomb
right
coming
here
through. It's
is
obviously
kinda
not enough to
bad.
Kill right there. But I think this chip damage from everywhere else on the side of Famicom is going to control and eventually get that win. We'll be seeing him in that next round, say.
It's kind of funny
Yeah,
that
we're just waiting for the
Erechion got
additional damage
popular
from
after
the Gianna to
SWC.
come in.
Got
Additional
so
damage from
popular that
the
it got nerfed,
Oliver-
and
well,
now
Oliver most of the time not much,
it's
but
not in the
Shio
SWC
definitely does
anymore.
have a bit of that, and now we do take out
We saw it a bit
the second to
yesterday,
last
though,
unit, just a same
with
on the
like
board,
Pink Roy
not a
and
1v4
SeanB.
unit.
No, not a 1v4. And you've got Shiho coming in soon with even his skill 3 as well. It's going to be plowing in a lot of damage right there.
All right.
Famicom,
We don't have
I
to
mean-
watch Oliver do Oliver thing, but Famicom won. Sheesh, look at that. All right, Famicom got the W. The next matchup is going to be between who? Pafix and Unmaxed Fatigue. Let's check that out.
or patch notes can't cure exhaustion. Let's find out, say. I'm exhausted from that.
Dark Garo,
That was hard to
kind of
follow,
bad.
but I have no clue what you just said. I
Where's
fully
Tableau
agree. And
meta?
We see Hills
Damn,
on
bro.
the field right away. We have
Welcome
the
back
Beetle
to the-
Guardian on
Welcome
live
back. You were in the
unit for a
time
lot of
chamber
people.
for 2
Storage
days.
Guardian as well.
It has
But
been
let's
5
see how
years.
Unmaxed Fatigue
No,
can
actually,
utilize it with that
Tableau is the
Jaeger on
first
field.
meta.
There we go, Jaeger out.
It has
on the field.
been
It's come out clutch. We've got the Kavachi.
9
If I remember
years.
from previous seasons, say Pafix was very much like a Julian with a Kavachi play, but he's not really around at the moment.
What's
and
enough
he's gonna bring
Erechion?
out your old friend.
They fully
We're gonna go for a good out child. I used to be
They
one of
fully
the
took his
biggest
attack
Chaos
bar skill
dislikers
too
the
from
last
like
few seasons.
really
He
good
actually
to
came up
barely
very
anything.
strong. Current season, he's having one of the worst win rates.
So he has
once
a lot
again.
of-
However,
he
I
has
have
a lot
seen it
less
before with
value
Pafix.
for follow-up.
If he goes for a Chow plus a Julian, these two
And there are
units
many
stack
more
very
counters
well
now.
together.
Dude, Dark Beastman coming out. Like, what,
Like
what
Nina?
are we seeing right here? We're going to get some anti-buff and everything on
I
it.
think
Sorry, the,
she's pretty
other
good
one.
now for like AoE
Yeah,
spam.
we're gonna
But
see
the
some
meta
buff
is
right
not
there, which is
AoE
very
friendly at the
easy to see. On
moment,
other
I
side,
think.
we do have a Zodiac, very good for the sniper there,
Chow.
and a very quick lock-in for the Masha. Both sides of the draft super fast locked in, but let's see if they also go
What the
for
fuck is
fast
that?
looking on the ban.
Wait,
because
hold up.
Looking at
What is that? Wait, what am I looking at?
these drafts right here, I have no clue what we're banning.
What?
It's hard to say.
I'm a
right?
full-time
You've got a
streamer now?
weird
Not
snipe
yet.
thing coming from Perfect,
Full-time
but then he's
streaming when
prepared
we hit
ready for all of the
1,000 Twitch
debuffs that might
subscriber.
come out. And then, do you just
Probably
ban
never
what maybe
happen.
don't usually play so much in that Helas? This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I think full-time streaming gotta be at least like 6 hours a day for like 5 days a week.
Countering, then you could go for.
Sounds like
not
a lot of pain
Sonya,
though.
but that Sonya might be pretty deadly right there.
Definitely, we've got a defense.
We're gonna
lead
have to
and an
react
attack
half
lead
the time.
coming through then for
React
both
content,
Max
baby. Let's
Fatigue
go.
and Pafix. It's
Rahul
our match
against
2 of the Europe
Kovaci?
Preliminary set number 1. Let's see how this one's going to
Weird.
be going down. Who can get through to face off against Famicom
Asima
next?
Doman?
Sonya. Ooh.
Doman, yes. Asima, I think it's more of a guild unit.
But we see this Rahul most likely being on Swift if we're looking at the amount of speed. So
Bam.
Jaeger with defense but on the lead, not enough defense to tank this as a
That's how I go
defense trap.
Fatal Sonya,
There
boys.
you go. You can look to get those beneficial.
Yo,
blocks coming out.
Rahul
He's
with the
clutch
counter
because
to
can't
Kovaci?
provide anything really right there. You don't want to put it on the
Wait,
Navarro.
but the
But
Chow
it's
is gonna...
also
Oh, you
best
can't
blend
buff the
you could
Chow though.
potentially do. You landed on everything outside of the Novara. It's like
That
there's
is
one
so
unit,
cool. Rahul
oh,
is
hit that
him.
one. Okay, sir, we do it.
Can he kill this
right there. I
Jaeger?
mean, Chow, you've got that
Oh
skill to-
my
Whoa!
god, you joking?
That's the 1 HP sliver of health, and we take the additional turn over here. So
You think
we're
he got
gonna be
enough
low
light
in HP,
fern?
But there is
Probably
the
not.
defense right now, so you cannot take out this Jaeger as of
I think
yet.
people will slowly learn how to
You
deal with
can
that.
look to throw out some provokes. So you're going to get hit back from the defender as well. It went on the Annabelle, but I mean, she's used
Hey, I
all
played
of her
with Shun
skills.
for 2 days. That was good
Yeah,
enough.
she used all of her skills, so she's not going to be useful
Yeah, I
anytime
keep
soon.
hearing
I'm
about
probably gonna
Expedition
say goodbye to
33.
to the
People say I'm gonna
Navarro
like it
there.
a lot.
But the big question is, what are we going to do with this? Is this a lot of damage? No,
You guys
not
play
really that much
Expedition
damage.
33?
Jaeger, you have to take it out, and 38k is enough to take it out. But we already have another
Dude, this
snipe
Jaeger
coming in. Where do
kinda
you
looks
send it
act.
this time?
He's been cycling through those snipes, gets rid of that Annabelle.
Oh my
Very
god.
nice
Oh,
right there.
look at that.
Chow looking a bit healthy. This could come down to a Chow
What's
game,
the point of the light
It
Beetle
could come down
Guardian
to a
though?
Chow game. It could come down
The fuck
to
does
a
he do?
Jaeger game. Both of them are looking very strong, but Chow is so far doing most of the work right now. We do
Sheesh.
also have a guaranteed crit on that skill one right here. Are we going to be able to land it? It is something, oh, not enough damage, and we have Sonya on another turn, potentially taking out another unit.
Yeah, that is going to be.
How long would it take me to start and finish Expedition 33?
You'd really want to go
Bam.
back for- Oh, nice though.
Will Jaeger beat
Ooh, the
Chow?
counter. I'm not sure if that was the right
Actually,
decision.
yes. I think
It is
Jaeger
a
can beat
moment to, get rid of a unit,
Especially
but
with
it
the
is
help of
also
the
a
other
moment
guy.
where you lose a unit without having to
Because
take
Jaeger
the
has
turn for that.
innate damage reduction,
Big
right?
question right now is going to be, there's a slow on that Jaeger, and we have an attack buff Chow coming in hard.
Yeah, he's going to be coming in very hot right there.
30
He's got enough
hours?
right there to take out that.
So if I
Kovaci.
play
You
like
put it on
2 hours
yourself,
a day,
get
it's
a
gonna be like 2
boost
weeks.
coming through to get some healing later on.
Yeah, we do have
Maybe?
a threat state, so
Or
you
like
do have
3
to hit it.
weeks?
You might get counted, does get counted in the process.
Sounds
Are
kinda
we on
fun.
Vampire? Wait, was that a vampire hit right there? Ooh, survived with a sliver of health, but the sliver of health was not enough due to
Yeah,
the
I know what.
dots.
I don't think that light Beetle Guardian was it though.
Because you have to commentate on it. Go.
I don't think it did a lot the entire
Well,
game.
this Chow, hey, I'm not as much of a Chow hater as I used to be. Chow in the last season already did great.
Yeah,
Next
I
season,
don't
he's
think
sitting at
so.
one of the lowest win rates, but a Pafix Chow is always different. It hits different, and he's showing it right now, taking out multiple units.
He does. The Chow that he builds is insane, and he's coming clutch for Pafix. He takes that first set victory against Unmaxed Fatigue. Then
I need to ask Pafix Chow Rune.
gameplay.
I can
It's
ask him right now. I think I
2026,
have his
but it's
Discord.
still here to stay, and I love to
Perfect.
see
Do I
it.
have him
So does all
Discord?
the
Oh,
chat.
I have.
Yeah, it's always good to see.
Yo,
the
can
Pafix
I
Chow, because
see
that's
the
one of those
Chow
moments
rune?
Where you're like, oh, I should rune a Chow. I can do the same thing, and then your Chow goes in. It's like,
Let me
why
see
does
if he
it die
reply.
and not take any, or like doesn't do that much damage. This was different than I've seen on the screen before. Yeah, that's rune quality for you, right, sir? Pafix has an insane Chow.
Definitely does. I want to see a stack ban.
I think Light
from
Hacker is more
of
universally
Chow.
useful.
First ever pre-ban. That would be.
Can use as
so
arena
good, but
defense unit.
I'm
Can
very
use in
doubtful that
RTA.
It will happen right there. I mean, from what
Can
we
use
saw
in
on the field, maybe
Snipe
you
com
want to get
for
rid of
speed lead,
from the side of
CC
Unmaxed
com,
Fatigue, or maybe
Bruiser
one of the
com.
annoying bits around it.
I would say Kovaci.
Why
maybe
EU
like
contestant
signature
modern
LD
order?
units.
What do you
We're
mean?
actually gonna go for signature LD units, but signature LD units that weren't drafted just yet. So we still have the Kovaci on the side of Pafix. We don't have the Nezuko anymore on the side of Max Fatigue, and no more Elena on the side of Pafix as well.
Yeah, they're going to be outright there. He's going to look to steal then a Vanessa on the side of Unmaxed Fatigue. Pafix, has he got another speed lead prepped at all? Maybe to go into Hero right now? He's maybe turtling up a little
Yo,
bit too
Pafix
early.
doing the Jagger thing.
Yeah, we're gonna go
That
for
is so
steals.
cool.
Last time around did not work
That
out for
is
Max Fatigue,
so
but let's see if
cool.
Pafix can make it
He
work.
beat the
Also,
team
very
and he
over
picked the
Jaeger
team.
plus an NFL
Can he
super
do
strong.
it though?
We're gonna go for an early Cadiz. Cadiz is actually
Cadiz
super strong
nuts?
with the Nezuko, but the Nezuko is already
Wait, Unmaxed
banned.
Fatigue
We're gonna
is
go for
using
a
some
startup. We haven't
unorthodox
seen all too
LD5.
much
I like
tricks.
that.
No, taking it away. We already seen. Ooh, that's a very early Sonya right
Like
there.
Nezuko and
Maybe more
RTA
of a
thoughts?
steal,
Kind of
maybe more
bad.
of a preemptive pick, but you already have the
Like, I'm
counter
not
to
even
it,
joking.
which is Vanessa. So maybe a little bit too early for a Sonya right there. But let's see what Pafix has as an answer.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
if
with
you're
Fire
using
Hack
it in
coming there as
Fighter
well, so maybe
2,
that would've
then
been too early to have so
I think
many
that's
debuffs
fine.
going around on the
You
field
can use
from Max
anything.
Fatigue. Pafix still has that 3, 4, and 5 to kind of interrupt if he wants his own Wind Nabara coming out or anything else like a Juno. But I mean, we're seeing here Fire Megumi,
Ethna?
so he's getting a
Shiho?
speed lead of some sort in there at the moment.
There it is.
And going in for Shiho, I mean, this is a bit more standard.
Yeah, a bit more standard right there. Just the meta gameplay right there. Shio, one of the most big units. Megumi, even though the nerf, still one of the most big units over there. Aragorn on water, not a super common unit, but is kind of a Wusa that is a little bit more
No
offensive.
Oliver,
With a team up that
Shizuka
will most
is
likely go
really
towards
strong.
This Cadiz one. In this case, actually the Sonya.
Yeah, and I mean, last
Dark
picking up
Yuji,
Shizuka, once
only
he gets
reserved for
revives,
people
if
with
that's something
god
he does
tier
get through to
runes
maybe try and get some
designed
more
for
skill twos
single
off,
target
but if you're on
snipe
the side of
team
Pafix right
and
here,
unit like
it's a little bit
Obaba
more
would
of an
really
open
enjoy it,
field,
that
like,
unit in
if you're already
RTA.
preempting that you may be
Otherwise,
banning out a Cadiz,
Siege offense unit.
Yeah, it's one of those options. You could go for a Juno. It is definitely strong against a whole bunch of units. You maybe have to ban out that Sonya still. But it's one of those units that also
Are you
might
reruning
feel
stuff in
the piece
Punisher?
on the wrong
Still.
end, because if it's pushed
Black
back too
Nezuko is
much, it
kinda
could be
bad.
bad, but we're still going to go for that Juno.
yeah, Juno. But I mean, this is a mind game thing, right? Are you gonna allow that Cadiz to come through and Juno go out? I mean, there we go. We've banned out the Sonya, but Juno has been taken out.
It
as
really
well.
depends on the
So we would
Sonya
like to have
and the
speed
Water
leads on
Aragon
both
Violent
sides,
procs.
From an
And I'm
unmatched
pretty
team.
sure one
Pafix,
of them's
at
gonna
least
get a
the
Violent
option
proc.
is there right now.
It's
28
happening. Nobody
versus
likes
the
it or not.
33. We're going into our SWC 2026 Europe preliminaries. Match 2, set 2. Can Pafix extend his lead right now, or has Unmaxed Fatigue got a comeback on the cards?
I like a
we do
good
have
comeback.
a very favorable position for this Shizuka, because Shizuka can take all of those buffs. Was actually stunned in one of the very last hits over there. Also, the Aragorn is not having will runes. I'm curious what the secondary set is going to be then.
I mean, he resisted
Triple
everything
resist.
right there from the Annabelle
That
as
is
well. I mean,
ultra
even if you
rare.
kill through that Cadiz, you've got Vanessa with a skill
Like,
to revive
ultra,
as well.
ultra rare.
2 times enough?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question. And also, even if you provide the invisibility from the Shizuka, Jaeger does
not even
not
triple
care
resist, it's
about
like
that
6
invisibility.
resist.
So you have to opt to go for skill 3, but Jaeger will take it out.
Yeah, he's going to be able to go through.
But
it
he's
now,
gonna
you are
revive, though.
technically waking
Is that
up
a bad
Cadiz
idea?
Against it, and he's got free
You
range
kind of wish the
go
Shield has
everywhere.
to stun after that.
Well, the big question is that Cadiz going to be faster than
Oh.
is Shiho? It was actually going to be faster if it lost that slow right there. So it's a good choice to not take it out just yet. But at this moment, if we team up, we're going to be teaming up with
Ooh,
Cadiz.
that's a
Cadiz actually
decent
does have
heal.
healing in his skills. So therefore, he does take a little bit of chip healing.
Yeah, he's got that healing, and you've got still 2 revives.
Ooh,
you
that's
just added
bad.
An extra one for security.
Yeah, you have
right
to kill
there.
it, and then
I mean,
you have
it's
to
gonna be
stun it.
tough for Pafix to get through this Cadiz like 4 times.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
he
he
has to kill that
moved.
Cadiz so many times. Also in this case, do you go? Yep.
Oh,
you're still gonna go
no.
for it. And double 4.5K
Thank you,
is
Jose.
actually pretty good damage for a little bit of chip healing every time that Cadiz has a turn.
Yeah, you're looking to try and cycle through that Shiho to get a skill 3 off soon as well. But Vanessa, can you land a defense break somewhere out on the field? I mean,
The more I
not
watch, the
opting
more I
for
think
it, probably
Jaeger's
wise
gonna
decision.
shit. Thoughts,
Yeah, he
chat?
wanted to go for an increased cooltime, because the increased cooltime on this alter ego would be
Like, he
very
was pretty
strong,
good in
because
the
this alter
AoE
ego
meta,
box can take out this
but
Cadiz. But every time you can take out
not-
the stun
not
Cadiz,
like
it's
this.
one of those things. It's gonna take a turn. Oh, by the sliver of health, actually did not take a turn right there.
wow, manages to, like, perfect timing when you don't need the kill, but you can now confirm the kill. It's going to cycle through again. You've got Annabelle.
You need to get
Quite a
some
slate
crazy
there.
kill here.
Yeah, can we
Or-
go for
or
sleep?
maybe-
Ooh, additional turn with enough add damage. This skill 1. Can we actually do it on a random
Oh
crit? No,
my
we actually
God.
do not do it. A random crit would have done it. If we let the defense break
If he
right now,
kill
we will
Jaeger
add
here-
more damage on this skill 2, the Band of Blades.
Dude, look
So
at that heal. It's pretty
adding
good.
Good damage right there. Right now, big question.
Oh
do we
my
actually take it?
God.
We nearly
That is
take it out, but
really
no
good
counter, so
damage.
we have some more
Their
HP
freaking
to
branding
work with.
together is crazy.
You're looking for a crit to try and get through right there. Going on the... Oh, it does manage it,
Wow.
The defense break, the branding came in clutch.
Cadiz
right there.
nut
Now
is
we're looking at two units.
crazy.
Defense broken right now. All or nothing is gonna take the all on the Shizuka. That's
But
the most
Shiho's kinda
important
insane
target
too,
right there. If the Shizuka was able to get more
No
skills
procs?
up,
That's
would have been
bad.
very strong. But in this case, I think we're gonna say
I feel like it's the Shiho carry.
Yeah, I mean, this is just showing how
Shiho's
strong
carrying this
Shiho is,
match.
right, say, putting up that invincibility.
He should have killed
and the
Shiho instead of
immunity, even if he's
Jaeger,
stripping
maybe.
Through, he's cycling well enough, and a resistance always nice.
Yeah, it's one of those units that's just very hard to deal with. He's like the most all-round unit right now. He's very hard to kill, has the protection, has the stuns, has the outspeed, has the damage, has a bit of everything, and therefore he's one of the best picked units in the field right now. NFL with a little bit of sleeps, not gonna add too much to the table right now because now we're just waiting for the cleanup.
Hold up.
Ooh, is this maybe
That's a bad
opener
moment.
right here?
That's a
Because you
bad
have to
roll.
make it work right now. We're gonna go for skill 3.
Oh, but
he should have opted
he couldn't
for skill
capitalize on
2,
that.
Maybe get an increased cool time, and then you could work from there because now we're working against some
Shit.
ego, invisibility, and immunity once again.
Exactly. I mean,
I don't think he can move,
so
right? Can he move?
These right now. You need to get him
Oh,
off the
wait,
field
wait.
quick if you're on the side of Pafix.
Can he get the Annabelle?
Well, with an Annabelle coming soon.
Oh,
Yeah, we
hold
can
up.
get some pushback from the NFL. We also push up the
Oh,
attack
that's
bar, so
really
we're
good.
actually getting great chip damage in. Maybe that was
Dude, this
actually the
Cadiz
right
nut is
play,
crazy.
especially if you're not gonna get that stun right there.
It's a kill.
Cadiz is actually fully lively right now. We're gonna be taking out one unit, and
Wow, he even
maximized
maximized the healing.
Nothing. That's a good bit of all once again.
It definitely is right there, getting rid of that Cadiz.
Shiho can still win.
Skill 3 from Vanessa is a long time
Low key.
waiting. Just need the perfect cycle.
He need a good skill too here.
Yeah,
Oh, he does not have the chance
we do
to.
have the, if you go for the protection.
Oh
right now,
my
you
God,
can go for the
Kadistan is
perfect cycle, but
insane.
the attack bars are looking favorable for the side of Unmaxed. He's gonna get two
Oh,
skills off, gets the defense.
Can he
break,
get the
so
increased
that's
cooldown
already
time?
more damage
He did not
coming
get
in.
it.
Glancing it, so no increased cooldown right there.
Oh,
Ego
oh,
once again
Shio's
is
doing
fine,
it
but
though.
this Vanessa is super tanky.
Shio's doing it though.
This is the moment, right? I mean, there's no immunity up. Aragon's coming soon.
Oh, that's big.
Wow.
Can he get it?
Ooh,
Oh,
you actually have to
that's
land it. Does
big.
land it on both. No additional turns, and we go for another cycle of the
Oh
Ego. Big
my
question,
God,
who do you take
Shiho
out right now?
is
It's gonna
insane.
go for the Aragorn. Does actually get a revive, was not counting the turns from there. If we get a good strip, we stripped the wrong thing. Otherwise, this chip damage might have taken it out.
Wow. Shiho coming in clutch for Pafix right there. Say, does get
Can
the
he
kill.
stun? Can he
Can look
stun?
to get through on this Aragon.
Oh,
and gets
he
the stun
did
as well,
it!
and that
Oh
skill
my
tree.
God,
wow.
Shiho is
Monkey
too
business is
strong.
here.
Oh
Absolute
my
monkey
God.
business. Also, big question. Aragorn.
Dude,
working
Shiho
on
hard
Violet
carried
Root
this
because
match,
she
bro.
did not manage to take a
That's
single Violet right there, which
crazy.
could have sealed the
So
deal,
close.
taking out that Shiho, but he just did not manage to do it.
He
So
didn't manage.
close.
Pafix
That's
2-0
insane.
Up against Unmaxed Fatigue right there then in our Europe preliminaries. That's a tough
Wow.
one to swallow if you're Unmaxed Fatigue.
That
right?
was so
You're
close.
going into your third set, which could be a decisive one right now. Who are you looking to pre-ban?
Took
Yeah,
took
that's
Shio
gonna
many
be
years
rough
to get to
because
that
you could go
point.
for the Kovacic.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Jaeger
just
didn't do
last time
shit,
around,
bro.
where pre-ban
Jaeger
once
was
again
just
things
there to
that
take
weren't
one
on the
kill
field, but are
from the
already
Cadiz
used by the
nuts.
enemy. Outside of that, Cadiz was very strong used over there. But in the end, just
Maybe
couldn't
Shio's gonna
make
get
it
buff
work.
in the next balance patch.
Could not make it work. Let's find out. We've got the Knicks and we've got that Cadiz taken out then. Pafix stealing back that Vanessa. Vanessa, the 33 lead that's obviously coming back into the meta more and more. But wow, Max Fatigue setting up for something crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I've seen a few players play this where most of the time you first pick a Sierra that is a anti-Sonya. But if it's going to be that strong, because in the end you still have a lot of Shio and other
Yeah, Shio
units
missed a
issues,
couple
most of
stun
the
with
time
skill
it
too,
is
so
paired
I
with
think
the
we need to
A-game,
buff
so
Shio's
that is
skill too,
something
man.
that Pafix has to keep in mind.
Definitely does. Right. Okay, Shiho coming out. Parta getting up some more immunity out on the side of his field. I mean, there you go, stealing it.
Oh my God, he's picking Jaeger again.
We're kind of changing things up.
Yeah,
He's
we're definitely
asking to be
shaking things up.
Annabelle.
This is also the moment that if Pafix goes for double fire,
Annabelle and a strong
doesn't really
fire.
have a great game at it at all, because into a Pater, it can have its right moments, but it's
Yeah,
going to be
Annabelle and a
tough. But
strong fire
the big
unit.
question is, are you
on
gonna go for double
LD.
fire right now?
There's the
We're
fire.
already locking in the Juno. Do we find another unit?
Yeah, I mean, right there, you're looking to try and go against that Trix, obviously. Maybe even an Abara if you're looking to take out a Jaeger, but there's still that fifth option for another sniper.
Whoa!
He's taking a snipe of his own.
Damn, I
Ooh,
would
he's
never
gonna
have
take
the
a snipe
balls
of
to
his
do
own, and
that.
This misty super fast lock-in does kind of signal that we're either banning the Vanessa
I think he's banning
or
Ethna.
we're just straight up banning that Sonya.
Exactly.
It's the
I mean,
Ethna
if you don't wanna
Sonya
deal with
ban,
the
I
snipes,
think.
Or you want to get rid of that speed lead to maybe contest a little bit with that Shiho and your Etna on your side. But from the side of Unmaxed Fatigue, is the damage too big?
I'm not
for
sure
a
about the
Jaeger?
Juno though.
Well, there's going to be a lot of damage actually, because all 5 units do have a fair bit of damage output outside of the tricks maybe, but it's still going to be a lot of damage, and both speedy units are off the field, so this match is all Misty to play for.
I feel like Shiho is written on the cards in this match. Let's find out. Speed lead 33 from Pafix, 24 coming out from the side of Unmaxed Fatigue.
I think my
right
best
now. We're
streak in
our
Challenge
set number
RTA is
3
like
of
10
the SWC
or 9, somewhere around
2026
there.
Europe preliminaries. Let's go
It takes
over.
too long
Shiho
every
doing
match
good
though.
stuff.
It's me
Are we
annoyed.
connecting a stun? We're actually not connecting a stun, so that's quite unfortunate right there. However, if you land any of the debuffs, most likely it will be cleansed by the Painter. But what you can do is just opt to go for skill 1, land that branding, and go for a Sierra later if you have the right tuning, but doesn't actually have the right tuning to do so.
No, and there you go. You've got all
Yeah,
that
the trick's
immunity
kind
coming from Pata.
of
Even gets the
useless.
extra turn
Oh,
on
I
the
got a
defense
free
break,
vial
could take
too.
it out.
Oh, Perfect's rune quality is going to be shining over here on this defense break. That's going to be doing a lot of damage. 29k on a fast unit. Simply clean, taking out tricks. No longer on the field.
And getting that provoke from the recent balance patch onto the Misty landing. And I mean, immunity against bombs, it's not look good.
Yeah, it's not looking good. It's all for Jaeger and all for the Misty because those are the two units that can potentially do something.
I guess the pattern is just really good into the tricks.
Oh god, I hate when that happens.
But the Misty Jaeger late game is the true challenge. I think anything else, they're just like deterrent.
We do get the first time. We do
they
get the
are there
turn,
to
but
buy
we're not
time.
having any skills on that Sierra, so they cannot take out any
And the
bombs.
Shiho is
Do
not
want to
exactly
get
very
an initial
strong into
turn.
these two units.
Wall blow, that is some good damage coming in, and I think Sierra's not going to be taking any proper turns.
No speed buff, 2.5k.
Bounce later
That
on,
makes me wet,
if we get
bro.
the skill to
Holy.
through trying to get maybe some on the Jaeger, but looking to get
That's
it there,
pretty
okay.
insane.
That is a perfect situation for a bounce right there. Ooh, miss crit from a Jaeger on the right element. Did I just see that correct?
Yeah, that is not what you want to be seeing, but resisting that
Wait,
defense
really?
break, you've got another opportunity to
Correct. Right there. Ooh,
looking to get it there, okay.
that is a perfect.
Oh, that's a crit. Bro is just fat. There's no way this G3 dude would not have like 100% crit rate.
Opportunity to land one.
The paddle
Yeah,
is just
definitely want to
fat
be
as
looking at
shit.
that defense break. Also, no slow on the side of the shield. Otherwise, you might have
Oh
been
my
lagging
god,
units,
that
but
is
right
so
now,
clutch.
Even the dot is not enough. We got some Moonlight Glaze coming in, and we're looking to
Half
take
fix
more
just rune
turns.
gap this man.
You're taking it, and I mean, this Shiho on a defense break should be taking out that Misty right there. And Jaeger versus 4 is going to be tough.
That's going to be very tough.
Wait, you have to
I'm not
dot
too sure
with the
if this
Dragon
Jaeger
Knight
was
to...
on
You have to crit to
vampire.
dot?
It is
I never knew that.
vamping, so vamping, Jaeger might actually do a
Because
thing or two.
nobody would
but you
ruin these
have to
Dragon Knight
resist
without
this
max crit,
defense break
so
right now.
nobody
Can you actually
even
do
think
it?
about it.
Does not manage
Oh,
to
I
do
don't
it.
even think about it.
You can maybe even look to get some stuns.
Yeah, I
coming
think
through
Jaeger
as
will
well.
lose,
I
maybe?
mean, right now, say it's looking very hard for a max fatigue.
Is he on
It's looking
vampire
super
or
hard,
what?
especially if you're landing those debuffs on the Juno, it's just giving it more and more healing.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, even if you said it was on Vamp, he's getting a lot of health coming through, but a Shiho skill 3
too far away, bro.
is going to do a lot of damage.
Even if he
Shield
counts
skill
every
3 is
turn,
definitely going to take it down. Even that Juno
No
skill
death break,
1 is
no
already
attack buff?
blocking like
I don't think so.
3.6Ks. That's just simply too much
3-0.
damage for a Jaeger's final. And Pavix clean 3-0.
Nice little love heart.
So
out for
adorable.
all you guys
Hey,
watching
yo.
right there.
Oh,
Pavix
Pa?
last year was at our World
Pavix?
Finals. This year is
More like,
nice little
Pavix?
team sweep
Okay.
through in his very first match of
Shit,
this year's
so adorable.
SeanB.
Look at that.
Let's see if he can carry on that trend.
Bro, crush unmaxed fatigue and just whip out, you know, Opafix. All right, game 3. Who is it? Glory Malignant. Damn. Warlords of the Europe region.
Radio. We will be back to our raid station soon. Thank you. There we go, say.
I love Raid Station right there, but we're already looking in speed leads. These guys are not here to play around.
Is that a bowl
Speed leads
filter?
across the board. And we actually have
Is
a
he bold?
Barbara coming in for Glorious. Glorious has been in the kitchen.
Whoa, Barbara? What?
Oh
What
my God.
in the
Are
what?
you looking at the photo on his profile, by the way, say?
Well, hey, protein shakes for that Barbara right there, all you can do.
Exactly. There we go. Malignant responding then with that Sonson Lao and that Yonhong as well. Very much taking it to that first turn straight away. But Glorious, are you going to keep contesting?
Yeah, we're
What is
definitely
the
contesting.
Barbara
We're
doing?
already going for a same.
Isn't that just
She-Hulk,
She-Hulk
as we have seen
food?
in prior matches, is that Oliver? You already have Oliver on the side of your field. Very well picked right there. But then we have seen it before. Malignant has a lot of damage. And we're actually going to go back to a few seasons ago where Cigar was core. Cigar had a slight buff on the
What
S2,
is Glory
but is he
doing?
strong enough with his
What-
super
what-
long
what-
cooldown
what?
on the S3?
Let's find out. I mean,
When
we've
is
got
the next
another one coming out on the
SBC
side of
schedule?
London, then that
Every
would
weekend.
Stark as well, say.
Every
Stronger
weekend.
Before a balance patch, but let's hush about
For-
that one, right?
Yeah,
August.
that's one of those things right now. It's still the most picked unit. However,
So next
far,
weekend
all of the
or
best of
this
fives,
weekend,
it's, the
it's
first time
like
that it's hovered.
China
It's not necessarily
qualifier
locked
and
into yet,
Europe
but we
day
have to make
3.
space to lock it in, and we lock it in with another beast ride on the side of
I kind of want to
Nasha.
see a win
Love
paw.
to
I think
see.
win
We're really
paw is
throwing
going to
back
be a
Beast
force
Riders
ban,
out
right?
in form right there. We saw Nasha as well earlier. Say, is it the time of
Win
them as
paw
well?
and Leo or something.
Well, it's one of those units. They're never really bad, but they're also not necessarily really good at the moment.
I can
So
play
let's
the
see
next
what we can
SWC
do.
if they all
Also, we have
quit.
a Tian Lang 5th pick from Glorious
If the
right
top
there.
1,000 player quit, I
abusing
can play
with
SWC.
that attack bar manipulation coming through right there. I mean, for the
They
bans,
just all
if you're doing
disappear
it, you're
at
seeing
the
that
same
same
time,
way, do you want to deal with
immediately.
that? But also that Tian Lang's
Send
gonna be
to
super annoying if
Isekai
Monochrome
to the
goes through.
next anime war.
We're actually
And then I can
banning
start
out
playing
Speedleys. On
SWC.
the other side, we're banning out the Tian Lang. Was also slightly nerfing its own Barbara. So let's see how fast those units are, because that's the big question of Barbara. How much do you actually increase on the attack bar?
Let's find out. Barbara is going first right here. You're
Damn,
probably
that's
gonna
a
look for some
fast
sort of swift
Barbara,
cigars following
for
up straight
sure.
after as well, say.
Yes,
Okay.
that is a swift cigar, exactly how I like to see it, especially if you do know that your enemy
Oh,
is... that huge
no.
miss over there. Glorious is not having a great day
Is
on
that just...
cigar pick right there.
Oh my
No,
god.
He's not happy about that.
He had
resistance
one
right there. You get the
job.
full time at least to prevent a defense break from that Marsha, but now you're open to a Sons on Lao. That's not good.
That is not
What
good
the
at all.
fuck?
And
Like,
also
he
if
just-
your sim is
he
not on
just
this guy,
fucked.
you can throw the Hail Mary of a skill, one strip stun, but it's
Wait, he
just
didn't
not
stun the
gonna
Oliver. What the
happen
hell?
if you're not on this spare.
Oh,
We're
never
looking
mind.
at a lot of damage.
The best
Additional
stun is
turn,
death.
Oliver is not liking these hits.
And he's not going to take a turn fast enough, say, to get those healing from that same A as well. And with a monkey coming around again, maybe just confirm your kills.
Yeah, I feel like
right?
Malignant last 2 picks
Yeah,
were
definitely
not
confirm the
as
kill.
good,
Actually, not going to confirm the kill
but
right
it
there.
didn't matter anymore.
Well, in this case, it is fine right there. We
One
can just simply
resistant
take
and
out
it does not
additional turn on the
matter
same area.
anymore.
I've seen this spare same
It's
before.
over.
Personally, my playstyle that I do like, but over here, we
Yeah,
have
that's
that
GG
additional
now.
turn Did not really add too much to the table.
The Windstar just win
Strike
from
state's
here, I
gonna be
think.
annoying. You've got that
On his
off
own.
element coming through right there. You don't necessarily want to waste the defense break, but kills and provokes.
Oh my god. He
Yep,
gets
kills and
revenge, he
provokes,
gets
and additional
violence.
turn, everything is going in the
Everything,
side of
dude.
Malignant right now, and I think Glorious has to be thinking about his next match. What can he do?
Yeah, you've kind of shown
Pack it
already
up.
that you've got that cigar on a Swift. I mean, if it gets resisted anyway, maybe you want to play against
One
it again if you're
resistant is
Malignant,
all
but
gone.
confirmation
Maybe that's why
there.
people don't play
One
cigar
set
anymore.
Victory against
It's just like a shitty
Glorious
segment.
for Malignant.
A
I mean,
slow
he set
segment.
something up, didn't quite pay off, but that's why we're in a best of 5.
Windstar is better than
Yeah,
Vile
let's see how
Vamp.
it works out in next
We haven't seen a
match where
single
we do
Vamp
have the pre-bet. Also, I
Windstar
do wanna
yet,
give
so I think there's a
small
reason
shout
to
out the
that.
profile picture of Glorious, because I'm pretty sure he made that profile picture from the assets that we have seen on the screen, and he does like to do it on his stream where everyone is bald. So he took the picture that he has, the Glorious picture that he has, and he made it bald, and he took that as profile picture. Just a small shout out right there.
Just want to say as well, can we get a message to production to not have our faces on screen for too long? Because I don't want to see myself bald. How about you?
I'm already on this stream being bald right there, so hey, you just got to deal with it.
Hey, that's a trademark I don't want to go away. But pre-bans came in, Tian Lang and that Yonhong going out then. Glorious looking to steal over a Vanessa. Malignant straight away answering. We're going back a few metas there.
Yeah, we're definitely going back a few metas with an Oliver Okeanos. You most of the time, very early on, see more of an Oliver Shio combination, so Glorious could steal a Shio, but we also could be stealing that Stark this time around. And that's also the big question. Malignant is super fast on the Yonhong, but no more Yonhong for the next few matches, whereas the Barbara, super fast on the side of Glorious, is still here to play.
Yeah, he can still look to
Is
use
Pooh
like,
in?
some strips in. There wasn't so
Yeah,
much
Pooh
wood popping
is
out on the side of
in
Malignant last time,
Group
but obviously he had those
C.
speedy units that got
One of the
outsped.
APAC
Third,
group.
fourth pick right here. He can maybe look to pivot, but
Ciao,
start
ciao.
on the field. He's already set up for a bruiser in Glorious's side.
Yeah, I think in the side of Malignant does have that Ragdoll, does have something. that you
Wait,
can
he's
just go
picking the
fully
cigar.
bruising stuff, and it's
No
not Ragdoll,
fucking
but
way,
it's
bro.
Not really the playstyle of Malignant. We go a little bit of
That's
both.
better.
Ooh, we're gonna go for the Ragdoll, but a little bit of both, as mentioned.
Yeah, taking.
I don't know about that Barbara. Ooh.
Glory's really setting up for a speed if he wants to bring that wound. So even the Elena
Oh, that's
should call
better.
for it as well.
Yeah, the Elena definitely
Seems like
do
a bruiser
because
game.
It is the no-touch strip right there that you can have. Neftis is going to be a little bit tricky because you're going to be most likely fighting full-on will targets. However, Glorious is one of those few players because he likes Neftis that much. His Stark is faster than the Neftis. Therefore, the Stark can strip for the Neftis, but it's not 100% success rate.
That's
Yeah, so
true.
let's find out Malignant 5th pick.
Stark
then
is
right
pretty
here. How is
ass
he gonna
as a
deal with that?
strip
Who's your
unit, I
option to
think.
try and get rid of. Do you want to play it off against that Stark, knowing that if it takes a bit longer, it's going to go deadlier? Hagang seems a bit of a waste.
Yeah, Hagang is understandable because Glorious really doesn't like to play against Hagang, and I think it's mainly one of those options.
So I
right
guess
there
it's
that you just know
Hagang,
your enemy doesn't like to
Elena,
play against it, and therefore most likely
and-
will be banned out.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
hey.
ban it out, you have
Oh,
banned it through,
Stark
and that
ban.
Stark as well.
He's
Didn't wanna
fighting the
kind of go into that bruiser against that unit, but we've got 33
he's fighting the
speed leads on
Neftis.
both sides of the
Because
field.
Glory does not have like a follow-up.
In our match 3
He needs to replace the Vanessa with like a Maximilian or something.
Going to extend.
Because after the Neftis go, he doesn't have anything.
A good bit of damage.
And they can
Elena,
violent proc.
you land all of your strips? Misses the Oliver,
That's
which
fine.
is once again pretty crucial. Also did not land the push.
Oh, but if the Oki cut?
Okeanos. If you crit right now, is Okeanos gonna take the turn? Doesn't take the turn, and also perfect tuning.
But they can all violent proc?
Yeah, it is. He's going to throw back.
Number one.
Around. You can control, but you need to start.
Number two. Number three. Oh my god.
Yeah, the window is open.
Glory did not get procced on. Not bad.
Where you will be able to do a lot of damage. Plus, the more debuffs you hit, that is how much attack.
I think you just like Barbara because he has a very fast damage set, and you add another single target strip and attack bar boost. It's like an Asher, but more damage.
On that monkey as well. So it's looking good for Glory right now.
But there's a reason why she's bad, because she has to hit the enemy. That triggers a lot of things. She's very squishy, and her base speed is not high. Like, it's better than average, but it's not like 115. So Ethna, She-Hulk will shit on her if they get drafted.
These units out on the field, it's looking very good for Glory. She's even in bounce territory with that monkey.
Yeah, we're looking at bounce territory.
She was really good back then because there weren't many high base speed units that could stop her. But then more and more units get higher base speed, and they all have like some sort of control. So she get power crap.
But let's see if the Oliver can do it this time.
Even though they buff her, they've been buffing her slowly, but they kind of gave up as well.
Even though you've dismounted, you're getting a bit more damage that's going to come through soon, but there you go. Confirmation. Glorious brings it back to 1-1.
And one of the longest standing meta top unit is Oliver, and Barbara would get absolutely crushed by that.
Yeah, the Vanessa
I still can't.
Perfect. And that's also if you play that turn one.
Can't take Glory picture so seriously. His shoulder is so fucking big. It's crazy. Bro is insane. Mr. Olympia.
Only wants to land on the full AoE target, which managed to do right there with that Vanessa clutch.
Yeah, and even with the ragdoll out on the other side of the field, just not allowing to push any more attack back.
You can go on their Discord or Reddit to check the code. I think someone will always post there.
And that Elena being taken
Wait,
out.
hold up. I can just see it right. I think they will have it right here. Oh. They have it right here. All right. I'll do that.
Fans are reserved for LDs.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, it's definitely because all of the normal elemental units, most likely you have yourself as well, unless it's one of those niche picks that the
split at the 2026.
Such as a Barbara, because Barbara
that's the ending of the first code.
Ban option right here, because it's not necessarily banning the Barbara, it's banning the fast set of Glorious.
Exactly. You're not just playing against the monsters, you're also playing against the runes that are on those monsters. If you want to ban it out, okay,
like that.
Glory.
Okay, that is.
Whoa, what a fat man!
Taking a few steps back.
Hey yo,
this was a super common meta unit.
Do I still box? No, I don't.
In Japan,
the gym that I went to used to have classes every morning, like public classes, and then they abandoned it because not many people will.
Cigar ruined up, say, as well.
So I don't want to go to like the night classes where everybody goes.
Want to use on it, right?
It's too crowded, too smelly.
I feel like he's worth a switch set, but
like 30 people in a small area.
We have seen that on Glorious was actually very fast on Swift.
And then I'm too cheap to hire like personal trainer. So I just kind of stop.
And we're gonna go heavy Bruiser, actually adding up double of the brothers right there with a gap. So
yeah, both of them coming out on the field. That's a bit interesting. Different style. He's definitely turtled up into more of a Bruiser playstyle there already, say, but Malignant's caught in a trap. He hasn't really brought out any snipes so far.
What is Glory called?
Yeah, also
what is that?
Is an interesting play right there.
Wait, why Masha?
Mostly played into enemy healing. Therefore, your passive will do a lot of.
Glory seems very bad to AoE at the moment, I think.
Also 4 and 5, of course. You're not gonna.
But I guess Malignant best AoE is Dark Monkey that got pre-banned.
Whereas Glorious is like, you add more damage, I add more healing.
Yeah, there's so much healing going out, and I mean, obviously as well.
There's another small gym that opened like downstairs of my apartment that has like 3 bags in there, but the gym is too small.
Really liking that
it looks very stuffy.
Because you have 4 units on the side of Malignant with pushbacks.
That I could like get a cheap membership monthly and then use the bag in there.
Anyways, probably that Lucia
but the gym is kind of small.
There we go. Defense lead and HP lead coming through for Malignant and Glorious then in our
how much for a house in Vietnam?
The Europe preliminaries this time round.
The answer
take that lead
changed
right now?
drastically where
Ooh, it's definitely quite fast.
Where
but
you
no
asking
follow-up.
specifically?
Also, it would be very interesting to see what can actually follow up on that.
It
kind
could
of
be
speed, but
as
with
expensive
both
as like
Gallows
New
and Cigar
York,
moving next, so
or
we can
like
potentially
more affordable.
Reset one, reset the other. Everyone are looking at a provoke and no
Yeah, isn't
attack.
that kind of just?
Yeah, you've got those pushbacks as
He's
well.
just kinda
Looking
cooked.
good on the side of Malignant right here. You can set up to try and get a defense break on that Misty, and it probably will fall down to a
Why
marker
are there so many
afterwards.
people using Bella? Isn't she
Yeah, Bella,
nerfed?
it is buffed. Some
I don't
people
know.
call it a nerf, but it's definitely changed. But the
I'll
change
be honest,
is
like,
definitely
why?
favoring Violet procs because the
They,
moment you
I think
Violet,
they
you
all
can
need
stack your
a
passive
single
lot
target
faster.
damage dealer,
Yeah, you can, and I mean, he's going to need some real sweats and healing
and
coming
they
through
all
because
have
changing
Bella
that
because
target onto the
it's fucking
start right
Europe.
now,
They get
controlling
Bella in the
it's
fucking
looking good
inbox
for
at this
Malignant.
point. Everyone
Yeah,
has
it's
one.
definitely looking good, and also by the draft in hindsight
So
right now, maybe
they
Glorious
default
went a
to
little
Bella
bit
as like a
too much
comfort
turn two
option, I
focus,
guess.
which is just not working out. Gapster's not really having a match. Misty was taken out from the field pretty
40k,
fast.
shit.
All of the units are just
Hey, yo.
falling one by one.
Wait, the
Yeah,
second hit is
one
kind
by
of
one,
shit.
and the
What the
two
fuck is
brothers
that?
are Probably not the
But
ones to
40k is
answer
kinda
against
crazy.
The units on the side of Malignant right here. Changed it up, but maybe wasn't fully prepared himself, you know? Spending that time in the gym. Should have been on RTA.
Yeah, it could be one of those things. Or also, maybe it could have been in RTA, but not actually testing that comp, because it's one of those things, especially as a streamer, you don't want to really show all of your cards, but therefore you did not test the
I think
cards in your
Bella
hand
on
yourself
average
as
can
well.
do like
There you go. I love
10k
that as an
every
analogy to
turn
say. The
with
cards
the
in your
skill
hand,
2
you
proc into
test
skill
them.
1, right?
Love it.
Something
I
like
might
that.
steal that one for a future pub. Trademark now. There we go.
Is
2-1
Marsha still
for
good?
Malignant right here then. So we've got
When
some
you
more
fight
stack
more
bans
that no
coming
water,
through.
then
Seeing
Marsha's
a
really
lot
good.
More LDs around, but what are we opting for this
Or
time
like
round?
only one water. That is not
Oh,
like
I
a
think
chow
we're
or
just
something.
gonna opt towards more signature LDs or units.
What
that you
was
normally
this
don't pick.
draft?
So
I don't
such as
know,
the
bro. That looks
Barbara
kinda
could definitely
bad.
be out. Any of the draft that Glorious just did, I think none of those units
What
are
does
that much of a
Enisu?
threat for the side of Malignant. So Barbara
Yeah,
could
that
be an
unit
option.
is kind
But
of.
otherwise, it's probably
It's
digging
looking like
more into the
She-Hulk
LDs, but I think
is
for
getting
both
buffed
sides,
very
you also
frequently
do
at
see
this
the
point,
timer running
but it's
down a
still
little
not
bit
there
more.
yet.
I cannot really find
I feel
anything
like
that would say is like, hey,
it
I
will
pinpoint
be
that one down
something
as
soon.
definitely the big issue. And we're actually gonna go
It's
for
kind of like that
and a
video
Sonya.
that you
So
keep
Sonya
seeing
is
recommended on
definitely
YouTube
opting for
over and
Malignant
over
opening
and
back,
over
like,
again
hey,
until
if
you
this
click
unit
it
is
because
gone,
like
I enabled
I
this
get it.
playstyle. But the Sonya doesn't necessarily
So
right
it's
away
gonna be
give
like
away
that.
what
He's
that
gonna keep
playstyle is.
appearing on balance
I
patches.
mean, Glorious
He's
taking
gonna
out a
small buff
33 because obviously
in
he wants to
between
steal that Vanessa,
up
which
until a
has been
point
traded
where he's
between
gonna
both of the
replace Dark
players in
Zenitsu
all
as
of
the
drafting
meta
so far.
unit,
More taken
I
then,
think.
and that Stark
Because
is
more
highly
people have that
contested
unit than
between
Dark
these two
Zenitsu,
guys.
right?
Yeah, these two guys definitely do like their Stark. It could be that the Sonya is a enabler for Gianna to
Your
be
Life
picked up
Fern and
later
Dark
on.
Stark
We do have the Cigar
and your
going on the side
P1
of
with
Glorious
shit
this time
runes.
around.
You think
But let's see if
no?
he finds enough
Runes are more
turn one
important than
kind
your
of
LD5,
playstyle that
sadly.
does work for him rather than what he just did before. We're actually gonna go for Layla.
Layla
I'm doing good, Panda.
early
How you doing today?
Potentially, though, say. I mean, you've got 3 picks there to maybe bring out.
I think
Navarro if you
Malignant
want to try and deal
might
with it,
come
or any sort of Juno thing.
into
But Barbara, I like that partnership.
semi-final.
Yeah, I definitely do like the partnership, and the Nobara is
That
definitely
sentence was
out to
going
play
somewhere
right there
else,
if
I
a
think.
Layla's locked in early. Question is, do you lock it in with multiple of those? If you have a Nyx as in the Dark Hacker in 4, Juno in 5th, you have a great draft right there. But let's see if he has all of that. No, we're actually gonna go
I think
for
if
the
they
White
buff
Blade
Water Zenitsu a bit
Tiger,
earlier,
something also
when
known
Fire
as
Megami was
the
every
Inno's
match,
game of
then
Fire. That's a lot
be a
easier.
different story.
Yeah, that's a full.
But
mouthful if
people
you're
are
trying to
shifting
say
to
through right there,
Oliver,
but
and
obviously
Oliver
looking
kind of
to
shit
maybe
on
get some
Water
provokes
Zenitsu
coming
anyway.
out, and if you're getting rid of a Barbara, maybe it's hinting at that kind of ban at the moment, even though you haven't seen the 4th and 5th pick coming
You
out
don't
from
want
the
one
side
200
of
speed
Glorious
Vile
right now,
set.
but
You
he's
want
looking for
5
debuffs and
170
strips.
Vile
That's a
set
dangerous partnership.
that are equally good
That's definitely a dangerous
and
partnership,
have
but that's already
have
aiming
all
at
the
a
stat
ban for
grinded.
Nobara if I've ever seen one. No, it's
One
actually
200
taken away.
Vile
Once again,
set
going
is
more
meaningless
rules
if the
around
rest
the back
are
foot.
dog shit.
I'm not sure if this has enough strength to take out a Stark and a Inosuke on fire.
Yeah, might be interesting. Maybe you turtled up a little bit too late. I mean, it was running down the clock a lot.
Especially
as well.
in today's
If you're Malignant
current
on his
RTA
side
landscape
right
where you
now,
need a
I
lot
mean,
of niche
you can carry on with the
counterplay.
turtle.
Yeah, I definitely do think that he can lock in
One
a lot
good
of
set
bruised units.
says
You can
absolutely
opt
nothing
to ban
about
out
where you
either
are in the game.
Barbara, if you go
You need like
for a
5
fire
good
unit.
main set
It's gonna
and
go
like
for a wind unit, so
5
probably more
good
opting to
counter
remove
play
that
set,
Angela, so
maybe
no heal on the
1
side
or
of
2
Glorious.
Swift set,
Yeah, trying to
maybe
get
1
her
random
out,
vampire
sustain on the
unit
side
like
that you
Misty,
have
whatever,
with that
Juno.
Angela right there, but I mean, if you're on the side of Malignant,
Couple
you
anti-Leo
also have
tech,
to be a little bit concerned about the Nabara if you lay
couple
up this room.
anti-cleave tech.
Yeah, it's one of those things. The Nobara
Then
can
you're
always
ready,
be super
which is
dangerous,
like
and we have seen Glorious
A
on
lot.
his streams. He does not like that unit, especially not if it takes that additional turn. And you know the Nobara.
Any chance I'll ever go pro?
Ban it out.
Yeah, we've got speed leads, 24 on the side of Malignant.
There are more chance I can go
on the side
naked
of
right
Glorious
now
right here.
than
We're
I can
into
go
our set
pro
4
in Summon
of
as
the
well.
Europe preliminaries right here. Who can win?
Oh, it's gonna be a rough one once
Oh.
again. Barbara has
Oh, Layla,
stacking
though.
up
Layla
right
looks
now,
scary.
But Layla has to do a lot of Layla work. Can you get those silences?
But how is Glory killing Windstalk, though?
Target,
Might be a
Yeah, that
challenge.
cigar right there. I mean, you are going to be able to try and land a defense break at some point, but going for the cool time, didn't get it.
Yeah, trying twice, but twice, not getting it.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you
there,
too.
But once again, Cigar has free reign on the skills right now, and Layla is looking
Sean
like she wants
in
to do
maid
anything.
outfit.
Also, there's
1,000
barely any
Twitch
pairs
subscriber.
for Layla to get attack buff or attack bar from.
Mate
There's a
outfit
debuff
secure
coming around, and
immediately.
Here we've got this fire in his CK. I mean, there's already provokes around, so maybe you don't need to waste your skill at the moment. but
Despair?
Stark's in a strong position just with that.
I don't know
threat
about that.
state.
Yeah, that threat state is always dangerous right there. Does actually land the silence this time around, so no skill 2, no prolonged defense break coming around. That's always a good thing. Razor cuts. Do we get anything? Actually, not that many things connected right there. Almost no provokes. And the one provoke that's there doesn't matter that much, but what would have mattered is a defense break not coming in.
Yeah, I mean, you can get some more provokes now, though. Does land all of it, and you can already see some of that damage coming through, say.
Yeah, that's good.
The reflect damage kind of hurting, though.
It does have lower damage due to
Dude, look at the amount of free attack bar. Did Layla use skill 1 and land no debuff? That's a fake Layla.
Already doing 11Ks on just a simple skill 1.
Yeah, 11Ks right there. I mean, you kind of
Prove it then. Hey, we don't see 1,000 Twitch subs, so no mate outfit for you, buddy.
But I mean, you're spreading it a bit thin.
Yeah, it's definitely spreading it a lot. So can we get the defense break? Once again, not connecting. The defense break is still opting.
Is Ganymede still have potential in RTA? I think Ganymede is very dependent on teammates.
Not getting the stun right there, though.
It's not about Ganymede, it's the teammates that you pair him with. The high impact unit that thrive with the skill 2.
Layla, do you have your ghosts again?
12k hit coming out from a Stark right there. You need everything from Layla Glorious.
Yeah, can we get those? Did not even strip
Not a
the attack
single
buff, so
debuff
that's an
on
attack
more?
buff, more rocking in a lot of damage
What?
right there. Would've been a world of
Nah,
difference
that's
if it
fake.
actually did connect a little bit more just right now.
What?
Didn't quite get through it, and I mean, you've got this fight in a Suke as well coming through. I don't think he has skill 2 available yet, but you can start.
That's the
chipping down
fakest
even
Layla I've ever
further.
seen. Oh, that's
Ooh,
GG.
The initial turn at the perfect moment.
Yeah, that's over
Taking
now.
out the Angela. The Angela was the living, breathing thing, just keeping Glorious alive. But that one is gone.
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
the
So now
fire
it's
dude
all eyes on this Layla.
clears
You have to be
now.
landing a lot of despair stunts.
Yeah, and you still.
Yeah, it's over now.
Stark, so you can get
Oh
another
my god.
13K
Oh
hit
my
into a skill
god.
2, say Stark balance patch what?
I don't know about the Barbara
Yeah,
cook
the
though.
unit is here to stay. It's no
I'll
longer
be
the most
honest.
big unit, but it
We
is
see
still- it is
RNG,
actually the
but
most big unit. It's just
the
not the
Barbara
highest
cook
unit.
was
The
not
Malignant
cooking.
shows how it is played.
Malignant taking the victory.
Did he win
against
without the
Glorious
Barbara?
here then in
The game that he
our
won?
preliminaries day. I want to ban it out. He has banned it through, and that
He
Stark
won
as
with
well
the Barbara. Sorry, I just burped. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But this was a very dangerous draft. He hoped 3 vial unit that can AoE to not vial. Which, if you play RTA, you've been there before. You'll be like, don't vial. They're all 3 vial. He hoped for 3 vial unit to not vial though. That's kind of a problem. All right, we have Raxus, last year SWC Europe champion. I mean, runner-up, technically, against Rainkar.
Let's find out. Reinke versus Raxaz right here, say. And Annabelle first pick. Somebody called Livet.
Well, that's actually very
Somebody
understandable
call
because
Livet. I think
Braxis,
Livet
if
play
he goes
anymore.
Bruiser, NFL is his to-go unit. But then again, Braxis pulled up a lot more other units that maybe NFL is not as interesting. We're actually going to go outside of all of the LDs, core units. With the Oliver and the Shiho.
Yep, playing what is currently working right now. Reinke
Ooh, wait a minute. That's last meta.
As well, popping
He's
out on
bringing
the
it
field.
back.
A little bit more. What
Does it
is
work,
tending
though?
to be seen on ladder, say.
Yeah, that's definitely something that
I think I only used the dot team carriers.
also prepared against. So let's see what kind
Only
of
the
preparation
dot
he
team for
dealt
me.
against those kind of units. Lima's definitely strong on the field already. Plus, he has so many of the other LDs. So it might be that Raxus also has a little bit of a difficulty of like there's too many things to play. Han is also recently picked up unit. Combination of them very strong.
Nice little picked up unit there with a Han. You've obviously got that speed lead, but and damage coming through. However, where's it partnering and where's the partnership right now? Josephine and a Stark, though, we're going like very elemental meta. Say.
I think last pick should be like
Yeah,
a
we
Hey
don't do the
Gang.
elemental
I think he
meta,
has
but
more
also
than enough
very,
damage. The start is
speedy
overkill.
contested, but still bruiser. So we're looking at the fire units within the 180 to 300, or like the 280 to 300 range right there. And we're adding in a Van
Yeah.
Blade. Well, that's a ban on a Josephine in my book right there. That's a very interesting unit. I'm pretty sure all of the Origin people are gonna
The
love
Hey Gang
this
last
pick
pick would have
personally.
stopped
I
that,
don't like
I
to see it.
think.
It's very consistent. And Rinka is also not having any of it. So
Now
we're
it's
not
kind of
gonna see the Van
vulnerable
Blade right there.
to control.
Don't
And
ban
slow
the
debuff.
content, guys, even if you're listening. We've got
Especially
speed
slow
leads
debuff.
for both of the guys, 33 then with the Oliver and that Erechion as well. We're here for our quarterfinals in match number 4 between Renka and Raxaz. Let's find out if that Shiho can get us done.
Yeah, that is the big question.
Get
Always
the
on Shio.
Annabelle?
Can you connect your stuns? Also, this
What?
Han, I'm very curious about the damage output that this Han is going to have, because this is not a normal Han. This is a Raxas Han. He has crazy forward rune quality. So
Are
let's
you
see
the
if it shows.
official
It's going to
streamer
be a
for
high
Summoners War?
defense target
Wait,
on
what do you
this
mean?
Aggression right here. Defense break not connecting now.
Oh, that looks pretty
So
bad.
we're going to go in for a little bit more chip damage.
Yeah, can you even look to
Who has
get
the
that? You
best
do. You're
Han?
gonna push back. You really want the kill before an Annabelle cuts in,
Nobody
though, so-
knows.
Yeah, you definitely do want to go for the kill. Maybe had to opt for an S2, and that's also one of those things. If you're trying out new units, did you actually?
I think
fully
YD
test
makes
them?
a lot of
However, it
Summoners
is
War
still
content.
reset, and the Stark, as
Like,
mentioned
every
prior,
week
is not
at
the
this
best
point.
of strips out
No?
there, because it's not a full activation on the strip. And
He's
has
been
to go
pretty
through
consistent.
A lot of buffs, but he
Especially
can
with
still
Summoners War
potentially do it.
content.
And he does get it on that Oliver as well, which is pretty clutch. You need in stuns.
I wish
if you're
they
just
invite
gonna
him and fly him out for one of the
Yeah,
events,
does
though.
not
That'd be
get the
cool.
right stun right there, and also Stark is here to take the turn right after. So we're gonna go for more chip damage coming in. Let's see. A few units already kind of lowish on HP, and we do get a threat state.
We do get it. You can strip, get some slows out there as well. Now you can look to get another stun going around. I don't think it'd be enough for a kill in that Erechion as we saw in the first
But
round.
not like 7 years ago.
Yeah, the big question
Bro,
is, if you go for
you are not
Stark
the same
stun,
person
if it is
7
low
years
res,
ago.
It's definitely a good play, but
So as
it seems to be
so
low
does
res. And
he.
the additional turn into the solution right here. Simple solution.
Your
Early
friend is
defense
not the
break,
same
just
person 7 years
cycling
ago.
all damn turns. Looking at another stun. Potentially on any of the 2 units that are not stunned just yet.
Yeah, he's managed to get it on that Erechion, and even now you can look to go out with those defense breaks as well. You're going to get rid of a Han, but it still feels like an Oliver and a Shiho can deal with that fight and a Suke.
Did I get a Chow rune? I
absolutely,
did.
and especially if you pair that
I think
with
it's
a
quite
Lima.
similar
Lima
to
gives
my
so much
Chow
protection
rune,
right now, and that
Perfect
was the
Chow.
big miss on the Lima prior to
But
the
I'm like
balance
10
patch
speeds
where she
slower.
became meta.
That's about
you
it.
had 2 turns as off turn,
And he
on
has
your
like
immunity.
2,000
Now
more
she only has
HP.
1 turn as off turn in immunity. That is the one moment that is in Nozuke. He has to have the perfect rotation for provoke. If he doesn't get that,
Yeah,
that's going to be a
Vionem.
match for
Every
him.
Chow is Vionem, I think.
I mean, Annabelle not looking healthy. I think that will kill though, so she maybe can get something going if she doesn't get stunned.
Oh, this might be the 1 turn. No, is stunned. We need additional turn for the goal spray. It does not get the goal spray. It does get the additional turn on him himself, though.
No, he's
But
in the
doesn't get
26
anything
range.
Because the unit most of the time is low on accuracy. You already need
I think
too
I'm
much
like
stats.
24
Limas are
plus
built
24,
for resistance.
500.
They are, and now she can use that
His is
skill
like
3,
plus
get up some more
26,000.
invincibility. There's a Shiho skill 3 coming soon, and
Which is like
Rankin
the
knows
difference
that.
between like
Raxaz taking
maybe some
that
legend
first set
grinds,
win then in
that kind of
his
thing.
First
And
quarterfinals of our
I don't think I can
2026
afford to
Euro
like
preliminary
chase
stage.
the
New
perfect
toys, but this time
legend
the toys
grind.
worked.
Yeah, they definitely did work, but that is a alignment that we're talking about. Is one of the strongest units on the field right now. She's just so hard to deal with if you have low accuracy on your units. One of the core counters is a Shio. Rexus knows that, picks it just before that Lima.
Yep, he's picked it out. What are we going to be looking then for these pre-bans? We're seeing
My
the
Chow?
line come out. It's respectable. A Ragdoll, maybe just getting it
This is
out
my
there,
Chow.
knowing that it
So
could
it's
come
like
out if
10
he has
speeds
to ever
faster,
go into more of a bruiser setup
a bit more
right there.
HP,
But he will
a bit
have
more
his first pick
defense.
going in right now, say.
Yeah, it does
But
also
pretty
enable
similar, I
the Zenitsu on Dark a lot more, because playing that into a Ragdoll means a lot of attack bar gain for the Ragdoll. But Raxas does know.
My
Shio
Audis
is
are both
one of
attack
those
plus
units, especially in tournament play, because tournament
and
play
crit damage,
and playing on
minus
the
win
leaderboard
and
is
crit
very
damage.
different. Shio is one of the strongest units on tournament play. Raxas knows that, picks that first.
Takes it away then.
Oh, hello,
with his
Pafix.
First and second pick right now. Will he look to opt for a speed lead? He's going back for that Erechion. And
Add
with the
damage?
Annabelle
Why do you put
partnership
add
as
damage
well,
on
though, say.
Chow?
Yeah, that's definitely a
It's
playstyle that
Chow.
Raxus
He hit
can
one
answer
time.
similar style to. Once again, it's actually going to go for all
Is low
units
def
that he is
okay?
locked in prior
It's
mix.
not a
Still
matter
has
of
strong option
choice.
for 4 and 5. On the side of Ranka, we're most likely going to go back
It's just
to
like
the
that, you know?
Inosuke on fire. But then the big question is,
it's not
what
a
would you
matter
like
of
to pair
choice.
with that?
Yeah, it didn't work in that previous round, so how are you going to partner it? Josephine was in the draft last time, but did get banned out during the banning phase. Going in for the Stark again then.
Yeah, two good overall bruiser units. Let's see what Rexus does have as answer. And this time around, doesn't have the protection from the Lima, doesn't have the immunity from the Lima.
I think most
Do you want to
Shiho
place a different
in
immunity
the
unit,
competition
or
are
you
very
just gonna go
tanky.
focusing more on that turn one?
Maybe
Now,
they're all
Bolton
like
fifth pick
speed
for Rax, that's
HP
right,
attack
you
or
said it
speed
before.
HP,
There's a lot of
HP
LBs
or
that
whatever.
could come out now, though, so let's
But
see if
they're
he's gonna be able to
usually
confident
very
on how
tanky.
He's going to work around this right now against Ranka. Going,
Ooh.
wow, Robo and that Van Cleef. Okay,
Damn, look at that.
Okay, that's definitely. I like to take turn one.
So
You're definitely not gonna
AoE
do that,
focus.
but on the side of Robo
Hello,
and
Alice.
Van Cleef, it is a little bit tricky. You do have to double speed lead in the form of
My
a
Shiho is on
Hunter
whatever
and a Hunt
because
you're
the
locking
set
double
move
turn.
around a lot because I
However,
have
you
like
still
one
have to
set.
fight that Josephine. A Megumi can still come in.
Some
and
days like
Ranka
speed
does
HP
find
attack,
his
some days
Megumi
speed
right there.
crit rate
McGee
accuracy.
was an
It's like
annoying
whatever.
in between cut unit. Van Cleef we're not going to see again. Josephine banned.
What team am I
out
using
as
this week?
well,
I don't
so
know
Raxas
yet.
With that 33 as well as Ranka on the Erection.
It'd be nice
there.
if I pull a
Going
new
into our
core
set two
LD5.
between Raxas and Ranka. Let's find out
Would
who
be
can get
nice.
that extra point, and it's over to you, Shiho.
Shia, you have to stun that Megumi.
Maybe
so
some-
Robo
maybe
has
use
a
some
free reign
Oliver
of
thing.
skills. We did connect the stun right there, so
But that's
Robo
not very
can
exciting,
actually
right?
Go for the
Like,
skills.
playing
We
with
do
Oliver,
get a cut
ugh.
from this Stark. This Stark is fast enough.
Ooh.
Do we?
Oh, he missed the
not landing
Han.
the provokes. We did get a good bit of strips, but no provokes just yet. Where do we send this simple solution? Who's the first unit to die? And can we actually kill before this NFL
I think
goes
Shiho doesn't
live?
have to be on crit rate
Yeah,
and can
didn't
run
get a
at
defense break on
damage.
his first turn with that hand, but maybe needs to kind of still go in to get the kill on it, and he does confirm it this time around. So that's looking already a lot
But
better
having
for
high
himself.
accuracy is pretty important.
Yeah, that's a good confirmation right there, but also not connecting.
You don't wanna
skill
miss a
tree, and
stun
the
on an
skill tree is the
Anavel or
worst
like
skill to
a,
miss from the Olaf, because that guarantees you an off
Shizuka,
turn
that kind of
after you
thing.
use this S2.
It definitely does. I mean, cool times as well. Maybe you want to put into that Annabelle to prevent a heal coming later on, because I mean, it's going to be up to Shiho to deal with.
Ooh, just like that. That's pretty bad.
Ooh, double resistance means a lot of off turns from
If the-
Rexus
if
on
the
this
Windstar
Oliver. Now,
Valenpro is
Oliver
over,
not
right?
doing its thing. Shiho is not doing its thing, and this is one of those matches. If you play on leaderboards, we just
Bam.
call that a GG go next, because this is rough.
Oh wow, Stark! Look at that hitting through right there on that.
One more?
defense break. That was a crazy
Bam.
amount. Another 35k.
Holy
Yeah, that is so much damage. He's
35k,
nerfed
bro.
when his whole team is dead, but he's not nerfed if there's only one unit dead.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. I mean, Shiho is.
Yeah, I think most Stark
at the moment, but
cannot
against two
afford to
win
have good
units, are you
accuracy.
joking?
You just kind of get what
Ooh,
you
well,
can
that's a
afford
good start
in
of
like
crazy things, but we have
random
two
innate
awful
accuracy.
off turns before
and
we
skill
get
2
a
accuracy
any
in
skill
artifact.
in, so that's going to be way too long. Any despair.
But then you can just leave the debuffs to your teammates and just do the
Rexus is not
damage.
liking this match.
No, he isn't. And
Any
Stark
provoke
coming
you
with that
get
skill
are
too.
just,
Look at the
you know,
damage, and I mean, Shiho
bonuses.
has some
It's not
crazy
important.
things, but oh, just add a little stun.
You should build
Yeah,
your
just a
stock
little
with
stun. Also, I do
damage
think
being the
that Stark
focus.
just missed a crit on
Death is
the
the
Oliver,
best
so it's not
provoke.
fully on crit.
Death
Maybe
is the
something
best
you can
stun.
take into consideration in future
If they
matches.
die, they
But
can't
then
proc on
cannot
you.
really battle that.
No, you can't. Bringing it back to one apiece then between both of our players right now. We're going to be heading into our third
I
set.
think Stark's pretty
Let's find out
balanced.
how the stack
Pretty
bands are
shit
gonna
win
take
rate
place
now,
We've
funny
already got
enough.
Lima and Ragdoll not allowed to be
He
used
might
in
even
any
get
of the
like a
drafting
change
phase
in
for the rest of
Awakening.
this
Like if he
match
get
right here.
accuracy
Who's gonna
Awakening,
get
he'd be
added
like
onto that list,
perfect.
let's say. Is it weird Shiho?
It will make
call?
him creep into like the
I would say on the side of
51%
Ranka, you
win
probably
rate
aim
unit.
more for the LD still, unless you don't play your COs yourself at all. For the side of Rexus, I would go towards one of those normal elemental units. Exactly. I was thinking either the Anavel or the Stark. If you don't use them yourself that much, those are core units for Renka, and it would have even upped more for the Anavel rather than the Stark, because it seems to be the only unit he plays as support.
Yep, he does use it all of the time so far. I mean, it was a first pick in that very first set right there. He's always got the option of that Erection later on, because it seems like Rax isn't going into it, so he's stealing that Oliver. I kind of like it.
Stealing the Oliver is nice, but I think if Rexus still has his good NFL ruined up, that he might
If
go
they
for
lower
an
his
NFL
damage,
steal
they
in
need
return.
to
But then again, does it
change
pair
the
well
Awakening
with
to crit
LDs?
rate.
Because so far we have seen Rexus play with the Han, but Han is better played if you have
Yeah,
the
this new
really
ban
good
format is pretty
dark
cool.
LDs with it. So far he's been trying it with Van Cleef, double band out, but a Robo wasn't really just cutting it. If there was a Gian or something, or a Nyx, it would have done a lot more.
Wow, okay, we're bringing in a Vanessa and an Etna right there. Then, I mean, Ragdoll is already out the field, so you're going to be having free.
Am I doing
range
RT
of
after
crits
this?
Coming in
I
against
don't
you, changing
think
the playstyle a little
so.
bit. Ranka, we've seen Annabelle's before. He's already got the speed lead, so maybe no Erection.
I gotta go to sleep early today.
A little bit.
Yeah, we're turtling a little bit, also giving the option to play for a full dot team in 4 and 5 if Rexus does allow it. It's also covering Nobara's already with the Oliver, so it looks a little bit weird, but it's actually kind of a well-rounded draft on the side of Renka right here. But let's see what Rexus
It
does
looks
have
kind
as
of
the
weird
answer
indeed.
against those things, because there's not necessarily really a proper LD that would solve the problem, so therefore normal elementals make a lot of sense.
They do. Marsha coming in can do a lot of
Oh,
damage.
I think
especially
Rex
if
are
he's
going
got
a
speed
little
buff.
bit
Doesn't
too
have an
heavy on the
opportunity right now.
damage
Chow
dealer.
coming out onto the field to try and deal with the 2 fire units.
That looks
Maybe
a
signaling,
little
I
bit
don't wanna play
sus,
against
if you
Oliver,
ask me.
But 4th and 5th pick from Ranker right now can really put a needle in the works for Rexaz.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Chow pick. Chow pick kind of makes sense, but an Oliver...
Is
or
Fire
Chow into
Indra
an
still
Oliver is
usable?
always dangerous, and Ranka still has a 4 and
for
5th
raw
potential,
damage,
so
yes.
let's see what he's
Anything
up
other
to
than
offer.
that, I
We're
don't think it's
gonna
gonna be
go
that
for a
good.
Ren, so we're opting to go for a very fast unit, 120 base. No, are we taking it out? No, we're gonna go back to the aggression. I'm actually not liking the aggression at all, because if you ban this Oliver
Is
right here,
that?
you almost
I think
have
that is
no
like a
damage on the
Tamer
side of
pick
Renka
kind of
outside
thing.
of the tricks just doing chip damage.
That is definitely
And
not
Rexus,
the
if he
pick.
adds in a simple healer, just an Angela or anything, I think he can have a very simple match already. But let's see. Lucia, similar thing.
Yeah, taking away some
Yeah, I think it's over before it even began.
Tricks out on the field doing damage. Bans though. I mean, get rid of the damage.
Might be the
Yeah,
tricks
I think you have
ban.
to get rid of the Oliver. On the other side, you probably have to respect the Lucia, because the Lucia healing is very strong. However, Lucia is also a counter to Oliver, so it gets a little bit difficult in the banning phase right there.
Nah, tricks ban, bro.
We're into our set number 3 right here. You want to get
Tricks
that extra
ban.
then you one step closer.
It
We are gonna
is.
get
The
ban
tricks
ban.
ban.
We're getting that Lucia as well. So we
That
will
unit
have
is
speed leads on both of the players right
monstrosity
here with a 33.
of a debuff
Let's find out how
powerhouse.
it goes in our set number 3 of these Europe preliminaries right here.
Yeah, this is going to be a match where all eyes on Marsha. Can Marsha do enough
No
damage?
sudden
Did he
death,
get the
thank you so
cycle?
much.
He did actually get the cycle. However, if you go for skill 3 right now, most likely you go for the Oliver, because the moment you take out the Oliver, it is
Man,
just
the
a lot of
damage is
coming.
so
It's
cool.
3.5k per hit. We can do some good damage on this Chow, at least.
Oh, got the attack bar?
Get a bit of cycling in. Rakuni will go for a bit of cycling. But then the big question, Marsha, can you actually do anything, or are you going to get denied the turns by this Hey-Gang and Irration?
Exactly. Are you going to even get stunned out?
I think a lot of Irration and EU are on despair, right?
So, I mean, it's up to him right now. Does he get these strips resisted on
The
that
worst
Marsha as well?
despair he could ask
What
for.
do you wanna see Ranka?
Ooh, the
Yeah, that's
double
GG
resistance.
now.
However, this
He had a
defense
small
pick
shot,
will
I
be
guess.
shaken off, was glanced in the first place. Rakuni will take that.
He
turn in
had a
between.
small
It's
shot.
an increased cooltime right there. Rakuni can't do anything about that. But this Marsha is here to stay. She's sitting on the beast. She's getting all of those immunities every turn, and that is good damage coming in.
It is, and now you can cycle
Yep.
again with the Etna coming through.
Oh no, that he
Chow
ran out of
if he
time
can
for
go
the
through.
draft.
Ooh, did not connect the crit right there. But
I think
definitely
Chow
do think
technically
I
can
wasn't
solo
that much
this.
against the pick of the Hey-Gang, but the pick of the Aggression at that moment just didn't add that much to deal
Hello,
with
Perp.
a Marsha, and that's just going to be a very uphill battle right now.
Yeah, I think
Even
Chow
a
soloed
Chow
this.
could potentially solo all of the units that
Yeah.
you see on the field on the other side.
Definitely could right here, and I mean, just on that beast.
I
don't
fought so
see
many
why
Chow
Ranka's gonna be coming
with
through.
Erection,
It's
Hey-Gang at
staying
full
a little bit
HP, and
longer,
Chow
but
just solo
it's not
me.
looking good for him.
Easily.
No, it's definitely not looking
Not even
good.
struggling.
And you could say some additional damage artifacts on a Erection could work if you're violent, but it is on despair, so it's not going to help that much against the Chow. It's going to help a little bit if you land it on the other 2 units, but every time that Marsha gets a skill 2 off, it's just going to be super dangerous for any of your units.
Definitely is.
Charges him, you know? And he crit and win.
He's going to start cycling again. We're going to be close.
Why Erection's
into
the bad
skill
pick
3.
here?
Going for it anyway.
Because by the
Confirm
time he
kill.
picked
Why not?
Erection,
Yeah,
he was
just
already
confirming
locking
that
in
the Erection
Hey-Gang,
off
so
the
he
field
was
so
like
both Rakuni and
flip-flopping
Hey-Gang, those are
between
just
something
two
in the
very much
Erection
support
slot.
units, and I
He
don't
had
see them
no
doing
damage.
anything against the Marsha plus a
He
Chow.
had
No,
a lot of
neither
soft
does
control, not even hard
right there.
control.
He has submitted
And his
on that
control
one.
was also being
2-1
countered at the same time.
got the lead
So he needed
within
some
1 set
damage
win,
or
getting
heavy
through 2
control.
past semi-finals to
And he
do
picked a
this.
strip
Huge
unit.
resistances from that Marsha, but
So
I like
it's
the
like
Marsha
you
out on the
needed to
field,
put
just providing
pepper.
some more of that damage.
But instead, you just added
the
more
Marsha was
salt.
actually very well played into
So the dish
Oliver.
becomes
It's still
shit.
one of those core Oliver counters, and
You
that's
needed
definitely a
pepper,
thing
you
that we're
needed
gonna see.
like
If we see more
onion
Olivers,
powder
we
to
see more Marsha.
complete
It's
the
one of those
seasoning.
rock, paper, scissors scenarios.
But
So
instead, you
let's see
just
what we
added
have
more
in the
salt.
pre-ban right now. Once
'Cause he
again,
already
I
picked
think
Hey-Gang
that
for
Rexus
strip.
is going to be dipping into normal elemental units that Renka uses that he doesn't use that much. On the other side of the route, it's a little bit more difficult.
If he
because
switched that with
Rexus
like an
uses both
Annabelle,
elemental units
different
and
story.
a lot of LDs.
Yeah, if you're contesting kind of everything,
But the timer ran out, and
really figure out
he didn't know what to do. The game picked, because I think Erection maybe is one of the more popular units, or he picked it a lot.
Being taken out just so he can maybe.
So it's like at the left-hand side.
Certain comp he's going to put together for that one, say.
Well, it's definitely a Xiao first pick in my book right there, because Xiao is a very strong unit. But
Yeah,
there's one
Heigang
particular
need
unit you
buffer
don't like,
or
and that
heavy
is a
follow-up.
Josephine off the field, early Xiao right there makes a lot of sense.
Definitely does. Responded by Ranker.
So yeah, if he had Annabelle right there, he would have healing against the damage. He would have kept slow against Xiao and maybe Masha, because he already had like strip in Heigang.
Up right there. It has a lot of options to go for an AoE CC.
That'll be a different story.
All of the units provide some kind of CC, whether it's pushbacks, increased cool times, or stuns, or doing a combination of those things. So let's see what Renka has as answer against that. You could opt to go for your Inosuke on fire. It can deny some of those debuffs, but is it something that is good enough? No, we're actually going to go for Juno and a Rukuni. Once again, not opting for too much damage, really hoping for this Juno to do a lot of work.
Yeah, he really needs it to do a lot of work coming through right there. I mean, you've got some damage coming through from Rax, has so much, and that's just even more damage.
That is a lot of damage coming in right there, and also very well read by Rex. If your enemy goes for AoE
that's
hits,
pretty
then he
good.
has to forcefully use a dark.
Demon is always kind of great
super strong
against
because
no
it's gonna be
increasing
dying
cooldown
earlier than
time
any of the other
team.
units. Most likely a force ban, and then this Chow is going to be difficult to deal with. However, an Annabelle slow against the Chow could give it enough turns with the pacing of a Rukuni to maybe make this work. But let's see what Rinka has as a fifth pick. It's going to be an Angela, so definitely on the bruiser side.
Yeah, kind of piling through. Again, it feels like Renka's lacking one damage, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of banned one out of his draft.
Isn't
and
it
then what's gonna
Annabelle
happen?
ban?
Well, in the case of Renka, I would probably still opt to go for the ban on that Angela, just in case that your demon is on the field, because demon doesn't really like to hit into reflex, and all of the shields that the Angela provides are reflex. But then again, good odds are that we're going to say goodbye to this demon and not going to see it in the fight.
Let's find out.
I mean, Judo Annabelle or Erection Annabelle are okay damage,
those bans. It is going to be the demon.
because when you are fighting a team without healing, like Rax team,
33 speed leads for
like
both rank
a dedicated healer, anything is damage.
Potentially deciding set.
These G3 player stats on the unit are absurd. So anyone can do some damage, especially when you have no healing. Then anyone is a damage dealer.
If you normally use this unit a lot, it's definitely something that you could potentially do. However, it could also be stunned right away if you just send the Rain of Stones. But question is, do we go Rain of Stones or do we trust in Oliver?
Yeah, I mean, he's put his trust in Oliver right here. You need it on Annabelle just in case return, and does manage to get it, and that push by Oliver doing.
But if Annabelle died, then
Oliver doing all the work that it wasn't doing before, except for that resistance right there. But that is the off turn, or that doesn't create an off turn. Off turn is only created by you missing your skill 3. So you will still have the skill 3 available right now, which is not the worst thing. However, that defense break right there, 3.1k, that's already a lot of damage coming in.
I don't think Beelzebub get countered by Oblivion though.
14k hits back.
The blue one get countered by Oblivion. Beelzebub does not get countered by Oblivion, because the passive start after he's dead.
Yeah,
so when you kill him with Oblivion, the passive is not even there. So it doesn't get countered by Oblivion.
Juno once again coming in with a skill 1 that's just a lot of damage, and a despair stun.
Yeah, see that Juno's starting to hurt.
The looks of this Juno.
He definitely isn't. And I mean, you've got that skill 3. He's gonna
Like this guy Juno will hit harder than most average player damage dealer can ever think of.
It's a tough uphill battle, but then again, we also have the late fight of a Chow. Late fight of Chow is always potential right there, but then again, the glances of the Angela is doing so much work. I'm not
Look
sure
at that,
who we're not
3.5
looking at
per
any skills
hit.
in this turn.
Oh,
Does
that's
get additional
big.
turn, which gives a girl's
The Annabelle
prayer
is
or
doing
just
things.
Sending in the Angels for more defense breaks, landing at crossboard.
Yeah, he's just sent it in right there. You get another 4k hit save. This is throwback.
But if Chow kill Annabelle and kill Juno,
right there, and
I think he wins.
Defense breaks, Junos do so much damage. If you have a random few sets that, or random few runes that just give a little bit of crit damage, could be a thing. But
because there's no more slow after this, right? So the Chow's gonna. He can even put the defense break on the Juno here.
On one of the two other units because this
oh, that counter! Oh my god!
If you were to throw it back,
that's kind of dirty.
And Jaeger could maybe snipe it out. You could maybe have a good match.
All right, here if he killed a Juno somehow, he wins.
By this Angela.
Definitely could. I mean,
oh my god, he just needs like 2 turns.
The strips, you do get them on that monkey as well. Some damage on a defense break, glance ins. Wow, this is looking good for Renka right now.
I wouldn't want to
it's
hit the
actually
Juno
suddenly
though.
looking very good for
A
Renka,
bad
and this
stun.
Angela's doing so much work.
It's
in
just
this
giving this
draft,
Juno
and
more
Chao,
ammo.
In this case,
But if
is
Chao
trying
Valen
to
proc, he
find
wins.
Solo, but a Chao into a Juno is still an uphill battle because Juno, it does care about element, but she has so much damage that doesn't care about the
Oh
element.
no, never mind. That heal is
More
that heal
heals,
is
up
different.
5k heals coming through on that skill 1 as well. Chao, you've got a lot to
He
do,
needs to
my
bio
friend.
every turn to win.
Chao has to take that additional
Oh,
turn
never
right
mind.
now, otherwise I think we're gonna say goodbye.
Look at that
Let's get
Juno
another stun
hitting on
right
the
there.
Chao.
Skill 1, if we land another defense break
I'm sure
first
Rax's
hit,
Chao
does
is
trigger
almost
Nemesis.
as good or maybe
Reflex
equal to
coming in.
Pafik's Chao.
Reflex, it's just making your own HP lower and lower. Oh, actually,
But yeah,
the
he doesn't
reflex
get the
work
violent
because
proc.
you don't hit the shield. But it was enough
GG,
for
the
Renka
no
to take
damage
this
team
match down.
beat
Chao in this case,
Rax.
not working for Rex.
Damn, bringing it
There's
back
never a
to
no damage
decent
team.
right here. Not
It's
as
just
clean
low
as
or
Rex
high
would have
damage.
Probably liked it to get through in these European
That's why I think you should
areas.
have banned
Rex
Anavel, I
still
think.
has an answer for him. We're going all
The
the way through to
Anavel
our
bought
fifth
so
set in
much
this best
time
of
for
5
Juno.
right now. So, I mean, it looked like Raxas was still strong when we were in the draft phase.
Because
But
if you
Renka
leave
turned it
Anavel, he
around.
had to focus 2 units.
Yeah, I think maybe the Raccoon ban
If
was
you leave,
not
if
as
you ban
impactful.
Anavel, he
Sure,
just had to
Raccoon is a good
focus on
healer,
Juno
good
and
cleanser.
win.
But Angela is a good healer, good reflector, and good cleanser, and it's just adding so much more to the table. So in this case, we do
Game
have to
5
respect
is
ban on
always
that.
super
Plus, we
intense
finally get
now
the respect
because
ban on that
so
Sia
many
that's
units
still
are banned.
doing so much work for Rexus, but couldn't make him win that last match.
Last time Game 5 would look
Taking
the
that
same as
away
Game
out of
1.
Rax's box. Anavel first
But
pick,
now Game
back
5
to
is
it
a
on the side
different
of
game.
Renka. Raxaz doesn't have a lot of those units. He was
I like
early
that.
picking in those
Very
first few
cool.
sets with the Lima and the Han. Stack ban
Who would have
means
thought
that
that
once
it's
they've
so
been banned
simple
in any of the
that
sets,
Contest
they
could have
can't
done
be used
this
for the rest of
many
that
years
match.
ago.
So how's he going to look to answer right now? We've seen Oliver's before.
Yeah, we have seen Oliver, we have seen Okeanos, but we also have seen Renka having the answer with Juno and more sustained units. And that Juno is very well ruined. Good artifacts on it. Gonna go back to the comfortable draft of Renka. None of these units were actually pre-banned thus far, which is the 3 units that Renka plays the most. He's
the last
confident
meta.
in this draft.
He is very confident going through. Rax has taken a little bit longer to work out why he wants to kind of pick here. We've seen hands, but again, they're off the board right here. So is there another LD, say, that maybe can be his answer, or is he going to go back to some more elemental meta?
Yeah, that is the big question right now, because also a lot of units that you normally would like to draft yourself, maybe you have already banned out. We have a Layla, we have a Burkill, so that's definitely an Obara Juno in my book right there, so I'm not too sure if that is the right draft. It could work if Layla does do a lot of work, but that is an Obara Juno that pretty much anyone on the leaderboard will lock in any time. So big question is, does Raxus have like a crazy Sonya or something that can potentially snipe an Anavel or an Obara that Renka has to ban out, and therefore Raxus can't play those units because he's going to be banning out either the Juno or the Nobara, but it's going to be a dangerous match for Rexus.
Super dangerous right here.
Yeah,
You've
the
got that answer
Layla.
against Debuffs, and any of the stuns coming out. There's Layla.
Layla
and there's that
Burkill
Okeanos
kind of
field.
sus.
Dark Demon Beelzebub feels like a good answer, but it feels just like a ban, and it is.
Yeah,
I think
that's
the
an
Juno
insta-ban
is
right there.
gonna be
Also the
wrecking.
Nobara insta-ban right there, both
And you need
sides
good
have
RNG for
dangerous
win
drafts,
unit
but
to
the
deal
thing
with
is, for
this
Rexus, he
fire
really
dude as
has
well.
to bet on this Layla to do a lot of work.
So that's like a
Because
lot
the
of
Juno,
problem.
If she gets cleanse blocked all the time, Layla is the best unit in the game. If she doesn't, it's going to be a very rough match.
It's one or the other. Berghild, it's over to you. You do get that stun
Like,
on the Erection. It's going to
Erection is pretty much
this is where you need the
not a
impact,
unit
let's say.
at this point, right? He doesn't have to do
Ooh,
anything. He
does
just have to
connect, the
die.
cleanse also doesn't land that much
The
on
game
Anavel. We
is
still have other units to
depending
clean that up,
on
but now
Fire
Oliver has
Inosuke
to
and
send
Juno.
it on this Inosuke
And
because it's
I
not
feel like
reset
Fire
or
Inosuke
fights
and
or
Juno-
anything just yet. Does actually fully connected. That is very.
You know
very
what? Maybe I
important
don't feel
for
that
them.
anymore.
It's aiding a stun
But I
on
still
that
feel like
Okeanos.
Fire Inosuke and Juno
There
can
you go.
kind
You've
of
got
hit the
some
auto
extra
button.
additional turns. There's no sleep coming through as well, but Juno
Yeah?
is just looking super annoying. And if that Okeanos goes down, how do you get rid of her?
The other two units are not even real in the actual match anymore. They're just kind of there.
But you would rather see a defense break to work with.
They can
because
probably
then
just
the
die.
Oliver can do a lot more damage. So far, ain't having that just yet.
He isn't. He's going to maybe just keep putting those skill ones into that Okeanos, chipping away even more right here. You need to not allow that Inosuke to kind of get through turns if he does get
I feel like the Erection and Anavel are just
he's
there
already
to
reset, but that
to
Juno
buy
does do
time for the
2.6
clock to
Ks
hit the
per
10%.
crit. It could be that the Juno might be squishy.
The moment the
itself,
clock
therefore
hits
it's doing so
10%
much damage.
or
That is something
20%,
we have to figure out
Rax
later in
lose.
this match. So far, he's still having issues where he has to take out the other units
it
first.
takes so long to
Does
just
have
take
to
down the
now.
other
You're
two
gonna need
support.
Oliver, if you're on Rax, has to really control right now. You need those pushbacks. You need that cycling coming through, and he does start to get it.
Because the
Renka,
moment
this is
Rax
dangerous for him.
lose either
It is dangerous,
Oki
but it's
and
also the moment I
Berkio, it's
think,
over, right?
The Inosuke is back at a turn. So
There's
if
zero
the
win
Inosuke is
condition
not
for 2 win
controlled in
unit
this
against
turn
2
by
fire.
this Layla, it
Like
might be
these 2
very
fire.
bad for Raxus right there. So let's see what we can do.
Yep,
on
the
these.
fire no
We do
scare just
actually get
shit
the
on
clutch
Layla.
block on this Juno, which is very crucial right there, but you still give it the speed buff.
You do, and right now, if you're going onto that Okeanos, you're probably not going to kill through. So
Oh, that could be
defense breaks
bad.
out on that third field as well, but
He needed to take one turn, and it's so impactful on
That's
Layla
also
20
Okeanos, If
turn.
he were to take a turn, would have been very favorable, but Okeanos doesn't take a turn.
He just
so doesn't
took
get
one
a single
turn.
turn on the board during this matchup. Big question
And that
whether
is
you
already,
send the
like,
damage. Who's trying
huge.
for a
Oh.
defense break? Does get the defense
Oh.
break into a branding. That's a lot
Hey,
of
yo.
damage coming in.
Maybe.
Is this your moment where Burkle shines and actually takes down a Juno? Which
Good
is gonna be
roll. Good
very
roll on the
crucial
Burhill.
for the side of Rexus.
Yeah, you really need it. You've got that anti-cleanse on and you're trying to get through it. It's
He
still
needs
got
to
that
get
defense
another
break
one
on
of
it as
that
well.
if he
Burkle
want to
could
have
get
no
through that,
chance.
say.
Yep, the only question is you still have to do with your Oliver what Oliver has to do. Cycle down units where they don't get their turns. In this case, I think you still have to send it on the Juno. In the end, the defense break is already there. If you land it again, you will also push up your laner.
Oh,
to
no.
Gets a
Oh.
counter, but also the
Can he kill
additional
it?
turn. Can you actually land it this time?
Oh
No,
my
that's
God,
not a counter, but it's not
no.
enough. The counters are coming in clutch.
Oh my god,
Dude,
that
one
is
set of
pain.
revenge coming out and it's going clutch. You need anti-cleanse.
Oh, he
If
got a
you
stun,
are
though.
Raxas, but he's not got it, and this could be Inosuke's match.
Bam.
Now.
It could be, but then again, you have
Some
to
nice
land the
damage.
pushbacks, but even the pushbacks, I don't think you would do enough damage to kill.
Oh my god,
it
it
does
pushed back
actually
enough for
cut
the
in,
Juno.
and you do
Game
take
over.
out the unit. It's Oliver against
Game
the world. Once
over,
again,
bro.
We have seen Oliver's do
GG.
this, but this is such a rough match to do it in right now. You almost have to land it over there. Does not really get the right hit that you want to do. Does give it glance.
You know what?
No other
Erection was
debuffs.
more than a unit
There you
than
go. I think
Annabelle.
That is a Reiko win right there. So you've got 2 win units.
He took
against
like
Juno
2,
just
3 turns,
surviving by the skin of their
and
teeth,
it was
Fire
enough to win the
Inosuke is
game.
gonna come back around as well.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's just not working out for Rexus, and what people thought was
The last
maybe
2
an
fire
easy
were
win
just
for
too good.
Rexus. Rinka said, no, I'm here to stay. I'm going on to that next round.
Congrats. Is he a new challenger? Oh my god, he's a new challenger. He just beat the world final runner-up. Wow. That is massive. Very impressive. Beat the world final runner-up as a new challenger is something else. All right, semi-final match 1, Famicom and Pafix. Look at that LD though. That's kind of crazy. We love an LD flex.
So let's go into our match right here. Famicom
Raxus
versus
has a
Pafix. We've got
67%
some
win rate? Wait, you kidding me?
matches for all of these slackers in chat that always say they can get to an SWC. Doesn't take that much, right? You know, just calling a few people out there. But as we look now at Raxas,
No, 62.7. 67 win rate would make him a god. But this is really high. This is like impressively high win rate. But 67 win rate would be godhood. Okay?
let's go into our match right here. Famicom versus Pafix.
Oh, Bubble play
We've got
yesterday.
some LDs popping around, and a Bella has been stolen straight away.
Bella for the first pick. Very interesting right there. Both players have been putting some good runes to it. So want to be keeping those runes, but we also have a very strong counter into a Bella right away, which is a Sonya first pick. That is not a common thing to see these days because there's a lot of counts to it, but one of those counts is already locked in by Pafix itself, which is the Vanessa. We're locking it fast. Oliver and Jan Hong.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one set you are prepared for the most, right? You know that you can't ban anything, so there's no kind of things going around in your head.
Why
like,
did
oh, I
Bella
need to
become a
react to this
first pick
now.
unit?
If nobody picks your unit that you're playing, hey, you can go straight
Think
into
about
a
it.
Tian Lang as
If
well,
they
get some
don't know
attack
what you're
bar.
doing,
There's a lot of boosting
then
over there on the
you are
side of
already
Famicom,
winning.
And a 4th pick to partner as well.
Yeah, let's see what
You pick Fire Megumi, they can formulate 5 draft immediately. You pick Bella, they be like, what the fuck?
That is the one option.
What the
for
fuck?
attack
What
by
are you
game, and
doing?
Which is also very much likely to be faster
So,
than Sonya because for
hey,
Sonya, most of the time you don't put
this
your
is
fastest set to it
SWC,
because you
man.
wanna have high
You gotta
attack, high
really
crit damage,
think
otherwise it's not
outside the
gonna deal
box.
enough. But on the side of Famicom, we're looking at a draft where we do not care about Sonya because those units could be Sonya at the normal state, but most likely are probably going to be banned out. Pafix, do you have a great 5th that is also a must ban?
Yeah, you need kind of a must ban right now if you're playing around what you're seeing on the other side.
Did
of
they
the
buff
field.
Bella
We know
skill
he's
1
got
and
a few
2
more
like
LDs
at all?
popping around as well, but you've got a lot of anti-cleanse, some stuns coming in. Nyx is going to potentially stop them.
Damn, Nyx.
Nyx is a very
I kinda
dangerous
hate
unit.
Nyx,
Could
though.
be your blessing, could be your curse, but we're actually gonna trade that for a Jaeger.
Oh,
So we're gonna
Jaeger.
go Bruisering, which is dangerous.
So they
against
didn't
the
buff
things
her
that I
at
do
all.
see on the field of Famicom right now.
Yeah, you're dealing with some pushbacks. You're
So
dealing
she's
with
the same
cleansed
unit,
blocks, you're
kinda.
dealing with bombs. I mean, where do you ban?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's so much pushback. There's so
Hey,
much
man,
damage,
sometimes
there's
people just
defense
like to
breaks,
play with the
there's so
LD5.
much setup.
Nothing
I'm
wrong
not
with
sure if
that,
I'm
right?
liking the Jaeger pick that much, but I might be a feeling for speed leads being banned because there's one apiece on each side. That's mostly landing
It's
on
like
the bench.
Glory trying to
But
play
then
with
again, I
Barbara.
think
It didn't
Famicom
work
has
out
a
for
strong
Glory,
match at this.
sadly.
Yeah, okay.
But if Bella works out, then it works out.
We've got that Sonya being banned out as well. So turn 1 going to Famicom, most likely here with the 33.
Sometimes playing with a thing that gives you joy is actually better than playing with something that is meta.
If you win this match, you're joining us in the Europe Cup later this year.
It's gambling
If you lose,
game at the
we'll
end of the
see you
day,
next
right, guys?
weekend. Let's find out how it's going to go.
You proc turn 1 with
Yeah,
Bella,
we have
you
the
insta
first
one shot a
turn on the
unit.
Yeon Hong. Do we go for a boost or do we go for skill 2? We go for skill 2, but we have a follow-up coming on from this Tian Lang. Tian Lang, can you do
Nice
anything?
Tian
Lang
Lang.
being inconsistent with the strip and the
Cool
pushback and
unit.
everything.
Yeah, everything. You've managed to dismount that Marsha as well. You can look to land the
Very
bomb,
fun and exciting
maybe even
unit.
onto that Tian Lang at the moment, and then get a stun through, and it's working for
Easy
Famicom.
AoE stun.
It's working so far. Stun doesn't have a 100% activation rate, and it does show we have a
Cool
0%
unit,
activation
Gianna.
rate on the stun right now.
Oh my
That's
god,
a
dude.
Gianna of old, if you like,
Unbelievable.
right there. So you do
Look
get
at all
the
these
full
funny
time,
units.
but that threat state is going to be annoying if you're Famicom.
Yeah,
Playing with SeanB brings me joy.
Right there. And the moment that the
I'll be
Gianna
honest,
doesn't connect anything, she feels
even
fairly
that
weak.
unit
Defense
can't bring
break
me
coming in.
joy.
Marsha, you have your skills available. You on the with
He
our
missed
beast
more-
on the skill
he missed
2
too
is
much.
actually more scaling than you are with the beast. So this is gonna do a lot of damage. 40k clean
Damn.
off the field. Ain't gonna see that for this match anymore.
I swear, Pafix packs a
Gianna.
punch in every single unit that can possibly.
Were you
happen
even
right
there?
Saying you see that match, how deadly she is, even off
Was
the beast.
Gianna
He's
even
set
in the
another
match
defense
with
break.
us?
Oh, we're aiming for another defense break, but did not actually get it. Tian Lang still being that inconsistent panda that he is. But now the big question, if you take out a unit, it's gonna come back and the glancing is
Do you
gonna
really
be
enjoy
gone.
watching replay? Bro,
And I mean, right now, Pafix looks very.
You
much in the
watch
driving
me
seat.
play
Yes, that's a
RTA 'cause you
dismounting,
fucking
but
hate it.
Right now, you're probably looking.
I'm
at 2
watching
units
them
against
playing
4
RTA.
or 5.
and it's
Yep,
awesome.
plus still you have
Look
to
at
deal with that Marsha,
his
and
Gianna
the balance
miss,
actually
and I
looking a
fucking
lot
laugh.
less lively
My
than I thought it
Gianna
was gonna
miss.
be. However,
I don't think I'll be
Yeon Hong,
laughing.
do you have skills available? I think you never.
But look
use
at- I'm
your
like,
charge
oh my God,
fatality
it's
just
Gianna.
yet, so
Gianna's
this should be
shit.
available,
Like,
and also is
hey.
available this all
So
of a
funny,
pop
bro.
right here for some more pushback
Incredible
potential.
feeling.
Exactly. Do you want to use it? You kind of want that bomb to go off onto the Tian Lang over there, but you need that healing coming
He's
in
just
right
like me
now.
for
Going
real.
onto that Bella.
Yeah, this is also one of those massive heals every time. You have your skill 4 available right now, but I think he wants to take out this Vanessa before he takes out anything else. But in this case, no, we have the reset, so we're just cleanly taking out that Marsha.
You look positive when you play
Right,
RTA.
need some more
Isn't it a
damage.
good
Maybe You
thing?
need to carry on into
I
that
try.
Vanessa just to stop a revive coming later on, but opting for the Tian Lang because there's a revive next time round.
That's why you should subscribe with
Yeah,
Twitch
there's a
Prime.
revive coming in.
Check
Jaeger,
the subscription,
just as
subscribe
enough,
button
just
right now on
just
Twitch.
enough that
You
one
might have a
turn
Prime
bot
available.
is not gonna do it.
They could be
It's not
supporting
gonna
your
do it
favorite
because there
Summoners
is
or
that revive.
streamer
Oh, you've got the
for
full
free.
time there, but you
I
can
think.
confirm a kill. Okay, it's kind
I mean, it's not
up
free.
and
You gotta
down
pay
right
for
here.
Prime or something, right?
Oh, that Tian Lang coming in clutch. Oliver has attack bar gain on pretty much every skill right there. Tian Lang taking that clutch turn right there. You can take out a unit.
Wait, hold
but
up.
Then again, you have to fight.
How did
against this
Oliver
Jaeger at
Yeon Hong
some
do
point.
it?
I think it is a violent
Is Bella
Jaeger.
that
No, there's
OP?
actually life drain. I spotted the life drain, so that is a vampire Jaeger right there, which is even more of an uphill battle the moment you start hitting.
Oh, never
that
mind.
And the threat
He
state
didn't
is
have a
coming in.
chance.
It is, and you get that return, and she's already.
He didn't
mounted,
have
so
a
it's-
chance.
She's definitely going to get a turn off save.
GG.
Yep, you kind of have to reset it right now. Take it out with the Yeon Hong. Yep, this skill.
How does he kill Jaeger?
But then the big question is, do you live long enough to see another
No.
turn? Because Marsha's here to take.
How
kills
does
with
he
that
kill
spear.
Jaeger? I don't
Yeon
think
Hong
so.
against the Jaeger's never going to be good for Famicom. Pafix taking that initial set lead then right here. He was at the World Finals last year, say. He's putting a statement on right now that he needs to be there again. He won 3-0 in that very
Technically,
first match
Famicom was at the World
against
Final last
Unmax
year at
Fatigue.
the
Can he
after
do the
party.
same here against Famicom, or is there an answer?
I think that's the first time I met
Well, there
him.
might be an answer, but in this case,
I was
the
like,
Gianna was
wow, this
not
handsome
the
man's shaking
answer,
my hand.
connecting
He knows my
0
name.
out of
That's
the 3
crazy.
potential stun because, of course, Jaeger you cannot stun, but the other 3 units you could have potentially stunned. None of them did, and that gave a lot of enabling.
Does EU player love
for
Oliver?
Pafix to get
Feel like
his
he's pretty
rotations
mid?
off. So let's see.
I don't know
what we
about
have
that,
for
bro.
pre-bans this time round.
He's
Both
like
gentlemen taking their time.
one of
We're
the
gonna
rare
be
unit with
pre-banning
above
Vanessa,
50%
so a
win rate
comfortable speed lead on the side of
right now
Pafix
in
is
Guardian.
gone. Plus, we're
In
not
the
gonna
top
see
10.
Han from the side of
Most
Famicom.
top 10 unit have
We're
sub
not gonna see the
50% win
hand
rate.
coming out. It
Except
does mean
Oliver.
those speed leads are out, like you said. So right now, if you're Pafix, where are you going? Are you going to go back, maybe steal an Oliver? Reshion, like you said, feels a bit out of touch of the current meta as well. I mean, in the Raxaz match, we saw some Shihos getting the first pick even.
Yeah, that's the dangerous thing, because Famicom can very comfortably play Oliver as well. So if you don't lock into Oliver right now, you are very much without 33 lead. And I'm not sure how many.
Why Famicom is looking like Butcher from the boys?
Megumi is still there.
Wait, you do have a good point.
Not crazy good in current state of the game. We do see it on the other side.
What kind of draft is that, you wanker?
Because Megumi is good against an Oliver.
Oh my god, Benny with the raid. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
Maybe very early, but when you partner it with an Annabelle, those 3-turn defense breaks, say it's gonna be deadly.
Yeah, that's going to be super.
Get your bloody Oliver out of here, mate.
Does have as counter.
Bloody
FIFA
wanker.
Gel. I would have to remember, was this the FIFA Gel that was on Swift? I think this was the FIFA Gel that was on Swift. So it's not countering anything on the field with the skill 3 at the moment, because most likely
Swift FIFA
Gel
Why?
would outspeed all of them. But it's a little bit of an all-round pick, plus pairing that.
He doesn't play one-shot unit.
Aragorn.
Yeah, you've got some strips on your side, single target strips, obviously with the Megumi and that Shiho as well. But maybe the Aragorn, if he gets a turn at the right moment, can really do some good things with cool time and pushback. If you're 4 and 5 right here for Pafix, I mean, you've somewhat curled up, and he.
And both teams are kind of awkward-ish.
Yeah, he loves them Dragon Knights, and we're gonna go for a bruiser.
It's kind of like a mixed bag of like
stuff. We have seen the Painter damage before. Just a clean defense break, 20.
Low-key, Pafix should go with
towards the units, and then on the other side,
defense leader to outslow the enemy.
Those difficult to kill units because of the passive.
I don't know if I like Pafix not bringing an extra defense break along with him as well. Just with that Annabelle, if you wanted to ban that out and sustain.
You should ban like Shiho and outslow the enemy.
Is definitely aiming for that ban right there, and then the Bruiser side on the Hwaring is super strong. But the question is, are we going to be banning out that NFL, or are we going to be banning out anything else?
Yeah, let's find out right here. Right into asset 2. He's gone for a different Dragon Knight.
Day 3 is this weekend, I believe. Right, chat?
Gone out on the side
Day 3 for Europe.
So we'll have speed
Prelim.
leads potentially for both of
for all the people who
lost,
right here, pretty much.
As we're looking into it,
it's their second chance.
These guys have played each other 18 times over the past few seasons. Famicom's 15-13 in that currently, but at the moment,
Famicom beat Pafix 15.
Yeah, we got a 1-0 lead on Pafix right now, and I
think
this FIFA is
15
gonna
and
take
3.
A pretty awkward turn. So we have to turn on this Geo. Has to be stunning off this NFL. Can you actually connect the stun? Does connect the stun on the second to last hit. That's what you like to see, because otherwise you already
this Viva is kind of awkward, right
now. We can go for some healing, but it's not really a crucial first turn right there just now.
No, I mean, you've done that just to prevent an Oliver, right? Oliver can't start his cycling right now, and Hwaring gets a little bit of an opportunity to start dealing some damage in. But, I mean, that's not what you want to see.
And Jaeger is like very little value here, I think.
Oliver. Also, it's just unfortunate that Hwaring did not take the turn just yet. Also, Megumi did not take the turn just yet. So
I guess he's only there for the late game and maybe one-shot a Shiho.
Right now, do you really want to send a skill 3? Also, not really, I would say.
Yeah, it's an awkward position, obviously, getting rid of that defense break. So right there, there's also the immunity. There's no provokes that can come out.
But can we even get there?
Start picking up speed now, say.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at a lot of speed and probably tumbling that into this NFL. We're going to go for the NFL. Most of the time, 100 rest, so not super high on HP.
Oh my god,
with the additional turn, that's just adding so much damage.
Crazy.
Yeah, 2.5k hits coming through. Look at Annabelle right
and
there.
He might even lap the Annabelle, right?
Healing through. I think she will have that opportunity unless Viva's on crit.
No,
yeah, he lapped the Annabelle. Oh my god.
Hwaring is already here to play.
Look at Hwaring. So much damage and so fast.
Strong in any kind of bruiser.
Jaeger is like so much damage and so slow.
NFL right now because you guaranteed all of that damage every single turn. NFL is not here to play today.
I mean, right now you've got Oliver. You can start getting some cool times in. Goes in the Viva Shell. Good decision. Can get another one. Maybe doesn't want to deal with the skill 2 from Hwaring. Does get it out as well. This is all going to be if Jaeger can survive and kill through.
Yeah, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Good resistance over there, however, but is it going to be enough? We do get ourselves some immunity back, but in this case, without the defense break, still good 12k. That is good damage.
That is a lot of good damage, and now with the skill 2 as well, you're getting another 18k.
Oh,
he's got rid of
he gets a kill,
already.
but I think Hwaring is slowly outvaluing this Jaeger here.
Battle is definitely sitting on that bottom right
oh my
side.
god,
that
free bar everywhere.
Most likely a Hwaring versus Jaeger battle at some point, and then it's really down to the Jaeger. Can you get as many counters in as possible? But until that moment, we still have to
oh my god, this Hwaring is something else, bro.
Just damage plowing through it, then almost 3k per hit.
Can he just finish off the Oliver?
Skill 3 could maybe take out this Oliver.
Yeah, all of these units are so high focused on additional damage artifacts. If you can't take it out over there, then you can't do it with this skill. And that's also the thing. Vivagel did not have that much to play for this whole match.
And
but
now
just
Viva
a
can like
simple
randomly snipe
one
you
moment she
if
had for
the condition
immunity
is right.
did do enough.
It did. You've got that skill 2 again. Another 8k coming through. He's trying to get rid of this Vivagel, putting it in range for that Jaeger.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Jaeger, it's not on the violence, so therefore can also not go for the procs. And I think Vivagel has skills available right now, so there's not really something to do skill 3 on, but it's pretty much just a Triana right now.
Yeah, just a Triana out on the field. You've got that skill 2. Big damage needed. Another 19k, but she's still healthy.
Yeah, still healthy, and there's something not looking that healthy on the other side, leaving the battlefield right there. Jaeger, you have to do
Jaeger's
a lot
gonna
of
cook.
counters right now at any given moment. Also, the skill 3, no, it's not really a moment. You could do it on yourself just to get extra healing. He's actually gonna go for it.
Not
but
bad.
if Jaeger
Half health.
goes for a lot of counters right now. You
Does he
might
heal a lot?
be in a rough spot, actually.
Yeah, you could be, because maybe you want to confirm the kill on that Vivagel. Oh, God.
I don't think
Sliver
so.
of health, no all or nothing.
Yeah, the Jaeger kind of just did nothing the entire game. He did kill the 5 Megumi, but
There we have it. Famicom.
I don't know
bringing it
about
back one apiece then against Pafix right here. Both of them made it through to that Europe Cup. Pafix took the extra step.
yeah, I
last
think
year,
Pada
but
Jaeger
now
is really
the
good into
chance to
AoE
see who
draft,
can, like, really
but
take an
pretty
extra
bad
lead
into
going
single
this, I would say.
target
There was a
draft.
interesting
So
play around. We had the
Famicom
Vivagel coming out. Didn't feel like
drafted
it did too
pretty
much, but
well.
did come in clutch at the end, but Hwarang, is that a must for your bans?
Well, Hwarang is such a niche pick that you maybe don't want to ban it and ban it.
Another
Hwarang does make a
Jaeger
lot more
doing
sense,
nothing.
But in the end, if you want
Yeah,
to ban
Jaeger
right now, that
vibe
one
is
didn't
kinda
do
like that,
much
huh?
last match. Aragorn is always a good ban right
kinda-
there, but
it's kinda
also
there
banning the Praetor
and
enables
not really
Famicom
any
for a lot
value.
more plays towards Giannas and other units.
Exactly, we've already got rid of that Vanessa as well as a speed lead, which Pafix has been leaning towards a lot. Means Oliver is open on the table for Famicom
Yo,
right here if he wants
Farhan,
to.
I would
his own
remember. Thank you so
speed lead
much.
through. Maybe
Appreciate
another
that.
idea or going back to the
Why do they
Megumi.
keep picking Jaeger?
Megumi was working for him before.
Yeah,
but
that's the
that would
question
mean that he
I
does lose the
don't
shield,
know.
So first pick might be a little bit more awkward. Vivagel for first pick.
Kind of like
interesting
flavor of the
option for
month
dead
kind of
units.
thing,
However,
maybe.
it did not really do all too much in the last round.
Didn't right there, but I mean it's still dangerous.
Jaeger
when
is
it's out
definitely a
on the
late
field.
game unit.
Pafix
So
then
when they
coming with
expect the
Bereshka.
game to
Nibasi
go
on the
into
other
late
33's
game,
got
they pick
prepared and
Jaeger.
ready. Son's on
But then
loud,
Jaeger
super
usually
dangerous if he can get
is
that turn, maybe
it's usually
resist
in the late
through a
game
lot of
on his
stuff, and
own,
more monkeys.
and then he died.
Yeah, more monkeys, but I'm actually liking the style of Famicom a little bit more than Pafix because sure, Irisha
I think
plus
Jaeger got
Sunshine
buffed
is
2
very
patches
strong,
ago.
But it's also
Maybe?
very bound to the moment that there's one proc out on the enemy side, things might shift a lot. Plus you have a Shior that you're fighting as well, which is just going to be difficult. We do see that Sonya that was locked in very early on the side of Pafix in that previous round was banned off, so we haven't actually seen how she would perform in the matchup. But let's see. And once again, going back to the Jaeger.
I think the problem with Misty is
Feels like
that
maybe with the Sonya that
so
same
far,
they've still got a
they got
She-Hulk
it
and
got
a
kind of
Vivagel to
drafted
contend
and
with
then
as
get
well,
one
and
shot.
speed lead and a Beelzebub as well. You
Even
take out
when
the unit, it's
you get some damage
potentially back
reduction,
later on.
but the base stat is a bit too
Yeah, I
low.
definitely do like those demon picks. Most of the demon picks do not actually.
And then
make it
one
onto
slow
the field
rebuff
so
and
far.
suddenly
I think we
Misty's
have
not that
seen
good.
It hovered 3-4 times, but every time it was banned off. Most
And
likely
Annabelle
this
seemed
match
very
is gonna
popular
get
in
banned off
EU.
once again. But let's see what we have as final pick in Nozuke. So once again, very well-rounded draft by Famicom. Does Pafix has an answer?
Yeah, I think
knowing
you need
that
like a
he has to ban
Rakuni
off
with
this
Jaeger
demon.
so that he move a bit
That
more often.
fifth pick right here to make a difference isn't providing any immunity on his side right there, and you've got provokes, you've got stuns, you've got a lot of things coming out from Famicom's side, even some damage.
Like even
I mean, it's a
Oliver
hard
can
fifth
set
pick.
Jaeger back like
Lang,
a
maybe?
long
Ooh,
time.
I like the Tianlang flavor because Tianlang is a super hard counter against this demon. Demon comes back with a 100% attack bar or whatever you have more in your artifacts. Tianlang says no, that's 50. Because of the 50, most of the time it's not taking a turn. So if
Damn,
Tianlang is on the field,
Dark Demon
isn't
is get
gonna
fucked
do that
by
much. But then the
everything.
big question is, what is going to be in this banning?
Will I see the next
This
one?
is
I
the
should
ban.
be.
This is the mental right here. Are you banning it, knowing that it might still be around? He does ban the demon out anyway.
He still
Speed
banned the
lead
demon,
from
though.
the side of
Respect on the
Pafix
demon.
right there then. So Famicom will have that 33 with the Oliver against a defense lead for the Jaeger. Here it is, our set number 3 of the Europe
Does he pick the
preliminaries right
Viva
here.
because
He's
he
gonna
doesn't
take that
want
2-1
Pafix to
advantage
pick
out
the
of both of
Viva?
our
Does
players.
Pafix have a Viva?
Ooh, hindsight drafting, wrong draft from Pafix. If the Tianlang is on the field, you definitely want to have Or yeah, if the Tian Lang is on the field, you want to be fighting that demon. But in this case, can we actually take it out? No, the speed lead.
Oh, he can
difference,
one-shot
but also
that
the speed
Sonya
lead
now.
Difference makes it where we have the perfect rotation for this Viva
I guess
Gel.
that's
The
why.
scary thing about her.
Why do
If
you
leave
join
her through, you don't have
SWC?
fast units, she's not gonna do that much.
I think I need
But
to make
if
a
you lock
clip
in
to
few
answer
fast
this
units,
question.
You might be on the wrong end of that third scale of the Viva Gel.
Exactly. Nova gets that turn.
Like, imagine my best set that you see from time to time. Now multiplied it by 20, and that's SWC player. So I have like 2, they have 20.
Right now.
They just have to ban one of my unit, and I'll be left with C3 set.
I mean, he's set up the defense break. He's looking for a Jaeger skill too. How
Immediately.
much is this popping off?
That is a big question. Just 37k survives. This Viva Gel is not a
Oh, wait, you have to
resistance,
split
not
at
a
the
crit rate, but a
2026. I forgot.
very tanky Viva Gel right there. And we're gonna go in for some more healing magic.
Relic difference, eh? What we saying?
Well, yeah, if you have the HP into damage down, that could definitely be a thing right there, yes.
Here we go. We're going to potentially get some provokes out as well now from the side of this fire Inosuke. Does he look to land? Does get it all across the board as well, say?
I guess he might. The Jaeger might have a chance here.
Because these provokes aren't shaken off anytime soon. We have a unit on Vampire, cannot proc out. Tian Lang being stunned, being provoked, not participating as much as you would have liked to see.
Oh, right there. You've got the threat state, which was annoying, but Oliver just kind of gets rid of it straight away. Maybe look to even confirm your kill, or he's going into the Tian Lang instead. Viva Gel can clean up.
The fire dude putting one heal block on Jaeger and it's
also
over.
Missing the crit over here, which once again confirms super high speed HP kind of style Viva Gel right there. But it's working out for him by simply getting his HP up and healing the other units.
Yeah, right there. I mean, you've still got turns to confirm the kill. Ops Freak right now. Look to get a stun coming in maybe right here. And wow, this is looking good for Famicom.
Famicom is looking very clean once again, similar as well how he played last year in the prelims, playing super
Like,
clean,
I'm really thankful you guys think my runes and teams are strong, but it has
such an uphill battle.
as much value as my mom saying I'm the most handsome guy in the world, or my grandma saying that I'm the most beautiful chow on earth. Kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying?
At some point, Oliver can go for pushbacks.
Or like my wife thinks I'm like the funniest dude ever to be bestowed on this earth.
He loves a little revenge.
He definitely does love his revenge. He's definitely taking at least 1 or 2 units down with him, but you need 4 units down to actually win this match.
Exactly. Gonna get some heal block in there as well, and that's the
one heal block. And suddenly it doesn't look that hard anymore.
Revenge. Actually, I think he's like pretty much close to 100% revenge on those last few rounds. But yeah, simply HP drops to 0, and we're not going to see more of Jaeger right now. We're going to go into another round of more units being pre-banned.
I think Pafik's gonna drop the Jaeger, you know what I'm saying?
SWC 2026
we kind of need to stop with this Jaeger picking, man. It's not working.
Right now, we've got Vanessa, Parta, Aragon, and that Han. They cannot be used.
It is about luck when we all have the same speed.
Maybe we go all the way through.
I don't have the same speed as these people.
Well, pre-bans are coming in right now. Do you want to have to still deal with a Viva Gel?
Think about it.
Feels like Jaeger is very core for Pafix as well. Could be a good pre-ban.
When they all have similar rune quality, then yeah, sometimes all about luck.
Jaeger kind of covered with
condition. You have the same rune quality.
An issue. And same thing with the Sonya. So a lot of the units that have been drafted back and forth, I think.
So my wife thinks I'm hilarious. I don't even think I'm funny sometimes, and she's like fucking on the floor laughing.
In the future. But also funny
I'm like, am I that funny? Like shit, crazy.
In the meta right now.
I do a fart noise, and she's like, haha, so funny. Oh my god.
But how are you looking to play around it right here? Perfect.
My kid better think I'm super funny, bro.
Maybe we should have kept it so he could go.
If he doesn't think I'm funny,
hey, you know what? It's easy.
Bro's not eating tonight.
To play it.
Yeah, that is definitely true. You could go for Megumi right now, which is the most common speed lead after that, but no, we're actually opting for Songshun Lao. So I think that enables.
Are they 24/7 grinding for runes?
Megumi plus a shield, which is just a very strong overall combination.
That's like
if
the bare minimum.
For hard counters, he should be looking at
everyone is grinding runes 24/7 now.
If that's really his playstyle.
Yeah. Do you want to slow down with it, knowing that you've got some stuns? Annabelle coming out onto the field, wanting some more defense breaks for his Dragon Knights that he usually tends to pick, but they've not really been working too well, say.
Yeah, I think more opting for a Josephine than an NFL would do more.
Your kid never think you're funny?
Jaeger. Once again, like, sure, it is anti-stun, but
that's why we need to make sure they know where they came from.
All thus far. And yeah, that's also one of those things. If you
oh my god, Perfect's going back to the Jaeger again.
Also has a Sonya.
Going mean, Sonya
He's really
coming out
forcing
with
this
that
Jäger,
Layla
huh?
Just to be quite annoying, you're going to need some extra turns. Wow. Okay, Leo coming out along with the Nobara.
Leo with Albara countering one unit of each on the side.
Yeah,
of the
I might
3
be
and
world
4
champion if I
Famicom.
travel back to
However, the question is,
2017
what
with
is
my
actually gonna
account.
make it to the match, because it's not a
Maybe.
2-on-1 cover that you have
I
over
would
here.
draft
It's a
like an
1-on-1
idiot,
cover,
potentially,
which does
though.
make the drafting difficult for the ban. Last time around, Pavix did not have success with the ban prediction.
Oh, and that Beelzebub's super dangerous as a last pick right there as well, say.
Yeah, I love that.
Back
Demon
then,
pick. That makes
150
it kind of
speed
where
bonus
if the
on
Leo
Vio
is
is
gone,
pretty
both
crazy.
The Demon and the Sonya is a must ban. However, that Layla, if Layla
180
goes
is
off
like
on the
god
She-Hulk,
tier.
that is also a must ban. So Famicom is locking in.
Now 180 is like
in his draft
P2.
right now.
Great drafting right here, but it's all well and good with a good draft. You've
Random
still gotta get
P1
some
dude
good
will be
RNG on
rocking
your side as
230
let's see where
Swift set.
these bans are going to be landing for both Famicom and Pafix. It's going to be the Leo. It's going to be the Beelzebub.
Can this
as well.
Jäger
So we've got a speed
survive?
lead on the side of Famicom. Does Pafix have enough to survive through this first turn from Famicom, though?
That is going to be the big question. Also, where is he going
Yeah, I don't feel these drafts from
In the end,
Famicom.
Sonya has a lot of damage.
At
but
all.
of the units on the side of Pavix are technically some kind of form of HP scaling, or you want to put a lot of HP to it. But big question is, who has
Say he
most
doesn't compete
HP
because
from
he
it?
doesn't think he
Plus,
can win.
Shio chip damage can already
And
do a lot.
Definitely can. You get a nice.
It makes sense that you don't want to join a competition that you don't think you can win,
Going to get some silences around. Hope that Nobara doesn't
where you
pick
can
turn
just
2 early.
cast, enjoy free
Nobara,
trips,
can
get
you actually
paid.
cut in the turns?
Yep, for a little
Not
bit.
Yes. Also, we did not
Solid.
land that much on.
Or you can
anything,
join the
and you
fight,
have to
probably
force it
lose,
on the threat
and
state
earn
right now.
nothing.
Threat state coming in once again, so adding
Right?
this S2 on a Jaeger is probably not what you want to do, because Jaeger is the only healing factor on the side of Pavix.
Yeah, he's
I have
sending
9
it up.
Vio
It's
set
nowhere
will
near enough to
over
take out
180
a
speed,
Jaeger
still
save.
P1. I know, right?
this is
See?
gonna
You have
be
better runes than
turn
me.
1 gone wrong.
Yeah, this is definitely turn 1 gone very wrong. Nobara on the field first. Nobara, there we actually see it make it through. Instantly additional turn.
Oh, maybe,
We
you
got
know what?
skills coming in
Maybe
from
Jäger's
these
gonna win this
summoned
fight.
clouds right now, following
Because-
up by Jaeger. Suddenly this draft where it's like, ooh, this looks tricky. Looks like a very favorable matchup for Pavix, mainly by that Jaeger that wasn't shining in the last 2 matches. Getting very crucial threat states at this moment where Sonya could not do what she was supposed to do.
Exactly. I did say it in the draft there. I said it looks
Wait, I
good,
was yapping?
but
I didn't know what
RNG
happened.
Are gonna be
I thought
landing.
someone's gonna die.
Speed lead on Famicom.
What happened?
Most HP from it. Plus, Shio chip damage can already do a lot.
Definitely can. You
Uh-huh.
get a nice stun on the first hit coming through there as well. Though. So
Oh, the Layla cuts, and then the Jäger took the threat. Ah, I see. Okay. Let's go to the final game. I was like, wait, how?
players here, but
Makes sense.
it's our final set. Whoever wins is going to be joining us at the Europe Cup.
Yeah, let's see what we're gonna go for first picks this time around. Stealing the Zongshou Lao, definitely still a crucial
Dude, the
pick.
SWC
Speed
player
leads
in
are pretty
P2
much
right now.
gone.
And if you're P1,
However, Megumi is
you
still there.
might
Pavix,
match
do
them.
you opt to go for Megumi plus a Shio combination yourself? No, we're still opting to go for Sonya. Interesting stuff. Well, he does know that so many units
Jäger
are gone.
pre-ban?
Contesting the
Nah,
Sonya
that's
gets
crazy.
harder and harder because there's just no speed lead.
Harder and harder? Okay, say.
Definitely is by me.
Talking
on the
about
side from
harder and
Famicom.
harder.
He's already brought a Vivichel through and that Hwarang. I think he's picking units which have won in the past, but do they work against what's in this draft so far?
Yeah, that is going to be the big question. It's also one of those things. Do you want to go towards Laylas? Do you want to go towards a CC route? Do you want to go for a Bruiser route? Because the Bruiser on the side of Famicom is looking very strong with those first 3 already.
He is looking strong. Third and fourth pick, perfect.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Time coming in. Does that signal even maybe a Layla or something?
I like
But,
that.
wow,
That is
Kovaci, okay.
very cool.
Okay, that's a little bit of everything. Kovaci together with these units is an interesting play right there. Leo, always a strong pair with the Leo Vivichel combination, especially if you have a Swift Vivichel. But let's see what Pavix wants to do with that. However, I'm not liking the same.
Vanessa's pretty bad into, like,
if Pavix
raw,
locks in another sniper
dedicated
unit
bruiser.
right now, potentially pushback unit or anything
But
like
in
that,
general
ban on
comms,
that
like
Leo, I
bruiser
think
mix
that Pavix
CC,
might
then
have
it's
a
not that
very
bad.
strong draft. We're gonna go for the coin flip unit himself, Daphnis. If it lands, best unit in game. If it doesn't land, worst unit in game. Let's see what you are today.
Well, living by
Is
the
Yeonhong
sword
still
of the
good?
signals you are
If
probably
you have
getting
very good
rid
Swift
of
rune, then
that
yes.
Leo as well. So I mean, let's find out. I mean, do it for the content. I want to see a Daphnis in.
Daphnis
if I
could
have
be the one
Yeonhong,
for it. The
my
only
Yeonhong
thing
would
is,
absolutely
I'm
suck
kind of fearing
balls.
for that Hwarang. However, Chakra does
Should
not
be too
care that
slow
much
to
about Hwarang,
contest
so
anything.
Let's see what makes
She will
onto
get
the
stunned
field.
by
Also,
every
where is
Ethna
this
Shio
Kovaci
out
gonna move?
there.
We're gonna be taking out this Sonya.
Will be
so
pretty sad.
That Daphnis should be one-shotting something. But what is it going to be one-shotting?
Daphnis and Kovaci. That looks insane.
Let's find out right here. It's a deciding.
But who does
set
he kill?
between Pafix
Viva
and Famicom.
or
Whoever wins
the
goes
monkey?
through to the Europe Cup. You can look
Okay, you don't have to kill the monkey though. Oh, wait, you only have
Ooh,
one turn
they're
immunity
going
because
for
of
a connection.
SeanB.
This FIFA gel right now
You kind of have
seems
to kill
be
the monkey.
Slower. So does he have 2 FIFA gels or was he on violent all along?
Oh, he killed him, right?
We're gonna go right into the dangerous target and we do take it out.
That's huge. You've got rid of one of the units already. You can follow up with the Chakra right now. You want to get some
Is that a good
script.
idea?
You want to get some other stuff branding as well.
Oh,
Get
you
a
can stun
stun.
the monkey,
This is
but
looking
see,
good
it'll
for
be
Pafix,
cleansed
but
by Viva.
Viva's on the field.
Yeah,
You stun the
Viva's on
Viva,
field,
you get
but
shit
if
on by the
you
monkey,
land
and
a
Viva can
steal
violent
on the
proc
monkey
too.
Right now, FIFA Gel will take the turn, and Pafix knows those rotations very well. So we just have to eat this stun at this moment. The only thing we have right now is SeanB skill 2 doesn't have that much value because bringing back a Huareng.
What are
doesn't
putting
bring back
buff
the passive.
speed? Kovaci buff attack bar.
Back the passive.
Attack
You've
bar
got
help
some
you
times that can come in
correct
through
your
as
speed
well from
tuning.
a Daffy
Speed,
Serum with that
maybe,
shield.
maybe not.
I mean, again.
Also,
SeanB,
Kovaci's skill
awkward
2
position. I feel like that was
is
an earlier draft from
very
Famicom as well.
valuable.
Yeah, you can
Also,
go for a
Kovaci can
rapid
buff
kick right
himself
now.
with
It
skill
goes
2
through
and have
shields, but
permanent
I
immunity.
don't think you would manage to kill this Daphnis right
They
here.
both have
Ooh,
skill 1 and can
Sentinel,
heal, which is great.
One extra crit would have
Oblivion
actually
is also
done
like a
it.
hit or miss.
Holy,
Reduce
I
cooldown
mean,
time,
it's
it
just
is always
survived
a
by
hit.
the skin of its teeth, but do you need to heal? No, he's going to boost up with that Megumi, get some more strips and stuns. Does he get it? And he does.
Annabelle
Does
should
get
be
it.
on
Do we
speed
also get those
HP.
pushbacks because we're very close
High
on
overall
those skills.
stat,
Big
a bit of
Ish is your
accuracy,
one
max
turn away
rest,
from
good
this
to
skill
go.
right now, and that is your
Double
4 damage dealer. At least you
resist.
can
Oh
land those,
my.
heal blocks, but we have healing coming in from
Dude, that
this unit right
SeanB
now.
is
And
so
it resisted the cool time as well,
devastating.
so it means now the summon clouds can come in.
the
Wow.
Kovaci is
Tables have turned
absolutely
right here,
useless.
Yeah, that is the power
The
of
Daphnis
SeanB.
has no
SeanB in a
shield.
well-rounded draft is so
Oh, the
strong
Indra
against
debuff
this,
becomes
Chakra
healing.
right there. However, we're opting
That
for some
SeanB is
decent
just
damage right
so
now. Not go
impactful.
for the stun just yet. Hoping to get extra turns, but actually hitting the wrong unit will give the turn to the Megumi. So I'm not sure if hitting that wrong unit was a good play over here because you get pushed back and you get stunned.
Yeah, you do right there. I mean, you've got, again, that skills read, but awkward positioning right here. Did Chakra also still have a skill 2? Not quite yet.
Chakra resisted the sleep. Or was that the pushback? One of the two was resisted, but can you take it out? Crit on wrong element? Oh, it was crit on the right element, but we're gonna get massive healing coming in once again.
Seisha speaks
from
so
the SeanB
fast.
towards that Songsheng.
I mean, it's
We'll
fine.
get the heal.
There are a lot of things going on.
It does mean it's still stunned out at the moment, so, I mean, you've got to get rid of it off the field, right? Chakra's coming in with the skill 2 soon, they'll say.
Oh, defense break on the Chakra. Chakra does have the rotation available once again, so he can do a lot of damage. Also, you have Kovaci coming right after this. I think Chakra should be able to do enough damage on this defense break. Do you land the brand? Massive damage coming in, taking it out clean. We do have a rotation coming in from a skill 3 right now. The only
Wait, can
thing
he
is,
just one
do you
shot?
actually
Oh,
want
he
to send it?
can't.
Because you kind of just wasted your SeanB skill 2 earlier, and therefore you cannot get it back for the Summer Clouds. We do take an additional turn, however.
Yeah, but it feels like you're going to be waiting for
Is it
too
over?
long
I
for
think
this
Pafix
Seanb to
win,
take
right?
turns and revive and get through the damage.
Unless
Still some
Famicom
healing
pull a
on the side of
Viva
Pafix with that skill
snipe
one on the
randomly
Kovaci as well,
somewhere.
even.
Yeah, the only thing that is kind of dangerous right now is the
Is
Summon
turn 2
Clouds.
possible
The
in
moment that Summon
SWC? You
Clouds
can check
come
out
once
Korea
again,
Open
and
Qualifier.
right
It was
rotations will
turn
be very deadly,
2
but that's a speed buff.
galore.
Chakra loves some speed damage right there, taking out another unit.
Damn, Pafix coming
Pafix
in
destroy.
clutch then right here. Defeating Famicom and cementing his place
Wow.
in our Europe
The
Cup
SeanB
later
cucked
this year
him
in
so
Hamburg.
hard, and
We'll
he
be
still
seeing
win.
him there. He's back
Beautiful.
again from yesteryear. Famicom is not out just as yet. He will be back here next weekend and one step ahead of everybody else who
The
lost in that
SeanB
first
couldn't
round
save
save, but wow.
Famicom. But wow. Not bad, not bad. All right. Last game is Malignant and Reinka.
So let's see what Malignant has as counter. Gianna's
Ooh,
looking
we're gonna
super
CCT
strong
for
at the moment
Malignant.
because sure, you can
Reinka
counter it,
really
but you're
likes
not
the
taking a turn,
Eresh on
unless you're
Annabelle.
violent. So
Like,
Gianna is a
really,
very
really likes
comfortable
it.
unit right here, but he's actually opting for different LDs, going into a Bella and a Light Unicorn. Curious about that Light Unicorn if it's gonna do him enough.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's obviously going to bring in a lot of healing, some sustain coming through.
somehow the
Shiho,
Jaeger
though,
did
looking to
nothing
try and
for
get
2
some stuns
games,
out,
got
some
lucky in
damage
1
around.
game, and then get pre-ban.
Odder draft
so that
than what we've seen today.
Yeah,
Pafix is
definitely. Like,
forced
I'm
to not
sure
pick the
if,
Jaeger anymore
actually
and wins the
Light
game
Unicorn was
easily.
respected over there. Bella
Not
has been
easily,
shown a
though.
lot of
Struggle a
value
little
so
bit, I
far.
think.
Well, we're actually removing both healers, both sides.
Let's find out. 33 speed lead against it right here. Let's find out who's going
Fire
to take
Megami
this
should
first set
beat
win
Cigar, I
in
think.
our semi-finals between Reinka and Malignant. Shiho, over to you.
Get the
Over to you.
monkey.
Also, that Irration is faster than any of the units on the side of Malignant. So
Get
it is
the
on despair.
Bella.
If it lands a lot of despairs, that could be a very open match in those first few rotations. But
Despair?
can we connect
No
those?
despair.
You do get all
Wait,
the
the
strips
monkey
correct.
is
You use
faster
one
than the
strip,
cigar,
but there's
so
only 2
no
units without it.
extra
It feels like a
strip.
waste for a skill 3 in my opinion.
Yeah, you almost have to opt for a skill 2 on the She-Hulk.
Oh.
The stuns not connecting twice.
If
Did
he
it
missed
connect?
here,
If
it's
he hadn't
over.
gone for the stack with a skill 2, maybe you'd have got into it, but resisted on that. Wow.
Can I go next?
Also resisted on that, but also your enemy is at the
I think it's
highest
go next.
chance of taking additional
That-
turns
that-
right now. And
Cigar
you are
got
sitting
drafted
on the
twice
lowest
and
in the
lost the
full
same way.
AoE provokes getting in with this additional turn on that Stark. He's here for damage.
It's kind of
He
sad.
is here for damage. You can look to get some more
He
stuns
got
out, maybe
drafted
confirm
twice
kill,
so
but it will
far,
mean Bella's
and
coming
he
back
lost
around
the
in a
exact same
moment.
way. The turn one
I think
miss.
you'd rather just opt for skill 1 stun because it also gives you a better rotation to get back into your skill 3 later. Does manage to get the stun, but does also get broke out on this Stark. And Stark
Look at
additional
that!
turns are
All
always
look at
super
all the
bad.
free attack bar. Holy!
Okay,
Oh,
passing over provokes to everyone though here right now. You're gonna get a Megumi turn coming in.
Oh.
Just get a good provoke though.
but what if quad
Great
stun though?
provoke over there. You have to send all or nothing right now. Doesn't get enough attack bar to go for
What
full
if?
cycling. Do we actually lap?
I
We
mean, he
do
doesn't even
lap the
need
Bella
it.
by the sliver of speed, taking it out. And
No one
Malignant is
cigar
not
miss is
having
over
more of this
immediately.
match.
Cigar
Oh,
is
he's out of that one. Ranker taking
Cigar is the
one
new
set
segment, bro.
victory then against Malignant right here. Didn't
Cigar
mention
is
earlier
just
today,
n-
however,
potential,
they've played
man.
each other 7 times over the past few seasons. Ranker's currently winning 4-3 against Malignant right here. So, I mean, it's kind of going what the story usually tells right now. But first, stack ban coming in.
Yeah, let's see where we're going to go for the stack bans. I definitely do think that Malignant has to be aiming towards maybe even that Irration. Like, in the end, you don't like to use it. It's not that great on the leaderboards, but if he uses it all the time, might as well just remove it and cripple him with that. But we're at least taking out some core units with NFL and Songchen Lao right now.
Yep, it's going to pass over the first pick to Ranker right here. It's going to have an option of speed leads. I mean, we've seen Eretions before coming out from his side. Does he look to opt in for something different right here? It's working for him so far.
Taking the Oliver, so that's also maybe a thing. If he doesn't have the NFL in his box to be drafted, Irration becomes less interesting as well. So now he has to play a draft that he's slightly less comfortable with. And Malignant is also going heavy for the steals, stealing that Stark.
Yep, Stark providing a lot of damage. We've seen some crazy hits still after a balance patch there.
Ooh,
Sabo.
Fire Bayak, one of my favorite units.
2026.
Yeah, sure. Still a very strong unit.
Let's see
In
who's gonna
particular
perform,
against
though.
Stark does give the
It's rare
heal
to see
block,
this
does
unit
give
nowadays.
The defense break does give silences, so it's a whole strong kit right there with the healing and everything.
I think
It's not
Liver
a unit
quit.
you see very
I check
commonly,
his
but if you don't have
replay,
the
RT
LPs, you have
replay
to
sometimes,
throw your
and
bones
he hasn't
somewhere, and
played
it's a very good unit
in a
to throw
long
those
time.
units at.
Definitely is. Malignant.
He's
with that third
either
and
he
fourth
quit or he
pick, though,
took
right
breaks,
now.
I
How is
think.
he going to partner up with a Vanessa? Okay, so strip into some heavy hitting from a Marsha. And we've got a Viva Chow back out on the field.
Yeah, Viva Chow, once again, all-round position, not necessarily countering a Shiho or anything, but could be countering a future Shiho pick, which would be a nice thing, because it could be picked up by
Ooh,
Rinka. Rinka
pretty
once again going
good.
for a fire hacker
Pretty
and
good.
a fire Nosuke.
Even if you're Malignant and you see
That might
those
be a
fire
Viva
units on the
ban, I
side,
think.
Bringing a water unit's probably going to be a ban anyway if he brings it through, right? And we're seeing a
What's
Ren
up with this
again
like
pop in.
fire dude?
Ooh,
Hey,
I
Gil?
like that Ren pick. It's something that he picked earlier, but then took away.
Is it
It's
like a
going to be
slow
super
Vile
fast,
Ren?
swift,
Like an
contesting
attack,
unit.
crit
It
rate,
would be a little
HP
bit
Ren?
bad into a Viva Chow.
That
But
can be
side of
pretty
Malignant, I
interesting.
would like a Gianna if you're guaranteed banning out that Hagen.
That
but
would hit
does
really
also
hard.
Showcase that you're exactly what you're going to do for the ban.
Yeah, let's see how you're playing this in your fifth pick. You're one set down, Malignant
Some
right here.
water unit.
You want to get
Chow.
one step closer to that. You're probably going back to a Jongnam then.
That's counter
Interesting
Viva.
pick on the Jungnam. It is hard countering
Be
all
slower.
of those fire units, mostly opting for a ban on that Oliver. However, your Marsha
If
has
the
a little bit
Viva
less
is
to play for
slower
that as
than
well.
you have a big
It's all
problem.
about the mind games then right here. Exactly like you said, Jongnam is going to be taken out, and he's taking
Oh,
out that Trix as
Jongnam,
well. So
man.
we've got
Okay.
33 speed leads for both Malignant and Ranker going into our set 2 of the final semi-final of today. Hey, oh, that was a good one, sir.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one. But
Because
once again,
fast
we have the
Viva
Viva
turn one is
most
kinda
awkward
awkward.
turn
Like,
out
what-
there.
she
You
has
take a
no
turn
option.
just in front of a Hagen,
Right,
all you
like,
can
you
do
kinda
is
just
just
waste a
simple
turn doing
skill
nothing.
one.
Yeah, you've got glances.
So if you get
coming out
CC
as well,
here,
though, right
the
here.
Viva is
You
out for,
start
like,
going in
a long
anyway
time.
with that skill 2. Resisted through.
And I think
Yeah, this is
the fire
also not
guy
too
has
much
2-turn
damage because
silence,
all of
right?
his units are still looking
That's
very
big.
lively, just plowing in a little bit of damage. But this Ren is actually slower than
Well, I need
the
to build this
Heike,
low
so
Ren
might be a
shit. That looks
very
kind of
high
fun.
damage Ren, because in the end there are silences, there are defense breaks, there's so much coming in, and very early defense break coming in right there.
Yeah, that was huge damage.
And then the Marsha have to hit the Ren too.
Taking a turn right now. It's going to get rid of
2-turn silence on the Viva. Like Viva just kind of gone.
Resist on the Marsha,
Oh,
also
hold
Thursday,
up.
but Marsha takes the additional turn. Can we take out a unit? Double 16k was not
Valen
enough
Pro
to
changed
take out
everything.
this tanky Ashur.
Everything was
Wasn't quite enough
changed.
right here. And I mean,
But then the Ren
it's
can
still on its
take some
out,
attention
though, so
away.
That's where it's dangerous.
Yeah, let's see. We can go for a skill 2. It will provide another threat state, but the Stark will remove
It's
the
only
threat state by
one turn
itself, and
threat
Marsha
now,
has
so it's
another
kind of
clean
shit.
hit on this Ashur.
Yeah, clean hit. You've got the threat on that Stark as well. You're going to need to hit it. It doesn't have a turn, really. Big sleep, though.
Oh,
Oh, that's a huge sleep, and there's no threat state.
man,
to
I
break it
feel like
up
the
just
Ren would
yet.
be more
Also
impactful
resisted
if
on
the
that
Marsha didn't proc a
Oliver, so
Violent
not
right
getting
there.
all too much value from it, and Stark is hitting hard.
He's hitting hard.
might be
looking
a
healthy, not looking
GG.
good, but I mean, if he takes a turn, say it's going to be damage coming through.
Because like the Marsha's gonna kill the
Yeah,
Ren
there's definitely
here.
damage coming through right there.
Easily.
Little bit of
There's
chip,
no-
very good rotation on
there's nothing
the
stopping
skill
that.
3, getting that back again, but no attack bar absorb for more cycling.
Yeah, it's
And
dead
then the
now.
skill 2 coming through. You're sending it on that Ren. And wow, clean hits.
Yeah,
think that
Marsha's
Marsha one
here to
Valen
play
proc
once
just saved
again.
the game.
Oliver's back in meta, so is Marsha, and she's taking out units.
Hey, say, somebody told me that Stark was on the balance patch. When did that happen?
You would have seen a lot more first pick Stark in every match, and then also pre-banned in every match if that wasn't the case. But yes, he is still the most picked unit. He's only sitting at a 50 win rate because people are spamming him a little bit too much. The players over here know when to draft him, and they're doing it good.
They definitely are. We're into our second stage of these stack bans then right now. Remember, folks, once they've been banned out in one of the sets, they cannot be used for the remainder.
I know, right? Valen Pro
of the
is
set.
pretty
So now we've
crazy.
got that Eleanor, like you
How does that
the
Marsha
trick's
deal
being
so much
taken out as
damage?
well, so we're taking
I think
away
she
some
must be like
debuffs and also
grass-fed.
some buffs.
Free range,
Yeah,
something like
interesting
that.
pre-band right there. It's not a unit that Malignant uses that much, which still enables him for a lot of other units, but Rinka also has seen that he kind of can cover the common units that Malignant uses, such as a Yun Hong, such as a Gianna. He kind of covers those, so he doesn't care all too much about them. So he's enabling more of his other drafts. Vanessa once again on the side of Malignant. Rinka, are we going to be stealing that Stark? Because that has been a winning factor thus far.
Yeah, it feels like it, but it feels weird putting it next to a 33 speed lead that's an Oliver, potentially. You're going a bit too
Fern Win is
win-heavy,
only
so
good
opt in there
against,
instead.
like,
Okay, Chandra,
raw
that is a
one-shot
different
team.
strat.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
the
does
first
that
genre
here.
of the day. It's not
It's
the
always
first
a mix
bespoke
of stuff.
Today, however, we already have seen a Rahul taking his place, but that is definitely a different speed lead. So let's see if Malignant goes back to the Stark. We are going back to the
And
Stark
outside
right
of
there.
saving
Yeah,
you,
I think
she
it
doesn't
makes
do a
sense
whole
right in
lot
that
into like a
position.
generic comp.
Start coming through again, super strong.
Low
as that
damage.
second pick, third pick.
No
there
extra
for
utility.
Malignant right here. Looking to opt into that Okeanos. Very fire.
I think Life Earn is a bit
Yeah,
too
that's
new, so
definitely double
not
fire already,
many
so that
players have
opts
them.
for the Renka to
There was
go
like a Life
towards
Earn
Geo,
game in
and
day
Varus
2, and she
actually haven't
won.
seen a single
if I
Varus
remember
just
correctly.
yet. It is great against the
But
provokes and against
most
defense
people
break,
with
but there's
Life
not too
Earn
many debuffs on the side of
will
Malignant
get their
just yet.
Life Earn pre-ban.
Not right now, but maybe it's a prevention pick, right? You've picked it out on the field knowing, hey, if you want to lock it in and go for it.
Because
maybe
the
my
moment
fifth
you
pick could
play
be
the
a
Life
Juno
Earn
to
game
also
once,
counter right there. Fourth
like
and
the
fifth for
first match,
Malignant
it's
right
getting
here.
pre-ban.
Yeah, let's see if he opts
If
for
you
more
don't play it,
protection,
it
because
will
there's
get
not
pre-ban
too many
anyway.
strips. No, we're actually gonna go for a little
Cigar
bit of Bruiser and a little
again.
bit of
Okay.
CC right there with that cigar. It's also one of those things. If your best runes are there, you
The
probably
more I
better
play,
use
I
it.
see Cigar, the less I want to
Exactly,
ever
use
touch
the
that
runes
unit.
over the unit, I would say, in most cases, especially when you're this good in your account and you've made it to an SWC, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think
definitely
that's
thing,
a
and also
Stark
great
ban.
counter pick in the Lucia right there. Instant banned out, and we're actually banning out on one side the heavy stain.
There
on the
are
other
some
side,
Dark
the heavy
Aragon.
damage.
Speed leads then 33 versus 24 in our
It got
segment
pre-banned
3
a lot of
the
time
Europe
in
preliminary
between some other
between
people
Malignant
too.
And Renka Shiho, can you look to get a stun? That's a fast Rakuni though.
That is a
Maybe
swift
Malignant
Rakuni
just doesn't have
countering
Dark
the
Aragon?
things. We're going back to the guts tactic.
It is one of the newer LD5 after all.
Ago. Working out perfectly right now. All of the units are looking fully on their turn. Let's see what we can do, because we have a few turns to work with.
We do. You've got a defense break and a strip from the Vanessa. Goes into that Chandra as well and manages to get it right there. So, I mean, Okeanos following up, maybe into the Ashura. You get it as well.
Can he get it?
Getting everything thus
Can he
far.
get
The
it?
question is right now, Varomos or Shiho? Where are we connecting?
Oh, he got the
Varomos
pushback this time.
was
Not a
resistant
single
from
provoke
the
though.
Varomos itself, though. I think it was just a pushback, but we did not get the increased cooltime.
he didn't. You've got Rakuni coming in.
Get this
Does cleanse
Rakuni
through
out.
A little bit right there. Maybe
Out.
you want an Okeanos
Heal
one
the
instead,
damage.
but it's still looking a bit even.
Yeah, it's looking a bit even, but if Variables gets good stunts off or good pushbacks, was actually, it did connect, just did not manage to read it right there. So
I feel like
that's very
Cigar's
good
kinda
for
done here.
Malignant right now. If you want to try to get this Okeanos online.
Yep, the moment Okeanos is online, it's going to be huge.
Like,
and
isn't
if
that
you get
just
an additional turn on
Malignant's
this Asher
kind of
as well,
done?
it could
That's
be
that's
really
his
good.
whole combo.
Nothing right through at the moment.
He has to
Yeah, I
cycle
think
back
this is the moment you
to
want
more
to be
CC, but it's
boosting
gonna
up
take a
your
while.
Okeanos. Okeanos is boosted up by just a simple skill 1 because it was the lowest on the attack bar. And we're just simply gonna go for that, saving the skill 2 for a later moment, the moment we have to cleanse anything.
Yeah, you manage to get. Do you get a provoke? Just dealing damage into it then. You need some stuns and damage coming
Oh,
through.
okay,
he gets
okay.
Huge.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the thing with Okeanos. Okeanos still has massive damage. In the end, he is still a crit awakening unit. So if there's defense breaks out there, he will do some crits. And with all of that add damage, it's just so much work. And this is the moment we probably go for the Rakuni skill 2 on itself to just add a little bit more healing.
Yeah, you want to get some provokes right now. Monkey would have skill 3 available at the moment.
How's
That's a
Max?
quick Veramous
Who's
follow-up
Max?
too.
Maxi?
Yeah, there's a very quick Volumos coming in. And
Probably
we're not
never
gonna go
picked
for a
in
reset
competitive
right there. We're gonna go
matches.
for a reset on this Veramos because Veramos is looking close to the turns and you might be losing a lot of attack bar or just turns with those stunts.
Also feels like the Asher, I think, has a skill 3 coming as well, even though he was defended. He went for the Monkey instead.
Or the Veramos was 1 turn away. Well,
Maxi's
read
more
by
of like a
Malignant
fun
right there on
ladder
the skills, but
draft.
things are getting
most of the
closer and
time.
closer to their skills availability, and that is the thing. There's so many skills that you have to think of that might be a problem, and this is one of them.
Yeah, it definitely is. You're going to get some big healing. Is it an early defense break? No. Good
Ooh.
resistance if you're on the side of Malignant.
You need a violent proc
Not
here.
a single defense break inside, but also an issue scenario
too
right
bad.
here where Veramos finally is online.
Too
Does only
bad.
get pushback, so it doesn't really get stuns itself, but can we get rid of this Okeanos? No, Okeanos actually will get the turn off, but we're taking out this Vanessa.
Yeah, I mean,
You
confirm
got
your
2
kill, right?
Maxi?
You've
Damn,
got a
bro.
Rakuni coming in soon as well. Doesn't opt for it though, say.
Oh, did not finish the
It's understandable that you want to go
Vanessa.
for the stun over there,
Ooh,
but it's
I don't know about
backfiring
that.
so much right now by not simply taking out a unit.
Yeah, is it a little bit of a greed? But I mean,
Remember
you're in
killing
this
about
situation
Cleveland with
where you
Maxi?
can make things work right
Nothing
there
is
and
strong
now.
forever.
Again, turntables.
Yeah,
Sadly.
we definitely have that going on. Veramos is a
Nothing
good
is
cleanser,
strong
but it's not
forever.
cleansing off any of those stunts. You need to take the additional turns, but this far the additional turns.
I guess the
are
Rakuni
the
go
side
on.
of Malignant. We do take an additional turn over there on the side of Rinka, but
I
it's
guess the
not enough
Rakuni
for
actually
those
won.
skills.
Yeah, and I mean, Veramos loves debuffs, but I
He
think
got
he'll be able to
greedy
get rid of
and
units
heavily
before those
punished
units
immediately.
Really heal anything. I mean, great play coming out from Malignant in the end. Maybe a bit of a misplay from Renka.
Yeah, it's
Can I-
definitely
it's in
hard to say
SWC.
what would have happened if you played that slightly different.
Why wouldn't
In the
he
end,
be?
We still had the other units rotating.
could
we have the Okeanos
close
taking the turn.
both
If he managed
eyes
to
and
stun the
somehow
Okeanos, it would have
qualify.
been a great play, but to one of those plays, Chandra skill 1 is not a guaranteed land right there.
Definitely isn't. We're going in then to our set number 4 of this Europe preliminaries. The second.
I mean,
semi-final
Oliver
today.
wa-
Pafix is already
Oliver was
through
kinda
to our
irrelevant
Europe Cup.
for-
Will it be Malignant or
for like a
Renka
year.
joining him there? Pre-ban
So,
on Asher. Wow,
your
did
statement
not
is not
think that was
correct.
coming today.
No, that's definitely not one of those super commonly used
And
units.
Oliver
but on
is
the side
more-
of Rinka,
more
it
like
is actually
balanced
commonly
now.
used. And it's also noticeable right now that Rinka's not opting to go for that normal combo that he's playing, mainly because he's missing that NFL. So that's very well banned out early on by Malignant. So let's see what we want to go for the side of Rinka right now, because yes, we have been going Oliver and kind of things, but it did not really work out. And he's going back to the Irration, but this will be an Irration without an NFL.
Yeah, and it's an instant lock-in from Malignant.
I mean,
there
he
with
was
that
irrelevant
Vanessa
for
and
like a
the
year.
Stark as well. Super
In the
dangerous,
prime
but
Fire
Renka's
Megami
still
era.
Okeanos.
Stealing Okeanos, always strong right there, but let's see, there's not too much damage on the side of Rinka just yet.
Like
Sure,
the
we have seen
prime
Okeanos
Fire
do a lot of
Megami
damage, but it's going to be
Erection
enough.
meta.
Ooh, Zenisek is a strong unit, but it's also a very much opener for Layla. Do you want to add a Layla?
And
You
then
have to
they
be
got too
fighting
strong,
a Fire Monk, which
nerfed,
also has a
and then
slight
Oliver
buff of
said,
getting 20
"Remember
extra
me,
percent
bitches?"
speed on his passive, but big
God
question
damn it,
is that
Oliver.
enough? Ooh, Kiki,
Can
I'm
never get rid of
liking
this
the
fucker.
Kiki flavor right now, but I would have liked to see a Kiki next to a Layla.
Yep, I mean, Angela feels like maybe an odd position. If you're going to go for it, you might as well just send it, right? If you lose this set, you're not going to be joining us in the Europe Cup as of yet. Fire Inosuke chosen instead provokes. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I kind of like it, but a Layla, I think, would have just done a little bit more. The cleanse blocks on everything. Sure, you have to be fighting double fire, but you have so much debuff potential already on your team, especially with the Kiki. Most likely,
Don't
you
win
would have
Nobara?
resulted in your Kiki being
Maybe
bad,
win
but I
Nobara
think he's
cannot
expecting that as
sustain
well,
this
so
amount of
definitely
damage,
Bruiser's
though.
better. But let's see
Too
if
much
Malignant has a
damage.
good fifth pick.
Too much heal block, too.
Raccoon did wonders for him in that last one. We know it's a super fast one as
That's
well.
going to eat the fire monkey.
Yeah, that's a fast Raccoon. I do think you have to be banning out that Kiki because the Kiki is very heavy on the damage and does have defense break. And Inosuke loves defense break, but doesn't provide it by himself.
No, he doesn't. The bands right here again. It could be the deciding set right here.
Man, there was a
It's
moment
best
of like
five,
triple
Zayzek
twin
taken out,
angel
and
meta.
Kiki as well taken out. So we've got
And they all got
speed
hit.
33 on both sides right here. It feels to me like a fire monkey could be
Yeah,
super
pre-ban stack now.
dangerous
It's pretty
here.
cool, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for some monkey business next to some Stark business.
Monkey
Both of them are not a
Raccoony.
will, but both
Ooh,
of them
scary.
do not care that much in this matchup. It's just all about how much damage can they throw off and how long does it take them to actually get the stacks in.
Definitely, and I mean, you've got some debuffs around, you're sending it with the Okeanos, so you get an additional turn. I mean, they're at half health, but a Raccoon is just going to slowly plod along.
Yeah, Raccoon is going to be there. Plus, there's one big issue.
Yeah, the
Stark
twin
did
meta
not
was
get a
something else,
stun
bro.
right there, so
Twin and
you have to
Irene.
add more damage
Holy
to it. At this
shit.
point, it would also have been cleansed, but yep, that's just a
Triple
difficult
twin
thing.
Irene.
Oh, he lands
Yikers.
that defense break as well. That's huge already on the Eretion, and it's got the provoke. Wow.
That's a lot of damage coming in. However, the choice to go for Eretion first is a little bit interesting. Sure, the heal blocks are annoying, but defense breaks are
Yeah,
there,
this is
but
the
was
other
it
half
most
of the
dangerous
Europe
target? That is a
prelim.
big question because Okeanos
Obabo
can
and
do a
Pingro is
lot
in
of
the other
work.
half.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, you've just brought back that stack. Oh, is this going to be enough? You need it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is exactly enough. So now it's a monkey against the rules, but you only take out one unit.
I think
that
Malignant
could
kind
have
of won,
solo.
right?
Gotta
Unless
start working on the Okeanos, but does
the
that manage to
Inosuke
land a
Valen Pro
crucial skill?
every turn.
I mean, you're skilling up your healing slowly.
the worst meta
If you
ever?
land a defense break, Okeanos is just going to throw it back.
I don't know. Every meta is kind of shit.
Ooh.
Ooh, we landed
Because it's
defense
the
break
meta.
elsewhere.
The
In
meta
this case,
always have
Louis
to be
pushback
shit.
Does not manage to connect the pushback. This damage will be great right there.
Meta is
It
the
will
word
be.
for
I mean,
shit.
Even if you're getting some provokes,
Because
coming
it's
through
just
right
like
here, Raccoon is
the
still on
same
field.
10
it
units
wasn't quite
being
for the
used
monkey.
by everybody.
Yeah, Monkey doing a lot of work right there. We do get a bounce, and I think that is going
And
to
then
be
if you don't
game.
join
We
it,
did
you
manage
feel
to
left
land
out. And
the
then you
defense
join
break
it, you also
through
feel
everything,
shit.
But Okeanos skill 3, Rain of Stone, 6
Every
hits.
meta is shit.
Not that much additional
You should
damage,
play
but
what
there's
you
still
have-
a lot
you
of
have fun
damage
with.
to play for.
Yeah, that heal block is actually coming in clutch.
I feel like
on the side of
Megumi
Rainford
Layla
on
is
that,
like the worst
Mehu
in
Wan
terms
right
of
here.
like they
Because
all
it's
have
cleansed
pretty
off, though. You need
dark
stun.
win
Yeah,
rates.
it's cleansed up. Oh, the additional turn. Yep, that's going to be
But
healing.
they
That's
are
going to
being
be a
played
lot
regardless.
of damage eating up this Okeanos, and now we just have so much. Yeah, even if you throw back the defense break, taking the additional turn, it's not going to be enough. Monkey business prevails in 2026.
All right,
Malignant.
Malignant, one of the strongest players in EU, qualified together with Pafix, I think. Yeah, Pafix. So everybody else will be playing on day 3. This is the bracket for yesterday that we watch. That's right, Ilora Maximilian Cleave. That sounds very fun and enjoyable. Instead of eating chicken breast, bro is on the lobster diet. Not bad, not bad. I think the ending was a little bit anticlimactic because look at the ending. Wow. 4 RGB unit fighting 4 RGB unit. And then we had, this is the start. Look at the start at the end. Starting of the day, bam, 10 LD5. The last match of the day, bam, peasantries. Just RGB, no more full LD. No. We back to the RGB stuff. All right, guys, that is the Europe day 1. Very interesting in some matches. And looking forward to all these players getting their second chance in day 3. That should happen at the end of this week. And also, that will be it for me today. I'm going to have to go to sleep. Going to wake up tomorrow very, very early morning. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll be back with more RTA stream later this week. It's build a team. I don't know what team just yet. I'll think about it. I don't know. But that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys later this week. Have a good day and good night. Bye-bye.